Are we? What's going on, guys? What is going on? As y'all see, Mosif is not here today. There's a very good reason for that. I was able to use my backstage power, my political stroke. No, my political stroke. Pause. No diddy. I was able to use my backstage power, my political stroke, to get his bitch ass kicked off his own channel, nigga. So yeah, he ain't on his channel no more. We run this. I use my backstage stroke to get that bitch ass nigga kicked off. So yeah, welcome to Rated M. So yeah, welcome to Rated M. Rated M Pod episode 82. Y'all know what the fucking open mic. I'm Cam here. We got Lewis here. We got Khris here. Who gives a shit about them? Y'all see them every week. Yeah, y'all see them every week. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a guest on the pod. What's good, Leo?
Yeah.
It was good. Was good. Was good. Appreciate you guys for having me.
Yes, sir. No doubt.
What in the fucking ditty did you just say?
It's always one. It's always once per stream. He says some dumb shit.
On that ditty shit, yo.
Damn.
Oh my goodness, yo.
I'll use my political stroke to get Mo kicked off his own.
Okay. All right, Trump. So how we feeling, guys? So we had a pretty eventful week of wrestling. We had, Money in the Bank. We had Worlds Collide. We got Jey Uso, bitch ass, no longer champion anymore. So how the fuck we feeling after this week of wrestling? AEW just had a phenomenal episode this past Wednesday. So how we feeling?
I feel great. I feel great. The Terrorist is no longer our world heavyweight champion. We no longer have our world championship on Mr. Heat Man.
Yeah, I'll yeet to that, baby. Yes, sir. I'll yeet to that.
I said it, man. Gunther saved us from the Jays, bro. It was Jey Uso, John Moxley, John Cena, bro. We got one. 2 to go.
I'll be real with y'all. As far as Money in the Bank goes, I enjoyed Worlds Collide better than Money in the Bank. I feel like Worlds Collide was way better.
Bro.
Like the women's match, it was sloppy in spots. I could not get into it. I mean, great winner though. Anybody but Rhea Ripley. Like I'm fine with that. The tag match, get it off the card. It didn't even need to be there, to be honest. That could have just been safe for SmackDown. I'll be honest with you. With Seth Rollins, I like Seth, but I didn't need to see Seth with the briefcase again. I didn't need to. I didn't need it.
Right.
But I'm at least happy that Gunther is world champion again. But it makes things way more unpredictable with Seth as Mr. Money in the Bank.
Were you guys surprised? No cash-in attempt at all on Monday in that match?
Somewhat.
I was shocked.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. But I'm with Leo, man. Gunther kind of put a monkey wrench in a lot of things for the better. Because now you don't know. Because when as soon as Seth won it, everybody immediately thought, oh, Jay's cooked. Oh, Jay's fried, bro. Like, now with Gunther here, it's like, okay, well, Cena and Gunther are now champs, so like, who would Seth go for? Or does Seth wait for one of them to lose the belt and capitalize on the babyface that eventually beats Gunther or Cena? Who knows? But
I got a great idea what's gonna happen. I know what they're about to do. And people are gonna love it. What's about to happen? Sammy is probably gonna find himself in position to face Gunther. It looks like Seth is about to Sammy looked like he's about to put away Gunther. Only for Seth to come out there, screw him over, make it a triple threat, and pin Sammy, and literally become your new world champion.
Yep.
Oh, so you think Sammy gonna get that Daniel Bryan treatment?
I feel like they're about to.
That Rumble win in Saudi about to be stupid.
Or he could cash in on John Cena just to screw up just to mess with Punk a little bit. Because I can see them at least teasing that.
I think that's exactly what happened. Shout out to Solomon. Shout out to my boy Solomon. They're my favorite. Outside of Rated M, my favorite wrestling podcast. My favorite wrestling podcast. If you're not listening to Solomon, I definitely recommend checking out his shit. Yeah, he pitched the idea on Monday after the title win. He said he had that same idea, Leo. He said he sees where this shit is going. Sammy wins King of the Ring. Sammy wins King of the Ring in Saudi. Sammy goes to SummerSlam. Sammy looks like he's about to become the world champion. Seth comes out, cashes in the briefcase, and Sammy gets his revenge at Mania in Vegas by winning the Rumble in Saudi. That's what he said. I can see that happen. I like that idea. I like it.
That's crazy. Gunther being a catalyst for a great story. Amazing. Something Jey Uso couldn't do as world champion. That's wild. But I'm with y'all, man. I'm with y'all.
They gave him Logan Paul, to be fair.
You know, I want to have a conversation about Jey Uso, if that's all right.
Go ahead.
It's a positive conversation. So I think we're all aware of what's going on in Twitter and TikTok. People bitching and moaning that he should have been more credible. He should have been booked this way or whatever. Hear me out when I say this. The traits you're looking for in Jey Uso, with him having the promo sustainability, having the versatility with character work, being an elite storyteller, all that you're looking for, unfortunately, you don't get that with him as a babyface. I feel like as a babyface, even though I'm not pushing for Jey to turn heel. I need everybody to understand this. He means too much from a marketing, a morale, a financial standpoint. He means too much. But I feel like with him being as over as he is, people put him in a hole from a talent standpoint on how he can be booked in the future. If we look at Jey Uso's career, people bring up his promo ability, like his best promos. His best promos have come from him being a heel. People talk about his character work. His best character work has come from him being a heel. People talk about his best stories. His best stories have come from him being a heel. So I think what you're looking for in Jey Uso in terms of an overall package as a main eventer, you're looking for that as a heel. His traits doesn't allow him to be an elite babyface. I understand he has this insane crowd connection and all this shit. He's having everybody eat in the crowd. That's not what makes an elite babyface to me. That's not. You can be over as hell and still be a mid babyface. Aside from eating in the crowd and having a lit ass entrance, I don't see anywhere in his traits where it makes him so elite. Cody, before everybody sung the woe, we can look at him and say, that motherfucker, that's an elite babyface. That is an elite babyface. Sami Zayn, we know Sami Zayn, that's an elite babyface. With Jey Uso, nothing about his traits screams we can elevate him to an elite babyface, but all his traits are far better as a heel.
Until his crowd reactions go down, or until they start to waver where they're not the same as they once were, I think it would be a massive mistake to turn Jey Uso heel.
I'm not saying he should be heel.
I don't think they can afford to turn him heel. I think he is one of their biggest babyfaces that they have in the company. I just don't see him getting back to that main event level right now. I mean, you have so many main event players, it's kind of hard to see where he fits in. I know there are kind of reports right now that they have plans to potentially put him back with Jimmy to go after the tag titles on Raw, because they kind of tease it with the New Day on Raw. Like, New Day want the best of the best, and who's better to take the titles off them is probably than the Usos. So you could see that. But I would much rather see Jimmy get a U.S. title run first. But I don't think
I'm with that. But the way it's looking, I don't know. Especially with Jacob, he's gonna be holding on to that shit for a while, unless Solo screws him over.
I think reuniting the Usos is a good thing. Go grab that tag rope, Jay. Go grab that tag rope, Jay.
I'm just saying, I'm not caping for him to turn heel. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm doing. But what I want people to be honest about is the position they put Jey Uso in. You put him in a position now where he's going to be the babyface for the rest of his career. And unfortunately, what you guys want out of Jey Uso, you can't have it both ways, is what I'm trying to say. Like, you got him to that point where he won the world title, where he won the Rumble. He's probably the most over guy in the company. You got him to that point. But what you want out of Jey Uso from a talent perspective, it doesn't match him being a babyface. People just need to understand that. You got him to that point, but his traits is far more suited as a heel. Jey Uso as a champion, way better as a heel. As a character worker, way better as a heel. As a mic worker, way better as a heel. You don't get that with him being a babyface, and that's the unfortunate reality people got to understand. He has a clear ceiling as a babyface, and he can't move much further. I think we have a long enough sample size to see Jey Uso that he's much better as a heel. But we can't turn him heel because people put him on this high pedestal at this point.
Unfortunately, that's the case. But it's like you said, there are more layers with Jey as a heel. Like, if you look at the right-hand man, like, his best work when he first turned and aligned with Roman, that was his best work.
Yeah.
And if you look at him as a face, he's over, but there's no substance in him as a face other than him just yeeting all the time. There's nothing else to say there's anything special about Jey. His in-ring work is mid. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's mid. It does not come off as like, oh, you could put him in there with Seth, or you could put him in there with Gunther, and he's gonna deliver like that type of style match, because we're not gonna get there. You look at WrestleMania, yeah, he got his moment, but did anybody really care? Did the match really live up to what people thought it would have been? No.
Y'all see Gunther when he in the ring with Jey Uso? That man look like he
Not.
That man look like he just.
Here's the thing, Cam. They continue to do this with Gunther. Every time somebody faces him for a championship and they have their kids with them, they always lose. Chad Gable was a prime example with the IC title, and now Jay. And then not only did Jay have to sit down there with his son, his son had to sit there and watch him while the power went off while Gunther was holding up the title.
I think that's hilarious, personally.
It was funny. It was funny for me personally, but it's like they kind of low-key dirty for that one.
Like I said, man, there's no, like, with the right-hand man, he had a purpose of what he was doing. It feels like Jey Uso, there's not much motivation with this babyface type character. This is why I'm telling people, you have to be honest on what his ceiling is in the position you put him in. You put him in as a babyface, and he's eating all over the shit. But from a trait standpoint, how much can you really mask? Because as a heel, we can mask a lot of things. We can play around with a lot of things. Pause, because Cam's weird. But we can play around with a lot of things with him as a heel. As a babyface, we have a long enough sample size to see there's not much to do. He's going to have to be an underdog, and then when he wins it, he's going to have to lose it fast because his traits for a babyface doesn't have the sustainability to keep it. As a heel, it's a different story. But that's how I feel about Jay. And unfortunately, I feel for Jay because he's not one of those guys where, okay, he lost it. Now we can build up to turn him heel and see where that goes for him. He's not one of those guys. Unfortunately, he's like fucking Jeff Hardy. He's going to be here forever. And I blame the fans.
But the thing is, what do you do with them now? I'm gonna ask you guys, would you personally like to see him in the tag division, or would you like to see him go after, or would you like to see him go over to SmackDown and compete for the US title?
Right now, I'd like. It's kind of tough because Jay's not Jimmy. Because Jimmy was in the background like clapping for Jay when he won the world title. I think Jay is too big for him to just take a back seat to Jimmy and let Jimmy do his thing. But what I will say though is I'd be open for an Usos tag team reunion against a New Day, if that means they have a young, dominant heel tag team in their back pocket that they know for sure they can build up to potentially dethrone the Usos.
Fraxium. Build up
Creed.
Fraxium. Put them over on Raw. You can have Motor City go over to Raw. Like right there, that's easily sign me up for that. Because Raw needs teams. They need a tag team division over there. Because right now it's the Creeds, New Day, Judgment Day, A-Town Down Under, and that team is still together for whatever reason.
Bro, break them up.
Just
we're gonna have to wait a little bit, bro, because reportedly they're having a draft in September.
At
this rate, by this time next year, we'll have GTA 6 before we have the Grayson Waller Austin Theory split.
Oh damn!
Facts.
And I'll give people a hot take, and people might get upset with me. I honestly think when it comes to the Usos, Jimmy Uso is way better than Jay.
That's not crazy. That's not crazy at all.
Jimmy Uso to me is better than Jay. Jimmy Uso is no nonsense. He's better in the ring, in my personal opinion. He can cut a mean promo. And did you see what he did to Gunther? He slapped the mess out of Gunther. I don't think Jay would have had the balls to do that. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
I will say this. This is what I would do. First off, we can talk about this later. First off, in the fucking brand split. Second thing I'll say, what I would like to see them do with Jey Uso afterwards is whenever Roman Reigns decides to bring his ass to work, whenever Roman Reigns decides to bring his ass to work, if he ever comes back to work, he's gonna need allies to take. He's gonna need allies to take on Seth, Braun, and Bronson. He's gonna need allies.
They might do that, Cam.
He's gonna need allies. I would like Jey Uso has been positioned like, Jay's been positioned as like coming to the rescue with like Sammy and Punk and all that. When Jay comes back, I would like to see him be part of this story here, where maybe we actually get a full apology from Roman. Maybe Roman.
He ain't apologizing.
Nah, hell no.
That man is not apologizing. I feel
All
like
he said was
I think we probably gonna do War Games probably this year or something along the lines of that, possibly if they decide to do that.
That's something I wish would just die.
I
They
don't
gotta
like
stop
it.
forcing war games.
I
Here's the thing.
never liked war games, Chad.
The
Never.
men's have always been somewhat good. At least there's a story. But the women's, don't do it. Don't do a women's War Games because I feel like they always just throw it together just to fill up a spot when they can just do a traditional 5-on-5.
Last year was terrible.
Cam, how do you feel when they said Cody ain't even finished the story yet? They said Cody ain't even finished his story yet. That's crazy.
He's not.
Oh, you talking about with the Grayson Waller bill? Oh yeah. He didn't even finish his story yet when they were teasing that shit.
Now, I will say this though. It's time to end the brand split. Can we please end this? Can we please? It's time. End the brand split. End the fucking brand split. It's time. End the goddamn brand split. Please end the brand split. Obviously, if you want to have cases where, let's say Jacob Fatu, for example, primarily appears on SmackDown, but he can show up on Raw, I'm fine with that. But I don't mind that. But like a full hard brand split where it's like Jacob's on SmackDown, we got to keep him on SmackDown. He can't come over here to Raw. Oh, who the fuck do we feud him? Oh, we can't move him over here to Raw. He's on SmackDown. Fuck that shit. End the brand split. End this shit, please. End this brand.
Yeah,
split.
that's how they used to do Cena back then. Cena was primarily Raw, but he could show up on SmackDown too. Honestly, he didn't show up until like 2013 against Ziggler. Like that was the main time he showed up on SmackDown. That's it.
Was it 2013 or 2012?
2012.
I remember they did 2012 because they had that match at TLC. It was like him versus Ziggler for the Money in the Bank.
That's like the main time where I remember Cena went back to SmackDown to do like a programming because that was a world title.
But I will admit, some wrestlers I feel like fit on SmackDown than some fit on Raw. That's just kind of how I see it. But I kind of think they do need to end the brand split. It allows more wrestlers to kind of go where if they feel like they're needed than just putting them on a specific brand and having to fresh things up. I was okay when they first did the Superstar Shakeup. That was not bad. I mean, it wasn't the draft or anything, so why not bring that back?
And I'm with you. What the thing I don't like about the draft is how many NXT talent get called up and they don't do nothing. Like I remember we saw Kiana James. I'm not caping for Kiana James at the time, but I remember we saw Kiana James show up. She beat Natalia, and then after that she was off TV. And I'm like
injured because it was the injury thing. Because it was a triple threat. It was a triple threat for Money in the Bank,
right?
And she was in it, and then she got injured, so she has been. But everybody's
hasn't come back yet.
Dijak is another one.
But last time I seen anything, she got a surgery, so you know what that means. They're about to try to push her.
Oh,
Dijak is another one where I'm like,
that one confused the shit.
That was stupid.
That one ruined NXT for a huge minute because he was supposed to be the guy that Trick Williams was supposed to face, and they called him up, and now we had to deal with Ridge Holland and shit, yo. Ridge Holland. I don't like War Games. You can bring up NXT. I still don't like War Games. I never liked it.
I don't mind War Games if it actually calls for it. Just like Hell in a Cell. If it genuinely calls for the match to happen, fine.
The fact that it's an annual thing is
right, bro. Like I don't like the fact that War Games every November. So when November comes around, it's like, all right, here we go. We should start expecting build to War Games. And when you see it play out on live TV, it doesn't feel natural because you know it's coming.
You know, I hate people are like, well, NXT was an annual thing. Yeah, but when NXT did it, every single time it feel like it made sense.
Right.
Like when you look at the triple threat for War Games match, AOP, Sanity, and Undisputed Era, those three tag teams were literally uncontrollable. They were kayfabe ruining the product because they were whooping each other's ass week to week. Right. That called for it. When you're looking at Undisputed Era versus Team Viking Raid or Team War Raiders, like that was a blood feud with everybody like involved. Like Undisputed Era was like beating them down every single fucking week.
Yeah. And
that was a blood feud. When you're looking at Team Ciampa versus Team Undisputed Era, they literally took out I believe it was Dijak, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Dijak? No. Who was supposed to be in the match? Somebody was supposed to be in the match, and then they beat up Kevin Owens on Raw, and like that's what called for it.
Right.
So every single time it felt fucking natural. No, Dijak was in the match. I remember. No, but that's what called for. Every time WWE does it, it just feels like, I mean, we have to do it. We have to do it.
Last year's was super apparent, especially with the women, bro. That shit was so forced, bro.
Yeah, the women. Oh yeah,
Yeah, Balor beat up Gargano. Yeah, Balor beat up Gargano. Gargano was supposed to be in the match, and then they beat up Kevin Owens on Raw. And every single time it called for it.
Yeah, the women, they just throw it together. The women, they just throw that bitch together.
Light that shit up. But how'd y'all feel about Worlds Collide, man? Worlds Collide was a fun show. Cam loves AAA.
Favorite company.
Fuck you. Look, let me tell you something. WWE, when you focus on the wrestling and on this bullshit, you remember that you have wrestling in your name. You're fucking great. I like for you to remember you have wrestling in your name a lot more often. I thought the presentation of the show was outstanding. It really, outside of it not being, the giant hexagon.
Yeah.
Outside of it not being a giant hexagon, it literally looked like a AAA show. It literally looked like a AAA show, which I thought was really good. And also, it wasn't a bad match on the show. These niggas wanted that TKO money. These niggas wanted that.
They was hooping.
They wanted that TKO money. So
Cam, they was dropping 35. They was dropping 40. No, Mr. Iguana came out of the gate and hit 6 threes in the first quarter.
It was
Bro, I'll tell you what though, man. I seriously contemplated watching this show on mute, bro, because Conan on commentary was absolutely abysmal. I'm sorry.
Conan is awful.
Corey Graves, bro, the entire show. Chat, if you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. Corey Graves, the entire show sounded like he was walking on eggshells. He sounded like he didn't want to fuck up because it sounded like if he said the wrong shit, he was gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, shout out Corey Graves. That guy was like
he held it down though. That's just how I saw it.
If you ask me, I'm not gonna lie. If you ask me, I truly feel like after watching Worlds Collide, it would be a huge mistake not to have El Grande at one of them shows. I'm sorry. Like the Heat Magnet, he could be if they do a show in Mexico with Worlds Collide.
That's where they need to do. That's where
it'd be a huge miss of money if you don't put El Grande on that show.
That's where I say they need to do.
I make him AAA Mega Champion. You ask me.
That's where I say they need to do.
It's gonna happen.
Do the mass versus mass match on that show. Do the mass versus mass match on that show with El Grande and Penta, somebody. But do the mass versus mass match on that show and have them, especially with the way Mexico crowds are with mass versus mass matches. Yeah, have El Grande lose. Yeah, do the mass versus mass match on that show. El Grande loses, and we finally find out who El Grande is.
But I think it'd be a big mistake if you don't make him the champ. The money you would make in the Mexico market if somebody making fun of Lucha Libre literally walks in there and is now the champion of the biggest Lucha Libre company in the world. CMLL is better, Cam. We know this. But technically, in WWE's eyes, the biggest Lucha Libre company in the world, that is heat magnet shit. That is heat magnet shit. Like, I feel like you need to do that.
I'd love to see it.
In AAA and Conan, they gonna fuck the title on fucking they gonna throw the title on somebody.
Conan on commentary irritated me.
I'm saying
it was like I tried to watch. I was watching the show and I was cool with everything, but when I heard him talk, I literally want to change the channel right then and there because it's like, what are we doing?
Bro, Conan, bro. Hey, Conan, I'll defend you a little bit. People don't know back then you was a hooper. Cam, they don't know. They don't know that. They don't know you was a hooper.
But
then the botches throughout the show. Like, I think it was when they were showing the people in the crowd, I think it was like 2 females that were there. And then, boom, what did they do? They had none other than the main plate that had Street Profits. I'm like, this is not Street Profits. And then there's a whole time delay, I think.
Yo, Cam, welcome me, Cam. Welcome me. I need you to welcome me. So, On the next Worlds Collide show, we have El Grande versus Vikingo for the title, right? Walk me too.
Okay.
On the same show, it probably won't happen. It probably won't happen, but I'm gonna dream. The Lucha Brothers versus the Creeds. I'm just saying, Cam. Welcome me,
See them
gang.
doing that.
I'm booking like Jesus right now, man.
That same fire.
I'm booking like Jesus. I personally want Andrade, but Cam told me that Andrade more than likely doesn't want to be a part of that shit, which is cool.
Yeah, Andrade and CMLL, they do not. Yeah, Andrade and AAA, they do not get along.
But
Good, my boy.
Here's another thing I'll say though. If they are gonna make the Worlds Collide thing like a frequent thing, you know what I'm saying, which I hope they do, I believe Santos should be a huge part of every show going forward.
I believe they will be.
According to reports, Santos will be headlining the AAA show. He will be headlining.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I like to see
the last show they said that apparently Legado are supposed to be facing for the 6-man tag titles or something like the
trios titles.
Yeah,
Ooh.
apparently they're supposed to be in line to face for those titles at the next show.
I think this is one of these business moves that like it really benefits everybody. Like more so AAA, honestly, because Worlds Collide was on YouTube for free, and like I said, it peaked at 500,000 viewers, yo. That's huge for AAA. They don't get that.
Yeah.
They don't get that. Like I hope Worlds Collide is the thing going forward. So many awesome matchups. What's up, Trent?
Yeah. What up? What's good?
How you doing, Bo?
I'm good. How about y'all?
Chilling, bro. About to dissect what the fuck is going on in the E these days, bro.
Yeah.
So do we send chat the link?
Fuck it. Let's do it.
We about to say, I guess we got to send chat the link and see.
Gunther versus Goldberg retirement match.
They about to do this at Saturday Night Main Event, aren't they?
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
In Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, because people keep saying they should do this at SummerSlam. Don't do this at SummerSlam.
Y'all gonna hate me. I would hate. Y'all got to see the video. Here's what I would do. Goldberg is going to be on Raw next week. For those of you that don't know, reports have it that according to PW Insider, Goldberg is going to be on Raw next week.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I would do. Do Goldberg and Gunther in Saudi for the world title. Have Goldberg come out. Say Goldberg have Goldberg come out. Goldberg says he wants to be world champion again. Gunther's like, and Gunther laughs at Goldberg. And Gunther's like, yeah, sure, man, I'll give you a title match. Come on. You do Goldberg in Saudi. Gets Goldberg on the show. Gunther wins. Gunther destroys him. Gunther destroys Goldberg. He destroys him. Goldberg loses his confidence. Goldberg loses confidence. And then on either that Saturday night's main event in Atlanta or at SummerSlam, you give Goldberg another heel. He can go in and squash in like 2 minutes. And we never see Goldberg again. That's how I do it. He loses to Gunther. He loses his confidence. Get another heel that he can beat in like 2 minutes.
Oh, so Chad Gable.
They can throw Theory in there. They can throw Grayson Waller in there.
Chad Gable.
Don't do Theory like that. So you want him to be a Dolph Ziggler. So you want the Dolph Ziggler treatment is what you're saying.
Basically, yeah.
Nah, I let Chad Gable do it. Chad Gable won't be affected. Plus, he's a loser anyways.
Yeah, you can.
He's a phenomenal loser.
Cam, I see what you're saying, but that's not. I mean, like he gonna get squashed by Gunther, and that's it, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say we all know. I'm glad we all know Goldberg ain't got a chance at fucking hell at beating Gunther.
Imagine he do
Hell no.
Imagine they give him one last.
That's great.
Don't put that there, though, please.
I'm imagining it, and it's so unrealistic. I can't even imagine it.
I mean, if they do this in Saudi, it's a chance because Saudi would throw a buttload of money. A buttload of money.
Man, Goldberg gonna get his 3 spears in and his jackhammer, and Gunther's still gonna kick out, man.
He's still doing better than Jay, bro. That's crazy too.
I seen him do it to the Fiend.
That shit is different. That shit is different.
I don't know which one's worse. What Goldberg did to the Fiend or what Brock did to Ricochet. Because both of them were bad.
Both of them shits was trash.
I ain't gonna lie, the Brock Ricochet match. I will say that Brock Ricochet match was one of the most realistic matches I've ever seen in my life. You got no shot in hell, boy.
No, he didn't even get any offense. He just got suplexed around the ring until he just said, "You know what? I'm gonna give you an F5 and get up out of here."
Facts.
That's a whole different regime, Trent. We not worried, bro. Goldberg gonna
Now it's a whole different regime.
It is. That's Vince, bro. We not doing this, bro. We not gonna get me hot.
Hey,
like
I don't know.
Triple H
I
don't
feel
got
like
that
even-
Vince in his body though.
I think he
Bro,
does.
the worst thing he
let's be
did
honest.
was have Jay beat Gunther. That's it. That's
Now
one
it's
of the
the
worst.
worst.
thing he
Nah,
did.
bro.
That's it.
Nah, I feel like Triple H do still have some Vince McMahon-esque type of vibes in him because it's like some of the decisions I'd be like, this is something Vince would do. Because if this was really truly Triple H, then why did we give Charlotte the Royal Rumble win this year?
Well, because nobody was really ready for that. Like
Yeah,
nobody was.
To
nobody.
face Tiffy?
The Charlotte versus Tiffany is one of the biggest women's matches they do. That's why they gave Charlotte the Rumble.
I'm so sick of that narrative, and bro.
But also
Charlotte-
in that time frame, who was really hot? Because Io really wasn't winning matches. Like she was coming off of a Liv Morgan L,
Charlotte
and she wasn't really hot.
Yeah, that
Tiffany,
kind of does make sense because they really haven't built up anybody at that point.
I
It
will.
was really just-
Here's what I say about Triple H. Trent, I hear what you're saying, but one, Bray Wyatt was never valued by Vince McMahon. We are talking about Gunther. If he is not the number one Triple H guy, because that's Seth Rollins, he is the number two Triple H guy. He will never, and I mean never, put his baby boy in harm's way. We literally just saw Gunther tap out to fucking Jey Uso at Mania, and a month and a half later, he's putting Jey Uso to sleep on Raw. I promise you, Gunther is protected more than anybody right now.
I would say if it's a third, then it'd probably be Rhea because Triple H just loves him some Rhea. Like,
It's Rhea.
I'm not saying Rhea's bad, but I mean, there's other things Rhea can do without her being in the main event title picture all the time.
Rhea gets the push she does because she's the most popular. She's the most popular female star.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the most popular since Becky. Peak Becky.
That's why she gets the push that she does.
Yeah.
She has been the most popular woman since peak Becky, since 2019 Becky. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even.
At least she's not going into the Queen of the Ring, so I at least I can rest easy there.
Shit.
Because I couldn't deal with her potentially winning that. I'm sorry.
Hey, Lewis, you know that what's the name? Io hasn't defended since Mania.
I know that shit is
insane.
trash. That shit is trash.
That's crazy.
She was looking good the Raw after Mania when she had their match against Stephanie. Then the next week they had the tag match and shit. Like she was looking good. Then,
But look what they got to do now. Telling Nikki Bella, thank you for paving the way for people like me.
It's
When
crazy.
we know for a fact, Nikki Bella ain't paved the way for nothing but bathroom break matches.
It's
Yeah, we
crazy.
ain't gonna-
It's crazy.
Damn,
I ain't never been so happy. Bro, what has she done?
Boy, it's
Look at the
crazy.
people she was competing against. You think she would literally survive in this era of women's wrestling? Absolutely not. She would be getting
I will
dog
say,
walked by a lot of
Nikki
wrestlers.
Bella, she had no impact in the ring. Her impact, however, is outside of the ring.
It is outside of the ring. It's
She
not.
showed that you can transcend into a star outside of the ring. That's what I'll say. Like she is a star outside of the ring. But
that promo that she had with Liv,
I don't think it was
Liv
bad.
dog walked her.
I don't think it was bad. I think her promo before Liv came out sucked, but I think her.
No, I'm
jabs to
saying
Liv
when Liv came out, I think she
What?
pretty much cooked Nikki Bella.
I thought she did. I
I mean,
Nikki
it's not
Bella-
saying much, but
I thought Nikki Bella held her own. I ain't gonna lie.
Did she really? I mean, she had a little, jive in there where she said a few things, but it seems like Liv was carrying that promo.
Hey man, it's funny as hell. WWE. Hey, it's funny as hell. Io Scott might legit be like a top 3 wrestler in that company in rings. She over as hell. And yet they don't even put her on television. That's funny.
You know why I can't? You know why? Because people rather see this than Graps. That's the truth.
People, WWE fans would rather see this and Solo shit color.
Yo.
That's that solo string.
right, because he said Cam sad with the solo shit. We're not even gonna talk about that. But bro, what's his name? Lewis. They did this last year with her.
Who?
Io.
What you mean?
She was champion.
When she was
women's
last
champion.
year, before she barely defended. Like
Because when she won the title at SummerSlam 2020,
2023 or what is?
and I think she went a couple of months without defending. I think she had the title, competed at Royal Rumble that year, then defended against Mania. I think she had maybe like 3-4 defenses. and most of which were on SmackDown.
Oh, let's see. Let's look at Io Sky's title defenses. Pull up Cage match.
Because they did not do. I don't know what it is with Io and Rhea. It's like the moment of them winning, cool, but they don't do nothing with those titles with them as champion like that. And if you do anything with Rhea, it's pretty much squash matches or people we know she's gonna beat.
How do y'all feel we start bringing people on here and let them grieve about WWE?
Let's do it. Before we get going with that, just lay out the rules. We're gonna let up 2 at a time, just so that we don't have too much traffic coming in and out. We want everybody to be able to get their takes off clearly, openly, so we're not talking over each other. After about 10-15 minutes ish, depending on who's backstage, we'll rotate and we'll get the next couple people in. With that said,
cameras also have to be on.
Cameras on, yes. Don't be scared.
You can't if you don't feel comfortable having your camera on. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is.
Cameras have to be on. Do not come on here to fucking just troll around. Do not do that shit.
Yep.
I promise you, my block button heavy. Y'all know it is.
All right. With that being said, let's get started.
James.
D, what's good, my boy?
Yo, what's going on, man? What's going on?
Chilling, bro. Good. It's good to have you boys on again, man.
You read it, right? You read my little thing, right? You know what it says about that,
bro. You gotta fill me in, bro. What's the hate, bro?
What's going on with Larry Sabisco?
What the fuck, dude?
What happened? Leo, this man in the Discord has beef with Larry Sabisco for
why?
Him and Shane Douglas.
What's your frustration, James?
What are you talking about? The old wrestler, Larry Sabisco?
Yeah, Larry Sabisco. He's a terrorist, bro. He's a terrorist.
That's a random. That's a guy who I've never heard anybody have beef with him.
Your life is better without Larry Sabisco in it. I think everyone's life is better without Larry Sabisco in it. He ruins people's live streams too. He ruined Lewis's live stream the day fucked up his PS3 for no reason. He's just evil, bro.
Larry Sabisco.
Oh, he hates Shane Douglas as well. He does not.
What?
Shane Douglas.
Trash, bro. He's like CM Punk if CM Punk couldn't wrestle.
Oh my god.
Hey, y'all mind if I get something off my chest real quick?
That's what we here for, man.
Fuck your shit, boy.
Cook, bro.
So, and this is like I felt this way for like I say 3-4 months, but I just needed the time to really I guess verbalize it and express it. There's a pattern that I've seen throughout WWE history. If two guys face each other in a triple threat match, right, at WrestleMania, normally they never have a one-on-one match at Mania. Case in point, Edge and Cena, right? Never had or just any multi-man match. It don't necessarily just have to be a triple threat, but just any kind of multi-man match. Edge and Cena, right? Cena and Orton. Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Now Cena and Triple H, they have had a one-on-one match, but it took place before the triple threat match. And so if they would have had the triple threat match first, I don't know if they would have had their eventual, one-on-one match. Another example is Triple H and Rock. And the reason that I bring this point up is I hear a lot of people say that Roman and Seth is going to eventually have a one-on-one match. And they just literally had a triple threat match at Mania. And looking at this pattern, this may sound crazy, and this, I guess, is a hot take, but I would genuinely be shocked if Roman and Seth actually do have a one-on-one match at Mania because of that reason. And I'm hoping, I really am hoping that one of you guys can tell me an example that I'm missing out on, that I'm just, for some odd reason, forgetting. But that I genuinely don't feel that Roman and Seth are going to have a one-on-one match at Mania because of that.
Truthfully, it's hard to see where it fits.
I mean, they did with Io, Rhea, and Bianca. I don't think they'll do Rhea and Bianca at Mania, even though it should.
That's another thing. I don't know if that. Now, here's the thing with that one. They still have those two. Still have a lot of time.
Yeah.
So you can't hate. But with Seth and Roman already told you, hey, after what he said, Mania 42, he's pretty much done. At least with full time, which he kind of is part time anyway.
Yeah.
And Seth even, I think on like an interview, he was like, he isn't going to be wrestling too much sooner. Like he don't want to wrestle like in his 50s or whatever the case is. And so time really ain't on their side. And so when you have the time factor and the age, and plus with that pattern going along, I really don't see them going one-on-one at Mania. I would love to see it. Like, geez, I would, but I don't see it. You know, and again, if there is an example that I'm just forgetting, please let me know.
I found one exception.
Go
WrestleMania
ahead.
2000, Jericho, Benoit, and Angle. Next year,
Benoit
Benoit,
Angle. Oh, I
Angle.
never thought. Okay.
That's the one
I didn't think about that one. Okay.
How'd you
Yeah.
look though?
Good pull.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, Hugh Jackman. I don't know who Benoit is.
It should. I think right now we just. This is where I say Gunther put a monkey wrench in a lot of plans because now you got people opening up the Sammy door. So I mean, at this stage, what do you guys rather want? Do you guys want Sami Zayn to fully be elevated finally, or do you finally want them to end the story between Roman and Seth?
Roman and Seth.
I ain't gonna lie, Roman and Seth,
I
bro.
mean,
Roman and Seth.
That's just 10 years in the
Roman and
making.
Seth.
For me personally, where I'm at in Big 25, I think the Sammy story has a chance to dead ass be legendary, and I think that's something special. So I'd be more interested in that personally, but I don't care which direction they go.
we could honestly I think both could be done. I don't think Seth has to hold it if he wins it, which I think he will, all the way into Mania. He could lose it I don't know, December or some shit.
He could lose it at the Rumble.
Yeah,
Yeah, they could still do it. I mean, just because. I mean, honestly, I know people like to make comparisons. I think if they do this correctly, Seth and Roman could realistically be almost like that end of an era type of match. Depending if they're going to be retiring soon or something similar to what they did with Undertaker and Triple H. That could be this generation's end of an era match.
And the funny part is I could literally see them because 9 times out of 10, WWE is gonna have SummerSlam be this big show, and so I could legitimately see Roman and Seth having a match there, and even still having if they were to have a Mania match, hey, that would make sense. But I don't know, man. And again, this may just be me playing in my own head and just me overthinking it because hey, who's to say that they won't have a match? They can easily have one. It's just I don't know. If they don't have the match, I'm not gonna look at it and be like, man, I can't believe they didn't have it. It's kind of seen it coming. So I don't know. I would love to see it. I think it's due for it, and I think honestly that's probably the only thing left on either guy's resume that hasn't been done.
Yeah.
So, and it calls for it. So, and plus, I'm tired of two guys who are in a marquee feud who are arguably each other's best rival, never having a one-on-one match at Mania. I'm sick and tired of seeing that.
Right.
The fact that it rarely, outside of Austin and Rock, with Hogan and Andre, it's rare for us to see two guys who are hey, marquee guys having a big time marquee feud and rivalry and never having that one-on-one match at Mania. That's
which year was it? People said they should do Charlotte and Becky a couple years ago at a Mania, taking place after the Triple Threat in 2019. They didn't do that. So that's another.
And there's Charlotte and Ronda,
or even Sammy and KO. Sammy and KO did happen on Mania. At
37.
I know Cam likes Charlotte and Ronda. Cam likes Charlotte and Ronda.
Speaking of
Cam with a bad reputation.
They grappled. They did the collar elbow tie up.
The bell rang.
There was a match on the card.
Yeah,
there was since we're kind of talking somewhat Sami Zayn and potentially going after the world title, should he win the Rumble next year?
How do y'all feel about this though?
I think he does.
I don't mind this at all, personally.
Maybe
Seth doing double duty, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind if Roman in night 1 cost Seth the championship to lead to them going night 2 even further.
Yeah, I'd rather see that.
I don't think he can do that again, bro. Bro,
You don't think Seth can pull double duty again?
No, his back and knees are even more cooked now. Let him rest. Let him rest.
You said Psycho Sid knees, Cam?
Psycho Sid.
Psycho Sid knees. So how are we feeling about the Wyatt 6? How y'all feel about that? They go Cam hating ass. You don't count, brother. You don't count.
Here are my thoughts.
I might be Cam on this one. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree.
I mean, White Six.
I mean,
I'm
they
asleep,
appeared
bro.
once.
I'm sleep,
Um,
bro. I'm sorry, Lewis. I'm sleep.
I don't like him. I don't like him. Relax. Hold on. I don't like
Yeah.
him. I don't like him. Hold on.
They don't move me.
Like they don't move a single soul.
They're on that Roman Reigns
they don't-
schedule. They appear once and then appear via backstage promos. Like, brother, what do you lazy?
Not the aesthetic of them, and feel me when the lights
see,
go
that's
on,
the
presentation of them. Cool.
see, that's the weird thing though, because it's like normally when you have these supernatural type of gimmicks, they work best as attractions instead of just workhorse type appearances where they're there annually and frequently. So, but the fact that they are rarely there, and you still have like a barely any traction. Like I'll be honest with you, the only reason that they have somewhat of some traction is because of how good the SmackDown Tag Division is.
That's, yeah.
Meaning, if they're just on their own, like they aren't really all that. So, hey, it is what it is. Me personally, I do like if they're gonna with them being in the tag team, I think the best route should either be like whoever the tag team is. I wouldn't mind if it's Joe Gacy and Eric Rowan as those two tag team guys.
Yeah.
Dexter Lumis is just dead to me.
He a
you know.
jabroni.
Send him back with
Yeah.
Indy over in TNA.
So
Fuck it.
whatever.
Samuel Shaw.
Here are my Wyatt Six. First off, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. I understand why they're around, but I did not like the Fiend Bray Wyatt, and I did not like the Fiend Bray Wyatt because I am over supernatural gimmicks in wrestling. To me, supernatural gimmicks in wrestling in the big 2020, I don't think they work anymore. I just don't think they're effective like that anymore for a few reasons. One, supernatural gimmicks in wrestling. The guy has to win. Yeah, he has to win.
Mhm.
Two, he has to win. Two, Seth Rollins, I think, said it best. Seth Rollins, I think, said it best. He said, so supernatural gimmicks, so something like the Wyatt Six, they have to come in and they have to beat the hell out of everybody. Like they had to beat up everybody. They had to come in, they had to beat the hell out of everybody. They had to beat up everybody. It's very hard, right? And plus with their offense and stuff, it's very hard for them to go in there and for you to pull a good match out of them because that's their entire gimmick. And third, whoever loses to them does not, or whoever feuds with them does not come off better after feuding with them or after working with them. So I don't like the Wyatt Six personally. I understand why they're around. They're cool entrants, but I personally do not give a shit about them.
I
But
don't
Cam,
care
they
either.
grabs, they oohs and ahs and orange shit.
I thought Kim was gonna go the route that I was thinking, because I believe the reason why supernatural gimmicks don't really work in today's time is because, and quite frankly, kayfabe isn't as strong as it used to be.
Oh.
Like I remember it was a question I seen a long time ago. It was like, could the Undertaker work in today's time? And I've always said, if you're talking about in terms of just his own skill set, his own talent, his own ability, and his own understanding of the business, yeah, he could work. But could the character itself work? Is a bit of an odd one. And the reason is because that character, like for that character to work, and it's so weird because it's like, no, he didn't really have a lot going for himself for it to work when he first got here. But once he got his feet rolling, it was like the stars aligned for the dead man character to become what we know it is as today. And plus, but even then, he literally had to change up to become, American Badass because, it really limited, because the dead man character itself really limited what he could do just in the ring, and how he could tell the stories. And so, and that was just back then where kayfabe was popping. Now, you can look on the internet every 2 seconds and you can see something like, oh, well, reports are this or so forth, and hey, stuff going on. And so it's really hard for you to keep to keep the credibility of a supernatural character up there and still deal with the way that social media is now.
Well,
I think that's the problem. Social media.
Whoever's doing the supernatural character, they have to be the entire character 24/7. Like they can't.
Yep.
Like they cannot be on social media at all or anything. Like I'm trying to think. Like somebody like he's not supernatural. So he's not supernatural at all. But part of the reason why I think MJF worked so well, especially and worked so well when he was a heel, is because up until like a few years ago, MJF was an asshole everywhere he went.
Everywhere.
He was an asshole. You saw the man in traffic, he was an asshole. You saw the man everywhere he went, he was an asshole. It's only until now, really. Well, it's only until now, really, where it's clear he's just playing a character on television. He's not like that in real life. So it's outside of that though. Like the dude would have to be committed to it 24/7, and I don't know if they would be able to.
But even if they are committed, it's just really hard to keep that under wraps because again, these people these are regular people, right? Like they literally have their own regular lives, and so say they want to go out to the grocery store, and you don't know, they may run into a fan and be like, "Oh, hold on, you look familiar." Then they take a video or a picture of them, then be like, "Hey, look who I see." And then it's like, "Oh, dang, bro, are you kidding me? Really?" So, that's why I've always said if you're gonna do a character where you have to be in character 24/7, it's best that that character is a character that's able to have some kind of that can fluctuate between rather, hey, when I'm in the ring, I'm this versus me being out the ring, I'm this. Either way, it still doesn't hurt. Me being in videos and pictures and interviews, it don't hurt my credibility. That's why it's so crazy because it's like growing up when I would see, Randy Orton and John Cena shaking hands, I'm like, oh,
Right.
looks weird, but it didn't take me to see that until like because I started watching wrestling in like 2007. I didn't see this type of stuff until like 2011. So seeing that is like, oh dang, so these guys don't hate each other.
You saying?
I mean, there are certain exceptions to even currently right now, at least with some wrestlers keeping somewhat kayfabe alive. I mean, Drew McIntyre, I mean, he was trolling people. I mean, Dominic Mysterio is probably one of the prime examples that actually.
Yep.
Naomi is another one.
Yeah,
Naomi is another one. Yeah.
Naomi, yeah. But I think the
Naomi
prime
is
example right now is Dom.
Yeah,
Dom, in his interviews, he's kind of keeping the same thing. The same thing you get in the ring is what you're getting out of the ring.
Get out of it, yeah.
You never see Dom and Ray together in photos and stuff. You
never will. But I think comparing them to like the supernatural characters, the thing is, those characters, they can be on social media and you can post them. With being a supernatural character, I think Bully Ray said it. I know, Cam, I know you hate that podcast, but they said it. These guys had a crazy ass debut on Raw. Crazy. And then an hour later, they're posting pictures of them at Whataburger.
Whataburger, yeah.
It's like that's collateral damage to yourself right there, dude. Like you cannot do that. You can't do that.
I mean, Y6 is going to be more. Y6 going to be going to more fast food places than they are in the ring.
Oh,
at this rate,
brother. Oh my
God. Also,
brother.
Goon, to be fair to your earlier point about Undertaker, to be fair, he didn't have a lot to work with in those first.
No. That's what I was saying. When he first started, he didn't have a lot to work with. But once he got his foot up under him, then that's when a lot of stuff started happening for him. But yeah,
it's social media. Social media evolved over the years where it was kind of hard to keep kayfabe alive. Like you had the dirt sheets, you had more people being able to access these things, where it made it harder for these wrestlers to kind of even stay in character even then. And over the years, it's just gotten way and more harder. Like you go on social media, you can find anything that's about to happen, or potential storylines, potential character changes, anything. So
that's why I'm cool with, and I see a lot of people say, "Oh man, why does WWE have all these documentaries?" And they're talking about this stuff. Like, why did Triple H one time in the press conference mention the words baby faces and heels and so forth and so on. And I get the standpoint on the documentaries because it's like you really want to show too much behind the scenes. But at the same time, I do agree with the ideology that WWE is taking on. It's like, okay, well, one of the biggest things that you don't want to do when it pertains to not just professional wrestling, but just in the entertainment field is you don't want to insult your, you don't want to insult your audience's intelligence. And so, if your audience knows, okay, kayfabe ain't as strong as it used to be, how can we turn that? How can we take that and turn that in our favor? And so I agree with how WWE. Well, I ain't even gonna say how they do it because again, they do be going overboard with it. But I agree with just that ideology of it. But again, when you have these whole documentaries on, how do we, with The Rock, talking about how they came up with the whole pivot, I'm like, do we really gotta see how y'all did it? Like, dang, bro, well, where's the room for imagination at?
Nobody worry about my
Speaking
big 25, bro.
So
Yeah,
You
don't
know-
worry about that whole piece of shit.
speaking of wrestlers keeping faith,
Bad acting.
yes, I understand. Yes, I understand that we all know that it's not real December the 3rd. But I'm gonna tell y'all, when that Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville feud happened, I was like, "This is great. Let's go." The thing that ruined it for me though was you would go on social media and Mandy and Sonya would be on yachts together doing photo shoots. I'm like, can we at least keep the illusion that y'all hate each other?
they're losing to something,
The
bro.
illusion that y'all hate-
Yeah, they kind of.
Losing. Like, I'll be honest with you. And I know this isn't about them, but I just need to use these guys as an example.
But where he go?
That's
My fault. Yeah, you're lighting. This is
Dang.
light. You gonna say
Stupid.
Nah,
y'all funny. Y'all funny.
Oh, shit.
But what was my train of thought? Oh, so yeah, like that's why I love the Hangman and Swerve feud so much because I look at them and I always say like that's the prime example of what a blood feud should be and how it looks because I look at they feud and I'm like, there's no way in any universe that I see these guys being any type of cool. And the way that I don't see any pictures of them together. I don't see any times where like, because I see Swerve doing interviews and stuff. He don't ever mention, Hangman. At least out of the ones that I've seen. And the same thing goes for Hangman. And even with WWE, like Drew and Punk, like I seen a interview that Drew did, and a dude asked him about Punk. He was like, when you guys are doing your promo battles, are there just certain stuff off limits? And he was like, okay, why do you, how were you able to build that, have that chemistry with Punk? And Drew was like, look, there's the stuff that you've seen, a lot of that stuff was real. It wasn't no, pretend. It wasn't me trying to fake anything. It was like a lot of stuff that I said about Punk is how I truly feel. And so I do miss that aspect of wrestling where you really didn't know if stuff was real or fake.
Facts.
And even if it is like, okay, clearly that dude didn't, explode in that car, right? But I miss where WWE allowed you to really suspend your disbelief. Now on the flip side, it is again when you have social media, you just have fans who need to try to figure everything else out instead of just letting the stuff progress. You could run into problems with that, but it's I guess it's just the time we're in. So
yep.
All right, so we gotta rotate. That was some fucking awesome conversations. We just gotta wait for Mo to get in, and then after Mo joins, then you guys can join back up on the link. But shit, appreciate you, Goon. Appreciate you, James, for
Absolutely,
pulling up.
bro.
Appreciate support as always, gang. Y'all
Yeah.
lit, bro. Y'all lit. Y'all lit.
Bro. Larry Sabisco's a fucking terrorist. You remember that?
Oh my
make
God.
sure we warn people.
What's Larry Sabisco?
Bro.
hey, before I go, I just want to say shout out to the King Gunther, man. Shout out.
Facts. If y'all got social media platforms you want to promote, go ahead and do that.
I'll be real with you, bro. I don't really be on social media like that, man. I would just be, on TikTok and everything, watching y'all and just really just be chilling. But I don't really deal with the social like that, man. So
I respect it.
Yeah, respect. Me, I'm finally gonna upload my YouTube video, my second
fucking
YouTube video
time.
this week. Sometime on Friday. I'm at James Weezer Official, not this channel right here, with my second channel, the one with the Roddy Piper profile picture.
You've been waiting long Emelina, bro. Come on, hurry it up. You've been waiting longer than Emelina.
Oh,
Cam,
wow.
look at this bullshit I just got offered, bro. Look at the Rated M chat.
No, I'm kidding.
Cam, look at this bullshit I got offered in the Rated M chat.
Yeah, for sure. But I'll see y'all boys on the flip side. Though.
All right,
Yeah.
brother, safety man.
What?
for sure.
Nah, I see.
Oh no! Please don't tell me WWE's
Hey, y'all see Mo struggle yesterday, man. That shit was a classic, man.
Bro, that
If
That boy
WWE
trash.
Y'all, make sure y'all
Yeah,
Bro, I was in the
hey.
clouds, man. Chill
Sean,
on me.
Yo.
I was
is
in
that the
clouds,
gang?
man.
Yo, what's up, yo?
Appreciate y'all being patient, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on,
We,
man.
we really got to be on that 15 to 20.
Hold on, man.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
like 30 to 35.
Hey, man. We know CM Punk. CM Punk is going to Saudi. If y'all didn't know.
What the hell is
We know,
that?
we know.
What is that? Did you try to play racist music?
That wasn't Bree mode.
Oh
Was that
no!
him?
WWE's about to piss me off if they do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna send the link to the chat again, so y'all.
And then I'll pin it so people can access it. Give me a second.
Oh no!
CM Punk is getting A-Rod money.
Get the sign. Get the sign.
Crazy. Yeah, somebody need to meme that. I ain't gonna lie. Pride, one of you that's watching the stream, and make sure y'all
Get
clip
the
him.
sign.
Damn.
What is he on?
Bro, we haven't brought up the sign
What is
the
wrong
whole
with you? What is
time.
wrong with
What
you?
is he
What is wrong
on?
with
You
What
might
is
need
wrong
to
with you?
drug test Cam over here.
No,
There we
we
go.
didn't even,
Make sure
we
y'all
didn't
get
even put
that.
the sign.
Make sure
the
y'all
whole
clip
time.
Cam on that. So I
Drug
can
test, breathalyzer, all that shit.
CM Punk is getting A-Rod money, bro.
We'll
Oh,
send
hell
you there.
Why would he do that?
no. Hey, if we all had the chance, we'd be doing it too.
Who?
Get
You
get
right.
Saudi money?
You right.
Chris,
I
don't
would,
look at me
yes.
like that, Chris.
I'm staying my ass in the States. Fuck that.
Hell no.
So I gotta go to Saudi
over.
eventually anyway.
Hell no. Hell no. I'm getting paid.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna come
that.
back with a house paid off, car paid off, and
GTS stands for go to
Yeah.
Saudi. Yo.
go to
Yo,
y'all are insane.
Y'all something else,
Y'all
gang. Y'all something
sick.
else.
That's
I gotta
Saudi.
go the fuck home, bro. Go home.
Compromise to a permanent end camera.
Cam, did you
Oh my god.
Cam, did you see what they try to offer me? They try to offer me Michael Kidd Gilchrist or Steph Curry. I said, what the fuck wrong with you?
Huh? What
Beg
2K
your
was
pardon?
that?
2K13?
That makes sense.
I would have hung up the phone.
makes sense though.
Hell no, it don't. Fuck that.
Nah, yeah, dude,
14
yeah,
it'd be
that's
egregious.
a-
14
Mike
and
Cooper's
forward
like a
it'd
top
be
5 pick.
egregious.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and Steph Curry is a 4.5 star prospect. Hell no.
I mean, he was the ankles, bro, back then.
No matter.
I don't know.
He was still a great a really.
That was the year he broke out, though. That was the year we were like, oh, okay, he's gonna be somebody.
Man, y'all tripping right now, man. I ain't doing that shit yet. And Al Jefferson is leading the league in points. With
Al
30.
Jefferson, that's
Yeah,
a
with
name
30.
I ain't heard in a minute.
30, yeah, with 30. He leading the league with 30.
All right.
they back at it again, y'all. WWE is back at it again with some crazy stuff.
So
they do?
Mo, how we feeling with the current state of WWE? What don't you like?
AEW is better.
It is.
The women's division
Oh
is
my God.
fucking atrocious and it's inexcusable. There's no reason Io Sky has not defended her fucking championship since WrestleMania,
I agree.
considering the fact that Raw has the much more stacked women's division. Tiffany Stratton's title reign, end it. I don't give a fuck. Friday, give Naomi the fucking championship. This has been a failure, and in hindsight, they put the title on her way too soon. I think we, the fans, were the reason for that because we said, like, yo, Tiffany's her, she gonna be her, yada yada yada. We looked at her and said all that based off the potential she could be.
Yes.
She's proven right now that she can't be that.
Nope.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But
not
I
yet, not
also
yet,
like to
not
say
yet.
Charlotte played a
Sure.
huge factor in fucking up.
That's true. That's true too.
That
That's true
match
too.
was not it.
That's true too.
The match
But then
wasn't
the tag
wasn't all
division-
that,
Tag division makes me sick, despite the
The
fact
Raw
that there's so
division-
many great tag teams.
Raw
The
tag
Raw
division-
tag team division is
Women's
Actually-
tag titles, get rid of them, send them to NXT if you ask me.
burn them. Do what Nikki Cross did to the fucking 24/7
Yes.
championship.
Just throw
Throw
it in
them
the
in the trash
trash.
can.
Watch
Throw 'em
people
away.
walk in.
Throw 'em away.
Especially with the idea that what they're considering right now is just please don't. Because what they're
That
considering
Nikki
is
title
going
reign
to
is so
irritate me.
bad, boy.
Wait, what are they considering?
Well, but you don't want that.
So we already saw Liv and Nikki have their match. People
Right.
are saying the Bella Twins could probably win the titles.
At
No, WWE is considering doing something way more stupider and just having Nikki Bella and Rhea Ripley face Liv and Raquel.
Hey, Lewis.
You're lying.
No,
You're lying.
they are literally considering that because of what happened on Raw. We seen Nikki and Liv go at it. We seen Raquel get involved in that match and literally screw over Rhea. Rhea's probably going to get involved this week coming up, and they're probably going to make that a tag match. They're not even going to probably consider bringing Brie in.
Do we sign guests? Why is Chat asking? Chat, why y'all asking to sign this man?
No, he's signing the idea.
Hey, look good.
Cam, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
Cam, I don't.
Cameron.
I hated you
Cameron.
Cameron Bartholomew Johnson, bro. Come on.
Sign. Wait, Bremo, never mind. Hold on.
No. It is getting signed. Fuck that song.
It's
That's the
Bremo,
worst
baby.
theme song in WWE,
Bremo.
period.
Hey, play that shit, Cam.
Brie Bella has the
Matter of
worst theme
Matter of
song in
fact.
women's wrestling
You
history. in my personal
literally
opinion.
can't
She
even
don't.
do that jig to that song. It's literally
Nah,
like
hell
you're
no.
off
Cam,
center.
this is
Like it
shameful.
doesn't even work.
Matter of
It
fact,
doesn't even
Lewis-
work.
Cam, I'm staying 10 toes down. They
Nah,
don't.
Trent was
hate
right.
the theme.
That
They
shit is
hate the
lame.
intro. They don't
No,
hate
no,
the
no.
theme.
Bremo
They
is
hate
Yeah, I'm
awful.
sorry.
The shit
I said
is literally
Cam's fucking sad.
mode.
Bro, if
You
y'all put
can't,
that shit
like-
on a Geometry Dash track, y'all be jamming out. Bro.
Again, we're
let me-
comparing a
No.
professional wrestling theme
Not like that.
song.
You can't
to
do
Geometry
old man
Dash.
jig
Bro,
to that, Cam.
let me
can't
stop
do
you
that
right there,
without
bro.
jig.
Not my fault. All you play is shooting and wrestling games and sports
He
games.
sucks at
and
both
shit.
of them.
Like, not my
You right?
Not
Unless
my
it's
fault.
Red
And you
Dead.
suck at all of them, by the way. I hate it.
That's a
hate it.
lie. I'm getting double teamed. The fuck you want me to
Trent, do you
do?
hear this?
On
Did you watch the
Legend.
stream yesterday?
On Legend difficulty.
Trent,
Now,
did you
Hart
not watch the
Dynasty.
stream yesterday?
David Hart Smith.
Was I not getting double teamed?
No,
I'm not gonna
on
lie.
Legend?
David Hart
Mo,
Smith.
Yes,
Mo,
you
Mo,
were getting double team, Mo.
Mo,
You were getting double team.
You got Mo.
What
you got
happened?
And I didn't lose a single match outside of that.
Mo, you
He got double team, y'all. What do y'all
You got
mean?
walked down by D.H.
Walk
Smith.
down.
And
down.
two
Yeah.
niggas. Two niggas.
You got
Not
literally
one.
got-
Not
Mo,
one.
Mo,
Two.
why you acting like I haven't?
So
Did he
you
get-
never heard of stick and move?
Did he
You
get
never heard of
dog
stick and
walked or
move?
did he just
got
get
dog.
walked down?
It took him,
Nigga, this is SBR.
it took him
dog
10
walk.
times to
You
beat
can stick
DH.
and move.
Y'all niggas tip riding crazy work.
What?
Maybe
I had
get better at the
clips
game.
where You were getting dogs. What are you
Tip
talking about?
riding.
Like, get off my beat,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Off
They
my
got
raps.
knocked out 5 times off a chop.
Oh, they try to
That's
troll, bro. They
crazy.
said Mo lost. You lost to 2 jobbers. They
Yeah,
try
it's
to play.
two human beings that reverse everything. What you want me to do?
Get better
I
at the
can't
game.
control that the AI reverses everything.
I'm about to say, don't blame the game's fault for your skills.
Exactly, bro. Don't blame the game if you ain't good.
That's
You know what? I'm
crazy.
gonna go on stream after this fucking show wraps.
No, you're
up,
not.
and
No,
we're
you
gonna
know you're
analyze
not. You know
every
you-
last
you know
second
you're
of that
not.
shit. No, we're
You
gonna
know you-
analyze every last second of that shit because now y'all.
What do you
y'all
mean
think that's
analyze,
crazy.
bro? You lost. What is the
You let a
you
man.
lost?
You let a man.
Oh,
with-
yo,
Stop.
yo.
You
Cam,
were using.
stop.
You were
Yeah.
using.
with that haircut,
Hey,
Yeah, you want me? Hold on, time
Hey,
out,
hold
time
on,
out, hold
chat.
on,
It's
hold the
not
phone.
only with SVR
Leave
2011.
Tyson Kidd
He is on the
alone.
phone.
It wasn't only with
That
SVR
hairstyle was not it,
2011.
though.
My man in WWE All
No,
Stars was Kofi
not at all.
Kingston losing to Hulk Hogan 4 straight times.
Oh wow.
He
You're
won.
feeding into
Steel
that.
cage match.
You're feeding into
Was
the
a
agenda,
steel
bro.
cage
It
match.
is
That
still
nigga kept
cage
running away.
match. Oh my
That
god.
nigga kept running away. I don't know what you
Feeding
want me to
into
do.
the agenda is insane.
Like
That's
no.
crazy.
And I know, hold on, and I know Cam not talking because I will show the picture of your snow mooses. Don't start, bro.
Oh.
Oh
I mean,
my
hey, you
Oh
know,
The
my
hey,
Yetis? The
God.
Yetis?
I mean, he
Don't
did
start.
Yetis.
Stop.
He
What's
did
start.
happening?
Don't start.
Bro, this man Mo
That
not
moose,
good at
he was gassing up to leave the podcast for.
25, he be getting
Oh, wow.
beat up by Prod and Trent. He be getting beat up
Oh
by
wow.
Prod.
All right, I'll give you that. I
Oh,
suck at
wow.
2K. I'll give you that. I'm
You
dog
be
shit
get
at
you
2K.
be getting dogged by
I'll
Prod
give
and
you that.
Trent. By
I'll
Prod
give you
and
that.
Trent.
A
I'll
short
give you
man.
that.
A short man. That is true. That Rob Conway.
Bro, he tripped, bro. Mo, bro. Oh
No.
hell no!
I
Nah,
mean,
sign.
Lewis, I want you to know, Lewis. I really do. You got.
I knew I should have took an edible.
What did
before
I
the show.
do?
I knew it.
You know what
I know
you
it.
did. You know what
I
you
know
did.
it.
Don't
I'm
fight me.
literally out of weed because I would have like lit up.
I had it in
I
my
can't.
hand too, and I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna be professional." Nope, next week I'm coming.
Not
to
in your
Zurich.
hand.
I'm tired of this.
Professional.
Mo don't
No,
smoke.
you should have ate
Mo
that
don't
shit.
smoke. He
You should have
lying.
ate that
He
shit.
don't smoke.
You
Mo don't
right.
smoke, Chad.
Yeah, I can't. No, just
The only
edibles.
Why
I
do you
person-
can't.
think you
the
got?
only-
Why do you think
the-
I always have a glass of wine every time I get on this bitch? Because I'm
You
like, I don't know what
do.
I'm gonna hear.
Whoa,
I don't know what I'm gonna hear. I don't know what
Wait,
I'm
do
gonna
we-
hear.
Nah, gang, do we stress you out that much?
I'm weak.
This should be mess. I don't know. I just don't know. I want to forget. So I'm just like, it'd
That's
be great.
rude.
Do you look at Cameron? It's not rude. Like
Look,
I put up with that
Hey.
shit every day.
Mm.
Every day of my life.
Cam got the most
Listen,
punchable
my
face
choice.
on
All right, Sean, how do you doing, Sean? What are some of your gripes with WWE, brother?
Poor Sean.
Mhm. Well, to me, I think 2025 has been a pretty decent year of WWE. I do think it's worse than 2023 and 2024. I don't think it's nowhere near as bad as 2019 or 2018, to be exact. But I don't know. Triple H and TKO, they've made some pretty dumb decisions, you know? Like R-Truth getting released, I know he's back. Or Travis
Rebecca
Scott
Quinn is the champ.
in the event.
Oh, I'm sorry.
41.
Sorry. It's just
For
me.
17th championship, I thought that was pretty dumb too. I would say that Raw
Oh my god, 66?
and SmackDown though. I'll say that it's way better.
So yeah,
That
so
sounds
how do y'all feel with the? All right, so
That's
to
crazy.
all right, so for me personally, it doesn't affect me because I like watch New Japan and shit, so sponsors don't affect me. But like the different kind of sponsors I be seeing is crazy. Like, why am I seeing on the turnbuckle we got the WWE logo, the Prime logo, and 7-Eleven right below?
Don't get started with Slim Jim on the tables.
Yeah, they're doing too much.
Hey,
Cash out,
hey,
like,
Fireball
it's a
on the
lot.
ladder,
Hey,
bro.
Fireball on the ladder is crazy, Leo. That shit crazy.
Bro,
Not too much on
get your
Fireball though.
money.
Not too
It's
much.
too much.
Nah. If you drink
Facts,
Fireball,
facts,
you going
facts.
through some things, bro. I
That shit
And
good. What are you talking about?
And does.
What you mean about?
And does.
It's
Lewis don't like
You know
having a
what?
good time. That's what it is.
I'm just saying, it's
Shit
all right.
good.
Like, it's not my first choice. It's cool.
Oh no, it's not the first choice. No, that's not.
Henny is my
Nah,
first
like,
Lewis
choice,
drink White
but-
Claw.
Nah, I like my mom drink. Like, I like my fruity drinks. You know what I'm saying?
Like that White
I
Claw.
don't-
I mean,
Fireball cool.
I agree with that. Cocktails, no
Yeah,
pause, 'cause
cocktail.
Tim's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, nah, she going through shit, bro.
A whole
The
bottle?
whole bottle's crazy. Put that
Oh,
shit-
okay, I was
that
thinking of
shit out.
shooters, bro. I was
That
thinking.
shit out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, but Sean, I am with you. I do think for sure that there are some parts in 2025 that have been decent, but like I think Triple H is at the point right now where anything bad he does, it's gonna be louder than the good he does.
Yeah, agree.
But the bad he's fucking doing is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what's the reason we're doing this?
And it's so annoying because we expect better from Triple H, knowing what he can do and what he has done on the main
It's-
roster. It's not even just
And
like
NXT,
gold.
like
Yeah,
I mean,
It's sad because it's just been like so many L's. So like the good seem like one-offs now. Like it doesn't seem like normal
Facts.
behavior. When something
Facts.
actually goes well, you're like, oh shit. But when something goes bad, you're like, oh, okay, it's expected now.
because
Like,
Raw
that's
was
sad,
actually very
because we
enjoyable
started
this week.
so well. It was so good, like in
Yeah.
the beginning. Now shit's
Oh
ass.
man, that first like year and a half of Triple H just taking full control. Oh my, take me back, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, it was because he wanted to suck us in, and then like now that we have him now,
And be
it's
like,
like,
all right,
okay.
now I'm lazy.
But yeah, now he just doesn't
I'm
want
gonna
to
phone
try.
it in.
Man, I missed that, bro. Extreme Rules 2022, one of the greatest shows I haven't seen, bro.
I gotta
So
rewatch that show. You
good.
gassed that a lot.
It's really good.
I gotta rewatch it.
2022.
Extreme Rules. We talk about.
I mean, that was
That's
a
the
good
one with
show.
like
but-
Riddle and Seth, right?
No, I'm talking.
But
This
it's
show
Extreme
this show ain't got a lot of misses. We talking about the Donnie Brook match between Imperium and Brawling Brutes.
That shit is
That
good.
six-man tag match was fire. Edge versus Finn, that I Quit match, one of the greatest I Quit
Was
matches. of all time.
amazing.
Liv and Ronda, it wasn't bad. It
Wasn't
honestly,
bad.
I
Wasn't
feel like
bad.
even calling it their
was
best match of their
serviceable.
trilogies, it's not much. But
That's
that
not saying
match
nothing.
really wasn't bad. It had good storytelling.
Yeah.
I like that match. Karrion Kross and Drew McIntyre. That's a great first match for Karrion Kross, showing his fucking.
It was a good
character.
match.
Like
And Karrion
that
won.
strap match was fire.
Bailey
The fight pit,
Yeah.
the culmination of Riddle and Seth, bro.
Yeah, that was Riddle and
Then
Seth. Yeah,
Bray Wyatt to come
And then
out.
Bray
That
Wyatt's
show was really
return.
good.
Bray
Yeah.
Wyatt's
Yeah, that might be one
yeah,
of the
Bray
better
Wyatt's
shows.
return. That shit is good.
Y'all gotta go watch it back in full. It's so good, bro. This
Yeah.
shit
It is
so
good.
I'll,
It is really good.
It's really good.
it's unlook about all just because of Bray Wyatt's return. I always believed that fight pit match was pretty good.
Yeah,
Facts.
no, fight pit
No,
match,
it was
I
really good.
like-
It was really good.
I think Seth and Riddle is one of Triple H's best book feuds since he's controlled the main roster. in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
Like that feud. What we talk about like their fucking backstage segments, and then their match at Clash of the Castle was very underrated. Like that's the most slept on match on that entire card.
No, they're like sit down lives rent free in my head. Like I love just like
Talking
rewatching
about his
that.
kids,
It's
they don't want to
so
see
good.
your bitch ass anymore.
He's
Oh my
bitch
God.
ass, just bitch ass lives rent free in my head.
No, that clash of the match at the Clash of the Castle.
It's the most underrated match on that
So
card.
good.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is just as good as any other match. On
And
that
then you
card.
had
Outside of
Clash
Roman
the
and
Castle was
Drew,
good, too.
and Gunther and Sheamus, I'm with
Yeah,
you. That's
amazing.
their best match on the card.
That's saying because those are two legendary matches too. Like
Yeah.
that's
Which,
such a
bro,
high-
which is
that's such an
crazy.
insane bar,
Which is
bro.
crazy.
Clash of the Castle also is probably the best Triple H book show.
It's
Yeah.
up there.
I'm trying to think
Def-
what
It's
other
up there.
shows.
It's up there.
Bro,
I don't
it
think that's
probably
crazy.
it's either that
I
or
don't think that's
Extreme
crazy.
Rules, bro. I'm trying
It's
to
Extreme
tell y'all,
Rules.
man.
It's
Or
Extreme
WrestleMania
Rules.
40. That's
Extreme
in the
Rules was
convo.
good.
WrestleMania 40
Oh
was
yeah,
good.
well,
WrestleMania 40
I'd
was
give
good.
it.
That's in the convo.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 40 is I wouldn't put it on the level of Clash personally.
Really? Okay.
I think as
Some
an
people
I
think
like
it's Goat
Jimmy
Mania.
on it.
So
I think WrestleMania 40 has matches you can skip. There's no skips in Clash of the Castle.
that's true.
Like
That is true.
WrestleMania 40,
Yeah, that's true.
Like that tag match.
Yeah, the tag match. I'm not
Yeah.
fucking with.
What you mean, Lewis? You're not watching Jimmy and Jay back?
Shut your dumb ass up. That match should have proved to y'all that Jay Uso
Oh
was
my
ass.
God.
I try to tell y'all.
Yo, I gotta say, hold on. No, shout out to Liv though, well, just because. But yeah, no. Can we stop overrating SummerSlam 2024? Please, for the love of mankind, please, can we stop?
Can I ask what the fuck is a top six?
Yeah,
You
Kieran.
gotta
Is
get
that?
off this.
It sounds like
I hate-
Kieran.
You said it's not Kieran.
I genuinely hate. It's a pet peeve.
That shit not
genuinely
top
hate-
10 anyway.
I genuinely hate when
Yo,
people.
Lewis, you've been on this for a minute, bro.
Bro, yeah,
That shit is
no,
so funny,
it
bro.
makes, 'cause
Fucking stupid.
you're trying to make it seem like it's better than what it actually is.
It's not.
I
It's
didn't
not
think it was
top
that
no.
great.
six doesn't make it elite. Calling something top 28 don't make it elite. It don't. It
Top
don't.
28.
Y'all make it seem like it's better than it actually is, bro. It's
Yeah,
not.
but Steph top
Calling it
28.
top
what you
six,
mean?
you're trying to make it
Stop.
seem like it's on the upper echelon. It's not. It's not.
He
I
just,
will
he's
say SummerSlam.
What
They
he
at
just
least made
saying,
great decisions. I will say that for SummerSlam.
just
They
saying
made
it-
good decisions at the show.
Why not
No.
just say it's the sixth
Louis.
best mania? What is a top six?
He's
Stop.
Lewis.
What is a
Louis.
top six?
He
He needs some.
Nine.
Lewis.
Top
Trent,
9
are
is
you
crazy.
well aware
Louis.
that if you're putting top, you're trying to
Louis.
make it seem like it's better than what
Bro.
it actually is?
All he's saying,
Yo,
Lewis.
what the
Mo,
fuck?
that's crazy.
Top
Man,
31
Mania
is crazy.
11.
41.
Yeah.
Top-
Yo, Lewis, all he's saying is
One.
right outside the top 5. That's all he's saying.
Bro, no,
It's not
bro,
though,
no,
but, you know,
no.
we
Because you
move.
do it a lot too on your channel. Be like, man, this guy not even top 12. What the
Oh, so
fuck?
we're just like we're just picking numbers out of hats now.
I'm cool.
'cause
I'm cool with
Like
top,
what?
to say
I'm
somebody's
cool with
like top 17.
Actually,
is, like,
I feel
kinda
better
stupid.
now. I
I'm
actually
cool with
feel
top
better
two,
now.
Top
Stop.
three.
So how about
Okay,
this?
well,
How about this?
okay.
Lewis,
In the
Lewis.
Grinch
But when
sphere
y'all
with
be
Lewis,
throwing
YouTube, that's
random-
good.
I'll put
when
like
y'all
this.
be throwing the word top
Lewis,
next to
I'll
a
put like
I'm
random
this.
top
number,
1,000. Y'all
when
can't
it
name
comes
1,000 people.
Look, when it comes to even
Top
numbers,
1,000.
look, it's more reasonable when it's even numbers. When you get to the
No,
odd
brother,
numbers,
no,
yes,
brother,
it is,
no.
bro.
No,
Bro,
because if
I'm
somebody still
36.
said you're top
I'm sorry,
16, like I have an issue. Top
We're not doing
16.
top. We're not doing top in a random number just to make something seem better when it's actually not on that level. Top.
Yeah, if
What is
someone
a
walked up
top
to me like-
six?
If
Now,
someone walks up to me like, Mo, bro, you a top 31 YouTuber, I'd be like,
I
appreciate
beg
it.
your pardon.
SummerSlam 2024 really good though.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Mo, where you think that SummerSlam right then?
Hold on, SummerSlam 20. Hold on, let me
If
look
it's
at the
top
card.
10, lower half of the top 10.
13.
I give it maybe.
Oh,
like
well,
a
somebody
10 or
say
8.
top 6.
No, we're not doing. Bro, no. We got
Top
you
34
talk.
is reasonable.
You talk about the show. You talk about the show with the
Hey,
underwhelming
Chris.
Braun and Sammy match. Fuck that. You talk about the show.
That nasty garbage out of here,
You talk
bro.
about the show with one of
Respect
the.
Oreos.
You
nigga.
talk
Oh,
about.
you don't like
Respect that
Oreos?
Fuck no.
That's crazy.
You don't
talk
like
about-
not even golden?
whoa,
You don't even like-
whoa,
wait,
whoa.
you don't even like
Oreos
golden
crazy.
Oreos?
Yo, niggas be bots, bro.
That's crazy.
Bro, SummerSlam 2024 was not that damn good, bro. Braun and Sammy
Whoa,
did
whoa.
not live up to expectations. It was only a 5-minute match.
Don't
Cody
get me
and
started on
Solo
Cody
is one of
Solo.
the Cody and Solo is one of the worst SummerSlam main events of all fucking time.
SummerSlam
Nia Jackson Bailey dud. I'm sorry. That shit was trash.
The fact that they
told
ran back
you,
was crazy.
It was trash, Cam. I'm sorry. It was
Can't be
it was
quiet.
trash. It was
You
trash.
said Cam, I'm sorry.
It got too many duds for me to call it an all-timer SummerSlam.
That's where Cam will keep for anything.
No, it's
And,
not-
and
it's
even
not
then, so
elite.
Roman's return doesn't even uplift
That
the main
shit
event.
is so
It don't.
ass.
It don't.
I told you that match was trash. What the
That show low-key worse than I remember. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Because there was the only thing people
Shit is
really
not.
cared
Shit
about
is
was
not on
like
that. I get it. Some of y'all motherfuckers was there. I hate to tell y'all, it was not that good. Your experience
Come
might
on,
have been
but
awesome.
see,
It was not that good.
And
I'm
side
sorry.
note, Lewis, I know See, this where the chat dragging. Niggas talking about some top 42 and like, all right, bro.
Yeah, that's what y'all be
This
doing.
stop looking
That's
because
what
this is
y'all
what they
do.
do.
I'm not, bro. That's what
Like, come
y'all
on,
be
bro.
doing.
I'm talking about
Your sports people.
They ain't even
Nigel,
43 SummerSlam.
Foreman,
They're
Like,
really
come
not.
on, bro.
Like,
Look,
stop
look,
it.
you got Matt Thunder talking about this is a top 81.5 rated.
That's what y'all be doing.
Bro, no, we do.
Bro, y'all be doing. Bro.
They said Logan like that.
Oh, I'm so glad I
It was though. Whoa.
Whoa, hold on. There's a crazy.
That's not me. My volume's all the way down.
Yeah.
Who the hell?
Hey, yo, somebody got that coach. Yeah.
Hello?
Yo.
Yeah, who is that?
Boy, dummy. Hold on.
Not me.
Hello?
Is that Cam?
Hello?
Is it good now?
Yo.
Is it good now?
Here.
But yeah, Trent, you be doing that
Okay.
shit, bro. Stop fucking lying.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't do it like that.
You don't do
Yeah,
the
no, you
top
don't drag it to
third
that point.
numbers.
You don't drag it to that.
I don't.
You don't call somebody top 12.
No, I don't.
Nigga, Karen do that.
Kieran does it. You do it.
That's Karen.
Stevie do it.
That's not
All
me.
you G baby do it. All you
Top 8.
motherfuckers do it.
That top 92 wrestlers.
Top 8 is
92.
Top 8 is different because in gaming,
Just know Omas is at the very top.
top 8
of
is
that list.
different. When
Shut
you're in
the
gaming
fuck up.
tournaments, they do
Respect
top
him.
8. They do top
No,
8. Gaming
respect.
tournaments are different. Top 8 is
Yeah,
different.
so what's wrong with the top 12? They doing
He
it.
like
No, fuck outta
Omas
here.
likes anime. He
I'm
likes
sure Becky Lynch
comic
does too.
books.
I'm sure
I ain't gonna lie,
Becky Lynch
top
does
12
too.
sound a little more
Her.
normal.
I'm using
No,
her
but
book
yeah,
to
y'all be
elevate my
going-
iPad. Fuck
Oh,
her.
Yeah,
wow.
when you're talking
Oh,
about
wow.
top 17,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
looking
Bro,
at you like,
to degrade people or to uplift people, they go, bro, this guy at least is top 17. What the fuck is a top 17? What is that?
that's stupid.
I'm comfortable if you're saying top 20, but 17, it's like, all right, now you're trying to degrade or uplift somebody they don't got to be. Like, that's too much.
That's
It's too
crazy.
much. It's too much. I'm sorry. It's crazy.
That's hilarious.
What? So Kenzo Suzuki isn't top 700? Okay.
Nah,
He's one. I ain't gonna lie. He's genuinely
Top
one of the worst
700.
wrestlers. That nigga was a bona fide scrub.
I don't know who that is.
That boy was
Like,
wild.
I was watching the 05 Rumble and I was like, this nigga can't even wrestle for real.
Oh,
Like,
Kenzo Suzuki. Ugh.
that nigga
Good
was
God.
terrible.
That was awful.
Ugh, brother.
That nigga was terrible.
I think people backstage are waiting to come in.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
No worries.
Bro, that shit was funny.
Bro.
You know I love you. You know you gang, bro. Come on now. Like,
Man,
Yeah.
lose, bro. Holy.
well, what did I do?
Wow.
I'm just saying. I just think, bro. If that's the main thing that I hate about sports discourse is I see motherfuckers saying,
Oh my
bro,
god.
he's not that good a route runner. I'm like, okay, so where do you got him? He probably like a top, like 17 route runner. He like a top 19. Like, what the fuck is
Oh my
that?
Top
god. Oh
19.
my
What is
god.
that? What is that? Fuck out of here with that shit, man.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
Top
hell
19
no.
is crazy, bro.
Okay.
What?
Just like
Well-
Kieran saying Tyrese is not a top 7 passer. What is that? What is top 7?
First
That's
of all,
crazy.
how is he not?
Just like when Kieran on that podcast went on there one time and he's like, yeah, I don't think Diggs is a top 7 receiver. I paused it. I said, what the fuck? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
you talking about he went on Sports Casual.
They said great.
I don't know,
Khali is
bro,
a-
name, but he said top 7. He's like, I don't even think he's top 7. Like, what's a top 7, bro? What is-
Hey, Lewis, can I
Just say he's not top 5.
Just say, yeah, I would much rather say he's not
out
top.
of pocket. Matt is out of pocket. Great Khali is bottom 1593.
No, he bottom one.
That's a little too.
No, that's a negative if you ask me.
That's insane.
That's a negative one.
Oh shit!
All right, so I'm gonna rotate, but y'all wish me luck on Saturday because I'm going to a convention that's held in my city, and I'm getting to meet McFoley this weekend.
Oh,
And-
let's go.
So I know my only fear is that I know he be yapping, so I'm gonna try to stay looking interested the entire time. But that's the only thing.
Let him out. Yeah, Kieran, I'm
not-
calling you out. God damn it.
Listen, but I'm not having him sign anything wrestling related. I actually got like a custom poster because Lewis and I have discussed. I'm a big cartoon person, so I know that McFoley he voiced the Boulder in Avatar, so that's what I got created. So that's what I'm gonna have him sign. So I'm very excited. So.
Go, bro. He's a legend.
Yes. All right. But yes, you guys have a good night and let some other people come in.
Save the game.
Lewis, can I give you a spoiler?
What?
No.
Huh?
All right,
No.
so we got Christian and Sean. Sean had connection issues, so he's back.
Yeah, that's
Yes, sir.
that's one. That's one.
About to say, what the fuck? What the fuck, Cam? What you trying to say?
I'll give you a TNA spoiler.
What
Is
is
Mike
it?
Santana signing a lifelong deal?
Is it Cedric Alexander? Because I've been hearing reports that he's supposed to be showing up.
Is
there.
it? Is it Cedric?
No.
Oh, you son of a bit, Leo. Fuck you.
No, because they said he had a lot of entrants. I want him to see over there. I want to see him in TNA compared to AEW. Because AEW ain't gonna do nothing with him.
Cam, what's the spoiler?
That's real.
I do
Can't
not
feel like Woj right
I
now.
do want Cedric in AEW. I do not. I do
Cam,
not.
what's the spoiler?
It's gonna be Leon Slater and Moose at Slammer Wrestling.
Oh, Leon's winning.
Yeah.
Leon's winning.
If he doesn't,
I don't know, bro. I'm eating this right now,
If you saw how the
and I
Ultimate
contemplate
X match
life when Chris just says Oreos is trash. Like you should,
Chris,
I should
Oreos
rip
is
your
not
tongue
trash.
out. Actually,
Chris, you just haven't eaten. You haven't even got the right pack. That's what it is, bro. You didn't get the right pack.
I find it pretty
he's
hilarious.
never had a double stuffed Oreo. That's what happened.
But I don't like double stuff like that. I'm sorry.
Chris had
It's too much, bro.
You're
It's too much.
tweaking.
Bro. It's too much, bro. It's
Go
too
back to the
much.
graph.
Double
Go
stuff
back
is
to
the
the
best
graph.
one.
You said.
Bro, you
Go back to the
said
graph before I
Mr.
get
Top
mad. Go back.
13. The fuck?
Mo, you need some Chips Ahoy or something, my
You
boy.
want the fries?
Chips Ahoy are fucking disgusting. Now go on to
You
graph.
hate, you hate
He
Reese's, bro.
said-
Go eat some
he
Reese's,
said-
bro. You be
he
fucking
You're
tree
sad. What's wrong?
God
Hold on.
damn,
Crap.
bro.
Talk about the
Come on, I ain't
graphs.
gonna lie. What's up with y'all? We got.
Talk
I know
about
somebody
the
in here-
graphs.
You
I know
brought that
somebody
shit
here
up,
thinks,
bro.
The cereal pops better than Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, that's
You
crazy.
think
That's
Chips Ahoy
crazy.
Who said that?
Chris, did you
I'm
say
about- I
that?
swear- One of
That's
them
Chris. That was
cereals-
Chris.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is not like that, bro.
Bro, y'all tripping,
Huh?
bro.
That shit is not like
Yeah,
that,
What
my
is-
boy.
what is he
That
talking
tier is
about?
Peter Point Blank. What are you talking
I'm not
about?
gonna lie. If
No.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch not in your S tier cereal, bro, I'm sorry, you'll buy it.
Well, I say all the time,
Greatest
I don't.
cereal
It
of all
is
time.
S tier.
I say all the time, I don't eat cereal like that no more. But from what I remember, Cinnamon Toast Crunch
I
is
don't
not like
either.
that.
Get it
What do
over
you mean?
to
Do you
Okay.
not
So
like
what you gonna
cinnamon?
put? Cookie Crisp?
Maybe you need a reminder.
Yeah, probably.
Cookie Chris.
I don't eat cereal
I
like
bet,
that.
I bet this man will put regular Cheerios in the yellow box as his #1 cereal.
Cookie.
Not number one, but over Cinnamon Toast Crunch, sure.
This
I
nigga
feel
Cam
that
grabs
Yeah,
a
we're
big
done,
ass
bro. Yeah,
bowl
yeah,
and just
yeah.
throws in regular chocolate chip cookies in that
Wait,
moment.
so wait.
one.
So wait, you don't like
Hey.
Oreos nor Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Nah.
Yo,
But he
what-
said
sad.
Cheerios.
Hold on, time out.
The
So what's that
regular
sign you
bland
got? Just look it
Cheerios.
up for yourself. Just
Nah, that shit ain't for me.
Yeah,
That
get
shit
the
for
sign,
Cam.
get the sign,
That shit
get
for
the
Cam.
sign, get the
Hell
sign,
no.
bro.
Hell no. Hell
Get
no.
the sign.
You want to get the sign for my wrestling takes? Word, got you. Hell no.
Oh, brother.
Bro,
That's
you don't-
crazy.
bro, that's crazy.
This man.
Bro, he don't like Oreo Cinnamon Toast Crunch or
Shut the
Omaha.
fuck.
Sick
Bro,
of
eat
it.
a Reese's, bro.
Bro,
Ew.
yeah, that shit is great.
Uh-uh.
That shit is great. That's
Go to the
great.
graphs. Talk about the graphs.
What do you
man.
And
mean?
what is the LA
We
Knight?
were on grabs.
Nah.
Your dumb ass brought up the
Reese's the
food.
best chocolate. It is.
we
the best.
can talk about graphs, bro. Let's talk about graphs.
Right. Yeah. Y'all food. Yeah, because Mo eats unseasoned popcorn.
What's wrong with that?
What? Oh hell no.
So the
no.
state of
He
WWE,
trying to
guys.
eat healthy though. I don't blame him though.
I mean, I don't do it all the time,
Mo
but
not even
sometimes
healthy.
it hits.
He's not. He be lying. You know how many times Mo eat Wingstop a fucking week, bro?
And I do the same thing.
Oh, y'all tripping, bro. Y'all tripping, bro.
I'm
Lemon
on a
pepper,
boat,
garlic
goddammit.
parmesan. What do you mean?
Garlic bro. You don't know about that.
And lemon pepper.
Hey.
Unk in the building.
K-Rod, what's up, my boy?
Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, y'all?
how we doing,
Hey, I'm gonna
man?
build that.
Feeling fat, black, and fabulous. How y'all fellas doing?
Nah,
Well,
more
Cam
life,
feels the
another
same
day.
way, just not fabulous.
I mean, listen, I look better than that nigga anyway, so don't.
Shit.
So, how are y'all feeling about the current state of WWE?
Loki irritated. I mean, I go watch Worlds Collide. That show cleared Money in the Bank by
Mhm.
10,000 miles. Also, shout out to Mr. Iguana. Shit, that's the dude right there.
Big job at
Bro.
30.
But what I'm gonna need is for Monday Night Raw to get a better tag team division. I love Kofi. I love Xavier. I don't care about the New Day.
That's real. And
Hey,
that's
don't let
booking's
people.
fault.
Hey, don't let people hear you too loud.
That's the
all-
booking's fault.
Let
'cause
them hear you.
As soon
Damn
as they
all that.
turn
No,
heel,
because how do things get things don't get changed unless you get heard. So either you bring Fraxium over to Raw and make them your hot white meat babyface tag team that puts on banger matches week after week, kind of like your modern day Rock and Roll Express Hardy Boys type shit, or
London and Kendrick.
Lundrick, that exactly, or you could take the Creed brothers, turn them babyface, have them break away from Gable, and make them your new Steiner brothers.
I like that.
Really good.
And then because you really got to develop this shit. And I know not everybody's a fan of them, but I think they have a place doing, you know, wild gimmick style matches. Hank and Tank would be a lot of fun as that Public Enemy type. And I know is more than just the gear that they wear, which rest in peace, Rocco and Grunge.
Yeah, Hank and Tank.
But there's a place for them on the card, and they get over. Develop your tag division.
Cam don't like Hank and Tank.
No, Cam don't like people who don't have Dave Meltzer matches. I like people who draw money. I like people who put an ass every 18 inches. That's what I like.
I don't mind Hank and Tank. I don't mind.
He said
You lying?
He said Cam only wants people that got Dave Meltzer ratings.
Cam beats his meat paws to Meltzer matches.
Oh, wow.
Yo,
While in one hand, while thoughts of Julia Hart in the other.
yeah, that's the thing. He didn't say no or nothing. He accepted it.
Did he?
But also keep. I know. Rhea got mentioned possibly doing the Nikki Bella thing for Evolution. Keep Rhea out of the Live Vortex. Period.
Yeah.
Get away. That's way over.
Okay, can we get a draft? Can we get a draft soon and move
to
Liv to
SmackDown.
Sooner the better. Y'all, I apologize for my light. And damn, I didn't realize I was so damn black. Sad.
Are we saying Rhea and Liv is Cena Orton of the women's division?
No, don't do that.
I don't understand why people literally made the comparison that they have the opportunity to be Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to, pal?
Yo.
Because if you really think
as a matter of fact, get the sign just for people saying that. Not for Leo directly, but
no, that's
like
foul.
it like no.
Also, another thing.
Here's the thing: when are we gonna realize, right, that it doesn't matter where Rhea's at. She could be on the undercard. She could be in the tag division. She can challenge for the world title. I think we got to understand that there's just people who are just vortexes within themselves. CM Punk is a vortex. Seth Rollins is a vortex. Roman Reigns is a vortex.
Yep.
Solo is a vortex.
No, not Roman.
Rhea,
The bloodline. The bloodline.
the bloodline is a vortex. Everybody's a fucking vortex. Like, bro, Gunther can't escape Jey Uso. Jey
LA
Uso
Knight
always
can't
on his
escape the
ass.
bloodline.
Well, but LA Knight being on Raw is very beneficial to him. He needed a change of pace, he needed a change of scenery.
There's too many people that are just vortexes. Too much.
And I completely agree. But also the women's U.S. title on SmackDown, and it's not a knock on Zelina because I like Zelina. Give her a microphone. Why can't? Yes, I know people like to bag on her work every now and then, but give that woman a mic and give her a chance to get over. And you wonder why she gets no damn reaction. They haven't given her an opportunity to connect. You need a certain guy with a Pepsi tattoo 14 years ago grabbed a microphone and said, "This thing is power. You give power to the talent to get over and connect with the audience. Therefore, they can care. Because if you're out there just having matches, but without any reason, why should I give a shit about you?"
This is
and it's like
Our theme song.
People forget.
No, it does. Okay, she got that. I get that.
Hi, Andrade.
Thank you. Yeah, she got Andrade over big time. That woman can talk. If you go watch her on Up, Down, Down, she's hella charismatic. Or on her streams with her husband. Did y'all see that little skit she did working out when asking for Rhea for help? That shit on Instagram. That shit was funny.
The thing is with Zelina, not only like you said, it's her theme song. Why is every time she comes out to on SmackDown, I think of the SmackDown entrance?
I've been saying this shit for the longest.
Not only that, she gets the reaction.
She literally has the SmackDown. She literally has the SmackDown intro thing.
You ain't lying, but she also gets the reaction that the Death Riders deserve. Nothing.
Bro, how long is Death Rebels con? Because every year I always hear, oh, they're close to not being renewed. Oh, that like. I need to know.
Still there, but they're still there.
At this rate, I would be okay with CFOs if we can't get Jim Johnston.
Now, CFO. Remember how hard we all were on CFO because they were the people to take over from Jim Johnston, but they got to NXT and they got to cooking. So
unfortunately, CFO disbanded.
Oh, did that shit? That's
an idea. Go get Metro Boomin. That's what I said. Go buy
Yeah, get Metro, bro. We need
Yeah,
We'll take
Metro.
anyone. We'll take anyone.
Jacob
We'll take
Fatu has
anyone.
said that he wants Metro to do music for him. Bronson
take
Reed
anyone.
has said he wants him to do music. Like, I'm not saying make all WWE all hip hop all the time, because when I watch wrestling, I want to hear music that makes me feel like I want to go fight a motherfucker. Okay, so you can mix some of that with that mid 2000s ruthless aggression, new metal, angry ass rock shit, because that gets me going.
As long as
We'll
I don't
take
have to hear
anyone.
Bailey's
I'll take anyone.
role model. I don't like Bailey's theme.
It broke my heart. It breaks my heart when people get Def Rebel, because it's killing their initial reaction that they get from that first pop from the crowd. You know, like Khris and I talked about like what they did to Rebel Heart with Johnny, and like his NXT, like the CFO Rebel Heart, mad over, beautiful, ultimate babyface theme song in NXT, and then they tweaked it, changed the pitch, and no one cares.
And then the DIY theme song happened.
Oh, the word. We might Mo, I'll make a suggestion here that we do a future pod, hope maybe next week, for best and worst theme songs. And also, no, tell Cameron his phone has to be on mute the whole time, because we're not putting up with your shit. We'll have to make new signs for you.
Yeah.
But also, Tommaso Ciampa, No One Will Survive, is goated.
Why'd they change that, bro?
And then they gave it to
was
it Renegade? They gave him the Renegade theme song for a little bit when he first came out.
Renegade was fine.
Yeah.
Renegade was fine.
Renegade wasn't
CFO
bad,
music
but
anymore.
it still wasn't on No One Will Survive level though.
No, I mean, like I said, CFO money absolutely cooked. Like Basket
Yeah.
of Glory for Keith Lee,
Bobby Roode.
Come on, Glorious Domination. That shit was. I was hearing that shit in my sleep back in the day.
It's because the pandemic ruined CFO. That's why they disbanded. They signed a bad deal with their publishers.
Oh, Enzo. Well, I think that stinks. But Enzo and Cat, don't you do it, motherfucker? Don't you do it? Put your phone down. Okay, listen. I'll say this. I admit I made a playlist on Spotify, and it's not all good theme songs. It's just ones that are memorable from my childhood. Good, bad, in between. American Males is on it just because it's bad. It's so bad, it's great. I ain't saying I'm listening to it, nigga. The first song on my list is Jacob Fatu's. All right, it's just like I said. If it's something I remember, but shit, I'd rather listen to Ernest Miller's James Brown ripoff.
American Males is fire.
No, it's not. You pole danced to Buff Daddy. Shut your ass up.
Oh wow.
American.
Can you pop to King Kong Bundy's theme? That shit is still
Did
crazy.
King Kong Bundy even have a theme song?
We put some respect on
bro.
We put some respect on bad
bro.
Nah, we about to make Cam's wrestling thing playlist right now. American Males, Buff Daddy, Bree Mode, Disco Inferno.
Oh,
Rob Conway.
Yeah, just look at me, looking ass motherfucker, man. It sounded like Randy Newman singing Toy Story.
Yo, what?
That's what it sounds like, like a Randy Newman Toy Story song,
bro.
It does. No, that's what he listens to. That man thinks Right to Censor got the greatest theme song of all time.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It absolutely is. Certain things I don't take back, but also
not denying it neither.
But entrance music kills a lot of people's mojo with the audience, and it doesn't do them any justice. Like I said, Zelina needs a microphone. Is she dropping the U.S. title to Julia? Hell yeah, but still give her a chance to get more over. This way, when she loses the title, she still has credibility with the audience. Folks don't care.
They don't. But then you look at, for a prime example, like you said, where people don't care about people, like when they come out. Look at the Royal Rumble this past year when it came to a lot of these wrestlers over the last couple of years.
Silence.
Yeah.
Silence for half of the people.
In the Royal Rumble, and that's the one place there should be no silence.
You know what's sad? You know what's sad about these things? If I can be serious for a minute. If I can be serious for a minute.
Landstorm.
You know what's sad about these theme songs? I watch the fact that we watch the product every week. And the fact that we play WWE 2K25 and all that shit, and yet when certain wrestlers come out, I still have no idea who the fuck they are until I see the Titantron. Until I see their names on the Titantron, I still have no idea who the fuck these people are. I'm like, who?
Speaking of which, can we bring back entrance videos, please?
Yeah, like them doing moves in the ring and stuff like that. Like,
Like in entrance videos, some of the most visceral images of your childhood are what you saw in those entrance videos. Start game flash on the screen. The Brahma Bull for the 2000 Rock entrance video. The skull for awesome. All that shit. Like you remember specific images. We don't get that now. We get the old video wall.
When the trumpets hit, John Cena going like that with his fucking hat.
Mm-hmm.
Or you see like just there's so many of them, but which by the way, on an aside, because he may not see this, but my brother used to have nightmares about Triple H's theme song because I used to play it in his sleep.
Yo, you shameless.
He was like
the theme song that was.
Bro, he was like 11. That man is 30 years old. He'd be all right.
I feel like another wrestler's theme that got really botched bad. Judgment Day.
What did they do to them?
Hell no.
What did they do to them?
Don't get me wrong. The theme song's not bad, but it does not fit the Judgment Day at all.
Leo, you know what that's like? Billy Kidman's theme back in the SmackDown 6 days. Cool ass song. It low key sounds like a little DMX knockoff, but it didn't fit him
at all.
And then Finn Balor. Then you look at what happened with Raquel. Raquel didn't even get her own entrance theme at the Royal Rumble. She had to come out to the Judgment Day theme song.
That's terrible.
You come out to a good theme song instead of your own theme song.
Why did they get rid of the other side?
I don't know.
I guess they want to kill off whatever's left of
Death
Edge.
Rebel. Crazy.
Apparently,
crazy
they didn't want anything left of Edge in the company since he's in AEW. WWE being petty, of course.
Who gives a damn? It's not about y'all.
Is that why we don't get TLC matches like that? No, I'm just playing.
I do it.
They killed off the pay-per-view.
Keep him out. Good.
Here go Lewis, bro. What's your hate with ladder matches, man?
Wait, Lewis, you don't
like ladder matches?
Keep them special. Keep them special.
I will agree. Keep them special. Keep them special.
No. I don't like ladder matches. She gets into a clusterfuck. Money in the Bank, prime example.
Yeah, because it's all about how you're structuring the ladder matches,
bro.
Money in the Bank.
I mean, Hell in a Cell's
I
been
don't
booked
like
better, I
it
guess.
because it gets too much.
I was getting mad when Solo was in the ring by himself, refusing to climb the fucking ladder. Oh,
you see what they did with Hell in a Cell for a while?
Like, come on, dude, go up and get the damn briefcase. There's
he's just over there emoting, like, bitch, climb point up and climb, bitch. God,
he's doing too much with that funny stuff. He's trying too hard.
Like, him being too funny is going to make him lose credibility with people.
Exactly, bro.
He already lost credibility after he lost at SummerSlam. What do you mean?
Well, I know that, but you know what I mean. Like, originally with like since we're talking about Solo, he got yanked up way too fast because he had a program with Melo in NXT, and he was doing the street champ shit. And it was kind of giving me those ECW Taz vibes. Obviously, not as good in the ring, but it was giving me that presentation feeling. Exactly, he had potential. He still needed to be in NXT, but no, Vince had a better idea for him. He wasn't ready for all that though.
Here's what I think.
I'm happy they banked on Wesley.
Here's what
because Solo would not have worked out.
Here's what I say about the theme songs here. I do wish WWE would take a page from the AEW playbook. Where I know for a majority of their themes, it's Mikey Ruckus coming up with them. But like you still have certain like distinct bands that come out, and it helps to get people over. Like when Jack Perry, Jungle Boy, he came out to Baltimore.
I'm not talking about WWE now. Like I don't give a fuck about. I'm not watching.
Here's like with the theme songs. Like when what's it called? I know Mikey Ruckus is responsible for 95% of them. But when you add the niggas like trying to think, like when Jack Perry is Jungle Boy, like when Jack Perry is Jungle Boy used to come to fucking Baltimore and the place used to go nuts. He used to feel different. Like I don't know why.
You're right, Cam. It makes a huge difference.
I'm speaking on what's making me take a break from WWE. I'm telling you right now. I don't
think
enjoy
one of the things that's kind of hard for me when it comes to WWE is when it comes to certain wrestlers or potentially getting elevated, it makes me irritated. Like the LA Knight situation, for example. This year was no excuse. There was no excuse you couldn't give him the Money in the Bank this year.
Yep.
That's 2023.
That's one that had me hot.
That's what broke my back because I sat here for a whole fucking 2.5 years of people bitching and moaning. Jey Uso needs his moment. He's so over. Okay, Jey Uso gets it fine. Why can't LA Knight get the same thing?
Because here's the thing. 2023, we had Triple H literally sit up here and say out the camel's mouth, good things come to those who
wait. How much longer he got to wait?
Here's the thing. 2023, okay, understood. We gave it to Damian. Fine. 2024, you had a story with Logan Paul, so you wanted to give him the U.S. title. But there was no excuse you couldn't have given him the Money in the Bank this year. With all the people in there, LA Knight deserved it the most.
I don't understand how people can pick and choose on whether on how to use the over argument, because literally for 2.5 years, all we heard was Jey Uso's over. Give him something. Jey Uso's over. Now we got LA Knight, who is in the same exact position as Jey Uso. He's over as fuck. He sells a ton of merch. The crowd goes crazy for him, and all of a sudden, he can't get the Jey Uso treatment because he's not Jey Uso. But even though Jey Uso as a talent, even then, LA Knight as a talent is far superior than Jey Uso than motherfuckers want to admit. Way better.
Samoan, bro.
I saw this man actually be a world champion and carry a dead company and bring viewership to it. So you can't tell me he can't be a better world champion than Jey Uso. As a talent, he super exceeds
even
him.
Karrion Kross could be a better world champion if you want to be honest.
I gotta see.
No, I'm not. Well, not like right now, but like down the line, if they actually did something, have him go after the mid-card title fight is fine.
Actually, hold on. This is what I want to address. Now that Trent's here. Trent, what was with this? What was this conversation a little bit ago that you and G Baby said that LA Knight and Jey Uso are same tier in-ring performers?
I said they're in the same tier.
We did have that debate.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. Who's the better grapplers? Who's the better grapplers?
You said what?
Who's the better?
LA Knight's better than Jey Uso in the ring. Period. That's not.
Period. Yeah. All right. So if we're going by pay-per-view, who has over-delivered on their matches?
LA Knight brought Logan.
Because we can go to Jey Uso from the beginning of the Bloodline story. He still don't got better matches than LA Knight. Match catalog.
But nobody said
he's a lot more. But they're not in the same tier though.
We were talking about overall. We weren't talking about just in ring. I didn't say.
No, as an overall, still no.
Yeah,
LA Knight is far more versatile as being a babyface or a heel. He's a way better mic worker than Jey Uso. That's facts. You put toe to toe. He's better than Jey Uso on the mic. In ring, he washes Jey Uso. How's that how's that in the same tier? He washes in ring. We can go match catalog for match catalog.
LA Knight had a good.
Dang, they said LA Knight about to win the SummerSlam Arby's Battle Royal.
So I'm confused. How is LA Knight and Jey?
Me and G Baby. When me and G Baby started that argument, we just disagree on the in-ring ability part.
What is there to disagree with?
Huh?
What one is consistently giving you really fucking good matches, the other one has not. And they both have worked with damn near the same amount of talent.
But that's the disconnect.
They have no.
Honestly, they're parallel in a lot of ways.
No, Lewis. I'm saying me and Mo, when we had this talk, the same shit that we just.
Okay, what evidence do you have to back up that they are in the same tier as in-ring performers? Because we have to go through the matches, right?
I said and we went through the matches. Me, Mo, and G-Baby.
I'm not talking about smooth. I'm not talking about the bullshit IC title defense he had against Xavier Woods. I'm talking about legit built up. Who is legit building up their matches better and hitting on their matches way better than the other person? It's LA Knight.
Yep,
but they're not same tier.
I don't think it's that. But me and G, we don't think it was that far off.
It is far off.
I don't agree.
As an in-ring performer, you're not telling me.
What do you mean?
I literally explained to you. I literally explained to you everything, and you're literally saying, "Oh, it's not that."
I'm not gonna Lewis. I don't got the matches. I don't got the matchup back in my head right now.
How can you say that then? Because we can go match for match.
Because when we had to talk about it, I had to mention the back.
How are they the same tier in-ring performer? You're talking from a talent perspective, right? How are they the same tier in-ring performer?
You said talking from a talent perspective,
bro. That's what in-ring is. Your talent ability.
No, Lewis, let me explain. Me and G-Baby, we said in ring, talking about just for match quality and match catalog, I don't think it's that far off.
It is far off. It is. It's a wide gap.
Lewis. That's the fucking that's the disconnect that we have.
It's a wide gap. So all right. So what's the only elite match that Jey Uso has had as a singles performer? The Hell in a Cell, the I Quit match, right? The I Quit match, right? You can say that match is better than LA Knight, any LA Knight match. That's true. That doesn't make a match catalog that much better though. We're talking about match for match. Who was consistently giving me quality after quality after quality after quality after quality? Because after Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns inside Hell in a Cell, that I Quit match, there's a fucking steep drop off. LA Knight, I'm on a consistent slope of really good matches from Miz, really fucking good matches to Jacob, to AJ Styles, to Carmelo Hayes, to Andrade, multiple guys. And Jey Uso has worked with the same amount of talent, if not better main event talent in the ring that LA Knight has been able to work with. And LA Knight is still having better match quality and match catalogs as a single superstar. So where's the disconnect?
So Lewis, so outside of the Roman SummerSlam, because obviously that shit was a dud. Who else did he work with that the same people you talking about that was just a synergy?
He worked with Gunther and put on 3 fucking stinkers.
Whoa.
Stinkers?
The Raw match was better.
Whoa.
Hold on. Their IC title match, I went back. That shit was not as good as we remember. Y'all can go back. The ending was fire. Their overall match before the ending was not that good. It was legit.
The Saturday night main event match was
Saturday night main event is their best match. The WrestleMania match, Trent, was trash.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't good.
WrestleMania main event was not.
I'm saying
who
good. So who else though? Who else did he talking about? You said he worked in the same. He basically worked the same.
He worked with Xavier Woods and had a decent match. That's it was okay.
It was a good match. Now keep going.
Not a good match. No. We're not.
That was like 8 minutes. Not even 8 minutes.
Okay, Lewis, keep going. Lewis, he won.
He worked with Austin Theory. Is Austin Theory not a really good in-ring performer?
Yes.
Whoa. How long was they match?
They main evented. They main evented SmackDown for the title.
Wait, what's wrong?
For the U.S. title. Oh yeah.
Was that a really good?
I don't remember that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember that.
It wasn't.
I don't remember that. You can say that. I don't remember that.
It wasn't Jimmy Uso, and you can't say that because Jimmy
Uso.
Uso.
That Jimmy Uso shit is a dud.
Yeah, Jimmy Uso. So again, you're bringing up.
So keep going up because you said like.
I named you like 4 different fucking guys. Oh my god, I named you 4 different guys.
Lewis got all the receipts, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm talking about as a whole because I'm not gonna lie.
As a whole, I'm telling you,
my brother. Look, Lewis, I'm telling you right now, I don't have the matches, all the matches we went through from back here because we went from literally.
I have given you the matches.
Yeah, you only giving me 3. We talking about the whole shit, bro. We not talking about just 3-4 matches.
Oh my god, when you're in there with Gunther and who's the best wrestler in the world, bro, we can tell that shit was Gunther made. He's a Gunther made guy. We literally saw WrestleMania. He didn't deliver. He didn't deliver when he was supposed to. We saw that. Literally, the IC title. Even the King. Hold on. I'm not giving y'all King of the Ring semifinals either. That was another decent match. That wasn't a banger. That was another decent match. No, it wasn't. The King of the Ring semis wasn't a banger match. It was a decent match.
No, with Jay and Gunther.
It was a decent match. It wasn't a banger. Saturday night main event, that's a banger. No, we're not. We're not lowering standards on what a good match is. A good match for me walking away is, you know what? These guys did really good. I didn't walk out of that match thinking, okay, these guys were doing really good. I walked out like, okay, Gunther beat Jay. They're building up Gunther. That's it. I gave you 4 different things. You can't just fucking wipe them off like you only gave me 4.
I mean, okay, but look though. So you got for LA Knight, you got a different the same thing you just said.
LA Knight to me, for his matches, has delivered much better, way more consistently, has consistently given me better matches on a week-to-week and pay-per-view to pay-per-view basis than Jey Uso. Therefore, he wipes. If you're not hitting on your matches consistently,
I think recently, for sure.
No.
Yes, I think for overall, if you even bring it back, I think it's way more close than what you think.
No. We can
go down the list.
Jey Uso's best match.
We had the time.
Jey Uso's best match clears LA Knight's catalog, but just because you have way better match,
best match though.
But you're not telling me how. I'm giving you everything, and you're still denying it.
Because I have to. Because, like I said,
you're lying in front of 50 people and 7 other people up here right now.
I'm not lying.
You're not giving me examples.
Lewis, I don't have the example.
Chat. Have I not given him example after example after example after example?
Lewis, you got all the receipts, brother. Ain't no way around it.
Telling me to my face. All right, what else?
Cool.
All right, what else?
Oh, by the way, Mo, how them Oreos treating you?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Chocolate wine, brother. Chocolate wine.
Chocolate wine.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's delicious. Chocolate wine.
Never seen some shit like that before. So let's go down the line. I'm not gonna lie. I never seen.
You okay, bro?
But Luke, bro, why you about to make my screen? My both of my monitors are about to shatter.
That's great.
Back the hell up. Back the fuck up.
So we gonna
Cam.
talk about how LA Knight versus Jacob was better than Gunther versus Jay at WrestleMania.
Oh my god.
No, that match cleared like a motherfucker. That was better than Jay. That was better than Jay and Gunther.
We gonna talk about how LA Knight and AJ.
Wait, let me actually wait. He said toxic debate of all
Hey,
time.
LA Knight and AJ was better than Jimmy versus Jay.
How do you like him and Priest and Backlash?
It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't a banger.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was cool.
It was okay.
It's not a. Yo,
I'm just. Yo, why are you?
We not revisiting that match.
Because
Why
I
are you crashing out?
because
Why
I
are you
fucking
crashing
hate
out?
this. You, G baby, Malik, y'all motherfuckers lower expectations of what a good match is supposed to be. That match was okay. Carried by crowd reactions. That match was okay. Do you know what was a good match? Damian Priest and Gunther at SummerSlam. That's a fucking good match.
Damn right.
You know what's a really good match? Damian
That's
Priest
great.
versus Drew McIntyre before CM Punk got involved. That was a really good fucking match.
Hook.
Jay Uso versus Damian Priest was an okay match. Keep going down the list. Let's talk about it. Let's keep going. Let's talk about it. That shit gonna get shot down.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, we just gonna disagree, but that's cool.
Disagree with what, bro?
But you're not even bringing the receipts back for a proper retort. No, that's it.
At this point, it's a la 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 la. I can't hear you.
I don't think the match was okay,
because he getting proven wrong.
Oh my god,
bro.
At this point, it's a la 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 la. Even though I'm proving you wrong,
Literally.
That's what it is.
Because
I gave out 5 examples. He still said, "What else? What else? What else?"
Because look, I think that Damian Priest, what's his name, Gunther match is way better. I'm not way better, but it's better than good. I don't think it's just a good match.
Compared to what Damian Priest's title reign was, it was a good match. It was good.
I think it was one. I think that shit was a very good match.
A banger means I have to call it a classic. That's what a banger is. I have to call it a classic.
Okay.
Yes. Why are we lowering expectation what a banger is? A banger's a classic.
Okay.
Damian Priest and Gunther's a match we can go back on, but compared to SummerSlam matches, compared to matches WWE history, I'm not going to call it a banger, but it was a really good match.
I mean, I disagree there, but I mean, because
Yeah.
I think Damian and Gunther is a damn near 5 stars.
I don't know about 5 stars. I don't know about that.
Like,
it
ain't good like Sheamus.
4.5.
Drew and Damian's damn near 5 star.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't think that's crazy to say either.
It also still ain't Gunther and Sheamus at Clash.
Yeah, that's a 5 star.
I don't know. Maybe I just got a different definition.
I think
no, you have a much higher standard of excellence than us.
I think you have a higher standard of excellence than most people.
But again, I have asked you literally 6 fucking times. You have given me fucking nothing, virtually nothing. How is Jey Uso and LA Knight same tier performer? You have given me fucking nothing. I've literally asked. I've given you LA Knight matches. That LA Knight's matches from match to match, post to post, is much more consistent and better, top to bottom, than Jey Uso. Jey Uso has an elite fucking match, elite storytelling match with Roman Reigns, and that shit falls down a fucking cliff for his singles career. LA Knight is very stagnant. LA Knight is up here and it stays.
About another match. You think how you feel about the Drew and Jey Uso match?
Which one? They've had like 30 million.
They've had like what's yeah, you're right. I would give that. They did have mad ones.
Even then, so a lot of their matches weren't bangers.
What, Saturday night's main event?
Not Saturday night event. It happened.
The match on Raw? Netflix?
It was on Raw.
It was okay. It was okay.
No,
it was all right.
Well, that was a roll up. They had one that was like 15.
Even then, so the match was all right. I didn't believe Jey Uso kicked
Didn't that end in a roll up like in like 5 minutes?
He wanted a roll up because remember they were telling that story with Drew where it's like he kept losing to roll ups. He lost to Jay. He lost to Sammy.
That match was okay.
Yeah,
I think he lost to Jimmy too.
Another okay match. That was another okay match. That's another okay.
When I think of Jay bangers, right? Like actual really, really good matches. I think the Hell in a Cell 2020.
That's obvious.
And then Jay and Seth on Raw.
What
does that say? Don't be disrespecting people, Cam. Come on now. Just and it's not anybody's place to say what a wrestling fan is.
The match he just had was said, like he just had.
Really fucking good. That's really fucking good.
And there's nothing wrong with really fucking good.
What about his?
But again, that's where I'm here to tell you.
What's the common denominator?
LA Knight has been giving us really fucking good. LA Knight has been giving us really fucking good more consistently than Jey Uso.
Yeah, two straight Manias.
So if my match catalog is much more, Trent, if my match catalog is much more, fuck out of here. Move. Get his shit off my screen.
Bro.
Get his shit off my screen.
He's not lying though.
Fuck out. Yeah, no, bro, because I'm literally asking you, give me virtually.
Y'all got this man mad in his own house.
Lewis,
You broke the sound barrier.
Lewis, take a deep breath. Your mic just cracked.
No.
What?
Whoa.
This is open mic. Let him have his.
That's why I said. Like,
Whoa. They said Tozawa versus Gunther better than any.
That shit was good.
It was good. No, relax.
Y'all quit tripping.
Not everyone.
Now y'all just saying shit.
Come on now.
That was a really good match. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good match.
It was fun. No, respect Jey Uso.
It was fun, but
that was a good. That's a bit.
What I'm saying though, is I agree. Jey Uso, comparing the two when it comes to their match quality, Jey Uso has the higher. Like that storytelling inside Hell in a Cell, that shit is great. But I don't value one fucking thing to carry a whole thing. When I'm talking about match catalog, how consistent are you? There's no way with a straight face you're going to sit here and tell me that in order for Jey Uso and LA Knight to be in the same realm of an in-ring performer, that they both have you have to agree they both have been consistently hitting on their matches. One has been consistently hitting on really good matches for his builds. The other has not. The other is inconsistent. So that makes the person that you're trying to gas up on the same level in-ring performer, not on the same level as an in-ring performer.
But that's why I say I agree with you. That's why I say I agree with you on this, like what you just said. For recently, I think obviously
there's no.
Yes.
No.
Lewis.
No.
What does mean no, bro? No. Jay has been on a little bad stitch lately. Like,
all right. Question, Trent. Where are we? What are we considering recent? Like the last
I'm talking
year?
about like because all the like okay.
Especially even if you want to count NXT, because LA Knight was there the last year of Black and Gold.
Yeah,
and he already wiped it. He already wiped it.
I mean, Mo, what do you think? Like, I mean, I'm talking about like especially because you know the theory shit the Grayson Waller shit that happened. Nigga having duds now. Like I'm talking about in recent time, like 2025ish. Like
so let's go 23
like
to
2024, 2025. That's mad recent.
Again, LA Knight gave us Jacob Fatu. He gave us AJ Styles. He gave us Carmelo Hayes. He gave us Andrade. He gave us both at the same exact fucking time. He gave us Miz. Like he has given me more to look forward to than Jey Uso in the ring.
Yep.
Outside of a Shinsuke.
And then go back to NXT. Look at the match he had with Gunther. Look at the match he had with Cameron Grimes.
Like, he's giving me more as a singles competitor.
Yes, Jay.
And in that time frame, if we're going from 23 to 25, the only elite singles matches he has been with Gunther, has been with Seth Rollins. I'll give you those two. But LA Knight has given me a much more consistent match catalog. If you're telling me, Lewis, who am I going to put $1 million on to walk out and I'm feeling good about the match? I'm putting the money 10 times out of 10 on LA Knight before Jey Uso because Jey Uso is incredibly inconsistent in the ring. If somebody's that much inconsistent, they are not better than somebody in the ring.
Question.
And again, that does not discount the fact that Jey Uso has had the luxury of working with better main event level talent than LA Knight.
And not just that, also on an aside, when you talk about consistency, his last two WrestleMania singles matches, because 39 with a tag with the KO and Sammy and Jimmy was amazing. However, the big build for him and Jimmy at 40, what we expected was not what we got. That match was bad. What we expected at 41 was not what we got. His point proven, case closed. Have a nice life.
If we're going 23 to 25, it's a wipe. I'm sorry. LA Knight wipes a match catalog. I'm sorry.
Question. Oh, go ahead.
What was you about to ask, though?
No, I can't. Go, finish your point. My bad.
I don't want to hear no 2023 shit. I don't want to hear what the fuck he was doing in 2023 either. We talking about I don't want to hear about that shit either. Kevin Hurt in 2023 was one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. 2024, 2025, that nigga been ass.
Don't get me started because that will make me mad about the Sacramento Kings.
See, Chief, I ain't gonna lie, that's a bot opinion. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. But anyway, my question is, do we not all collectively groan when Jey Uso gets in the ring with somebody that's not an elite in-ring talent?
I groan when I see him wrestle.
We don't groan when LA Knight gets in the ring at all, do we?
Nope.
No.
But the thing with Jay, he comes out to the ring and he just yeets literally half the show. Like, we got a show to run.
Yeah, like he has 2 segments for his entrance.
Like,
and again, we can nerd out with this shit. Talking about Jey Uso and LA Knight. One is a better grappler. One has better footwork. One has done more in his transitions. One is a much more versatile wrestler. It's not a close when it comes to the talent as an in-ring performer. And then once we get to the match catalog, it is a wipe. It's a wipe on both sides. So I'm trying to see where this argument that you and Mo had a long time ago, where Jey Uso and LA Knight are in the same realm as an in-ring performer. I don't. You said 23 to 25 recently. It's a wipe. It's a wipe. I'm sorry. It is.
Why do people bring up money when we're talking talent? I hate that shit so much.
Money ain't got jack shit to do with when that bell rings.
I'm sorry. Y'all might like Jay. Y'all might see matches. Y'all might see matches different than me. But I'm sorry. LA Knight consistently delivers on his matches. Jey Uso does not.
Does not.
I'm sorry.
Even this last match with Gunther, it was cool.
It was average.
What is the last 6.5 to 7 match Jey Uso was giving you? What the fuck?
You said what?
The last what?
That's what?
G Baby says, in fairness, I don't think Trent is saying Jay is better than LA Knight, but he's saying if LA Knight is giving you 8 consistently, Jay's giving you 6.5 to 7. What the fuck is he giving you? 6?
Again, the match. This is a disconnect we're probably having because I don't think Jay's giving me a 7 compared to LA Knight giving me an 8. Sorry, he's not.
But that's why I said we got the disconnect.
He's not. Yeah, he's giving me a 5. A 5.
But that's why I said we got the disconnect.
What's the disconnect? I brought up matches, and I literally brought up matches.
I ain't gonna lie,
like,
Jay's
la,
a consistent 6 to me. He's
you
a
literally
consistent
brought up
6
la
to
la
me.
la la la. You
Okay,
literally did this.
Mo, if he's a consistent 6, what's LA Knight?
I'll say like 7.5.
7.5.
That's a gap. That's a gap.
Clear gap. That's one and a hole. That's a one hole and a half.
That's a in-ring performer comparing to an above average in-ring performer. That's a gap.
Yep.
That is a gap. That's like comparing Triple H. That's like comparing Triple H in 2009 to Cena in 2009.
Mo Lewis, check the chat.
Well,
you might not think there's a gap, but there's a clear gap.
In terms of Triple H being clearly better in that year?
I'm talking about as an in-ring performer, yes, there was still a clear gap.
Yeah, but I think that gap will be bigger, though. Like, I don't think the 1.5 is that big of a gap. I think if you were talking about...
we got 3 people backstage. We'll just bring them all up.
Yeah.
Clear gap. That proves that he's not on the same level. Is my point. They're not on the same level.
Nah, I don't think that 1.5 is that big of a gap. That's
it's
what I'm
a
saying.
gap.
It's not that
That's almost 2 numbers.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a pretty decent.
That's almost 2 numbers, Trent. What are we talking about?
Yeah, it definitely is a big gap.
Is there not a clear? Is there not a clear gap between Justin Jefferson and CD Lamb?
Woo! Way bigger gap.
Is there not a clear gap?
That's a way bigger gap.
Is there? All right,
that's a way bigger gap.
In 2025, is there still not a gap between Tyreek Hill and CD Lamb?
That's a way bigger gap.
How is 2 spots not a big gap? There's 2 numbers in front of us.
1.5.
There's 2 gaps in front of us.
If you're bringing that example up, I don't think that's a big gap at all.
Oh my goodness.
You asked me that. I'm
Trent, no, we're not doing this because your shit got bodied the whole fucking past 20. Trent, your shit got bodied the past 20 minutes. Trent, this shit got bodied the last 20 minutes. I literally named you 5 examples. Everybody was calling you out, saying you're doing the la bullshit because I named 5 shits and you kept saying, "What's next? What's next? What's next?" You want me to name 20 duds for Jay? Because I can fucking do that.
Lewis, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Because you're
not being consistent. You're
Lewis, I'm always lying. Because when I brought up the match, you said they mid. That's the disconnect we have. I think they're better than mid.
I literally brought it up. I brought up matches.
Hey, is there anybody that's waiting to get in? I'll step out.
What G Baby says, because I have no answer for this. If Justin Jefferson is a 10, what is CD Lamb?
8. That's still a gap.
That's a pretty decent. That's a gap.
7.5.
1 is perfect. 1 is perfect. The other one is chasing perfection.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But
it's like a 7.5, like 7. Like,
so 2.5.
I think 2.5 is for. Thank
you, Kieran. Thank you.
If we're comparing people, a 2.5.
Thank you, Kieran. Just said it right there.
I ain't gonna lie. Before that, I'd never seen a bad Gunther match.
No, not even like as Walter Gunther. Nothing. If you can't have a good match with him, go bag groceries because you can't wrestle.
Go bag groceries.
Groceries is crazy.
I don't understand where this Jey Uso in ring glade like he not that bad, brother. That brother has been a primary,
he's a great tag wrestler.
Bro, he's a very good tag wrestler. But when that brother has had singles matches the past fucking 4.5, almost 5 years now, that brother does not deliver consistently. I don't know what more y'all need to see. We could bring up matches. How spread out are those matches though?
Jay Uso has a banger a year. LA Knight gives you 4
If
a
that,
year.
if that.
Fuck.
He gives you a banger a year, and I'm supposed to take that shit lightly. Meanwhile, LA Knight in his U.S. title run gave us like 4 in 1 year. Fuck out of here.
Hey Alexa, play Ether. My God.
They say if you can't have a good match with Seth, then go back groceries.
Yeah, though. It's not Dragon now. He definitely did.
Man, what's up, Dante? I see you down there, brother. What you doing, man?
Wait, Trey, did you just say he did?
No, I said.
Man, how you doing, K-Rob?
He did have good matches with him, so I don't. LeBron is.
I'm doing good. I'm just looking at our future U.S. champion right here.
Hey,
hell yeah.
Sir.
Oh yes, sir.
Julia.
I think R's talking about the Thunderdome matches.
Edge and Jey Uso did have a good match.
Yeah, they were. I like those
matches. I think Jay's a better singles wrestler when he's a heel. To be honest,
I just think you should probably put him in mid card right now.
Bro.
If you want to keep him a singles.
This is the hardest I've ever seen anybody go for Jey Uso on his in-ring work in my black ass
I'm going
life.
hard for Jey Uso. That's crazy.
Matt, chill. Dragunov wasn't mid. It was a cool match. It was okay.
It was a solid match.
It was
You
solid.
have
It
a
was-
mid.
it was a solid match.
This is Dragon.
It's a
The
solid match.
crash out from the IWC was hilarious that night.
Bro, I was like,
Oh, well, yeah, I remember that.
I don't
Williams
crash
Gunther
out,
so
but sometimes I gotta call out bullshit. I'm sorry.
And also, you stand on.
I'm around when people say bullshit, so when I get the opportunity to address
Yeah.
it,
Since you can call out bullshit, can I call out bullshit?
go ahead.
Yo, Mo, we had that Rock and Rumble conversation. We talking about champions.
Okay. Let's do it.
Not so Mo, 'cause Mo, I just want to ask a simple question. Because maybe we got a clear that shit to be not being close. Mo, you told me I think it's something in 2024. You liked Roman's reign in 2016, right?
That was good. Yeah, that was all right.
Okay. If you thought that is good, plus he has, in your opinion, the GOAT WWE title reign, how the fuck is Rock close as a champion?
Because I don't measure your greatness as a champion off one reign.
Nope.
It wasn't just one though.
I know. What I'm saying is The Rock, despite the fact that he was a flip-flop champion, The Rock was in an era where him as champion was producing some of the greatest stuff in company history. So I take all that into account, look at what he was doing as champion, considering the feuds, the matches that he was having during that time. When we put it all together and put that all together with Roman's catalog as champion, considering also I don't think The Rock has a bad world title reign besides the 2013 one. I can't say Roman disrespectfully clears The Rock as a overall world champion. Roman's one reign. Sorry, this is the last point. Roman's one reign, right, is better than any of Rock's one reigns. But them put together, and how I rank, how I rate a champion overall, right? I don't think it's this wide gap.
So Mo, how would it? So just like how you said because you said I don't want to cut mistake what you said. You said it's just that Rock was doing as champion was do some of the greatest stuff you've seen in WWE.
Yeah, for sure. And Roman's done the same.
That
So
applies to Roman, and plus the elevation aspect, what he did with the title, plus him having a good big dog reign. I don't understand how it not be close. Plus, you have the greatest title reign in WWE history. Like Rock can have you have a couple good reigns, like nothing crazy. But if it's nowhere near to match to having a GOAT title reign while having another good reign that you have, why would it not be a disrespectfully belt to ass?
Again, I think Rock has also elevated other talent as well, while also carrying the greatest year in company history from a creative standpoint while being champion.
Yep, 2000. Talk to him.
He elevated Kurt Angle with that world title. He elevated Brock Lesnar with that world title.
Phenomenal main event. Phenomenal WrestleMania. Phenomenal WrestleMania.
But they got that wrong, and it should have been Triple H just Rock.
I said phenomenal WrestleMania. Phenomenal WrestleMania.
I got to take about that WrestleMania main event, by the way. I got to take about that one. 2000.
The one day after the year.
Oh, you talking about that?
But I got to take about that one right there. See, if you're going to bring Mick Foley out of retirement just for that, just to be eliminated, second in that match?
Yeah, second.
If not for just one night, you bring him in the main event WrestleMania, give him his dream, put the belt on him, even for one night.
I hear you, but I feel like Rock should have won the match regardless.
He should have. But if you're going to do a 4-way, you bring Foley back for that. And he's replacing Jericho, I might add, who's on the original promotional poster. then you have Mick win as a means of revenge for No Way Out with Triple H retiring him, if just for one night. And then he doesn't, and then he forfeits it and says,
"I'm out.
I did what I did. Thank you, but the real champion is the guy who's gonna be here, and I'm not gonna be." So there's that. But yeah, year 2000 Rock. Good God, especially if you
some
lived
of the greatest
it.
storylines we've ever seen.
Especially if you lived it. And I
it's
know
not this wide gap. I think Roman's a better overall champion. I'll say I agree that he's still a better overall. I just don't think it's this crazy gap.
It isn't.
I think Roman's title reign also gets a little bit overstated, as if it was perfect from A to Z. It was not.
No.
Roman got some dud years as champion.
I
think what was it, 2023, 2024?
Those first two reigns too.
Yeah, after SummerSlam.
You said what?
After SummerSlam,
the first two reigns
to 2020.
Roman's.
That's like what he wanted, like 2015. After SummerSlam with Jay, 2023, 2024 was his bad.
And his 2016 reign was starting to cook, and then they took the belt off him.
Is Cam asleep? The fuck?
You said what?
Is this nigga asleep?
Cam, are you asleep?
Bro, what the fuck? Wake your ass up!
Wake your ugly ass up.
Wake up, dreaming about Julia Hart.
Yo, this man over here daydreaming about whooping Lee Johnson's ass hard.
Cam, let's get Bojangles, Cam.
He daydreamed about Wayne Ospreay.
No, he dreaming about Julia Hart over there.
Now he over there daydreaming about no knees doing something strange.
I don't know, Mo. That's just.
But Dre, I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm not gonna stay here and act like his title reign was perfect. I don't care if you're bound to have duds. You always got to talk about the duds.
Of course, that's
and Rock got his own dud in 2013.
It's just. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think he should take the title off Punk.
Stop that, no. Stop that.
He shouldn't have taken the title off Punk.
That's disgusting.
Like, realistically, they should have did Punk, Cena, and Rock in 2013 at WrestleMania.
Absolutely.
Realistically,
they was never gonna do that.
They should have.
Which is sad, Trent.
It's sad that's the reality, but
Bro,
it's like
bro.
the story made sense.
Oh, like it makes sense, nigga. Yeah, you getting twice a lifetime, nigga. You gonna like
yeah, brother.
I didn't like the first.
I mean, hey, personally, I hated CM Punk's guts back then, so I didn't give a fuck what he did.
But also, you was like what 10?
You and me both, Mo.
I didn't give a fuck what I didn't care if he was off the card.
Cam daydream about Sarah J.
Oh God.
The fact you said she better than Prime Braun, I gotta whoop your ass, bro.
Wait, hold on. I beg your pardon.
Wait, he said that?
Yeah, he said.
Sign.
He said she better than
the ass.
Braun. I said, get that shit out my
Chris.
face, boy.
They say he dreamed about that McDonald's order he's about to get.
Nah, G baby, that's what I was hoping for at the time because I didn't care if Punk lost the fucking Santino Marella. Just get him off my screen.
I mean, people stopped liking him when
looking
the
back,
whole
that shit
Jeff
was
Hardy
stupid.
thing happened. When the Jeff Hardy situation happened, people got mad with.
That's exactly why. Fuck him. He knows what he did.
But
I forgave him. I let it go.
Hey, we need some Rated M merch. We need a shirt that says he knows what he did. We need that.
Just put his name on it.
Why you gonna put face on that?
It's just
Because you came up with that.
He knows
my being knows what he did.
It's the truth. The fuck? It's the truth.
All the shit we be saying now, Rated M merch.
Did we get the actual secret? What did he do?
He knows what he did. Why I gotta say he knows exactly
because
what
I'm
he
sick.
did.
I've known you.
It was
for
detrimental to my life.
I've known you for about 2 years, and I still know what he did.
He knows what he did. What was
Bro,
the
brother,
problem?
What did he do?
Look at him and ask yourself if he didn't do anything. That's
Only person I know who
That's a
hates
good
one
point.
single wrestler more is Dub from ITC and his Brock Lesnar hate.
Hey.
Yo, that should be killing me.
I mean,
Yeah,
Brock
that's really
Lesnar
good.
hate is probably the most warranted hate possible.
Dub and Brock, and then it's like Ross and Jinder Mahal.
And Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
But gender, I can't troll about
No, like
that. I can't troll about that.
I don't even hate gender. I just hate the rain.
No, you don't. You let me chill.
We don't like gender, but
How about Faye?
I was almost nasty. I gotta chill. Bro.
Nah, they got
Spotify
somebody
Brian.
says Brett knows what he did.
I mean, it was.
Oh my!
I don't think it was a bottom 5 reign though. I don't think Ginger's was. I mean, Rey Mysterio held the belt for an
I'm
hour.
sorry. I'm sorry. Say that again. My ears were. Say that one more time.
Jinder
please.
don't got a bottom 5 reign.
What?
Punjabi prison match in
Nah,
2017.
hear me out, bro. First of
Look
all,
what he did to Shinsuke.
Well,
Look what he did to
first of all-
Shinsuke.
Well, first
And
of all,
SummerSlam and Hell in a Cell.
well, he won Royal Rumble after that. But first of all,
And then what happened?
I don't know why. I don't know why we go. I know because I know y'all about a campaign for the sign. Cam said Cena's not a good babyface because he beat Ray, so jump him first.
Hold on. Time out. We've been jumping Cam. We've been jumping Cam since episode 1 for that exact
Cam,
shit.
honestly, no. Can I play devil's advocate about that? I honestly think Cena is a great babyface from that because Ray couldn't even hold the world fucking title. What makes you think I'm gonna trust him with the WWE title? The fuck? Oh no, he's gay. He gonna defend it again.
No, there ain't no.
Mod Powers is beautiful.
No, as a Christian fan, we don't want that day. We don't want them reigns.
Muted, nigga.
We don't. I'm sorry, we don't.
Yeah, we're not. I don't want to hear that.
We would much rather not be world champions.
There's one wrestler that I feel like should have been WWE champion, but they did not like him at all. One wrestler that comes to mind that should have been WWE champion.
You act like Randy Orton was like, yeah, let's just go give it to him.
At least had the decency to allow Christian take the championship home.
But Christian
and show him the.
We got robbed. We got robbed.
They may got robbed though. If you want to be honest,
they made us defend that shit. We didn't want to defend that shit.
Nope.
3 motherfuckers came out and Teddy Long was like, tonight. Why tonight? Why?
Like, I just won the damn title.
I just went through a ladder match. What?
Nah, like they screwed Christian. If you want to be honest, if you look at the Money in the Banks, he should at least won one of those. There's no
man. You know that's good and well. That was because Vince didn't like him.
Listen,
you see what they did. You see what they did when it came to ECW.
Yeah, great
I was gonna leave the gender shit alone. I can't, bro.
No, let's circle back around to it.
Here's my defense with Cam. We saw Ray as world heavyweight champion. That shit was mid. You gonna trust him with the WWE title? Cam,
Jinder Mahal beat Shinsuke clean, bro. What are we talking about right now?
That was
Jinder beat Shinsuke clean.
A hot
No, not even that. But look what happened. Look what Baron Corbin. There's no excuse that Baron Corbin cannot have beaten Jinder Mahal to come WWE
some of the
context behind that one.
He got in trouble though.
Hold on. Time out. I'm gonna dissect this reign and explain to y'all why the fuck this should have no defense. I don't know. And Lewis is not doing it. He hasn't said it was good. But there's been this revisionist history from people saying that the reign was good. Fuck you and fuck that.
I've seen
No, hold on. Give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
Oh boy. Hold on. Hold on, let me address this. Ghost, how the fuck is AEW screwed Christian?
Why are you always jumping on Ghost? What the fuck he do?
He says WWE and AEW screwed Christian. How the fuck is AEW screwed over Christian?
No. AEW has not. AEW has not.
No, they treated Christian very well.
They had one bad booking decision on Christian.
And that was when he cashed in that contract.
I want to hear what Mo had to say.
But after that, Christian can retire today, and he be in the AEW Hall of Fame when they make one in 30 years.
Yeah,
Christian's been good in AEW.
That is real. But look, I don't get it. Like, what was it about the gender reign that moves anybody? There was not a single good match, whether that was a pay-per-view, title defense, fucking TV. There was not a single good match in that entire reign. Jinder Mahal, from a presentation standpoint, was fucking stupid because how are you trying to draw in the Indian market and you're presenting the representation as a fucking bad guy in the big 2017? You're doing the foreign heel trope while trying to fucking pull in the people of that country. So that's first of all, that's alienating them when you're trying to draw them in. So that logical part is fucking idiotic. That's one. Two, the Randy Orton feud sucked dick. The Punjabi prison match was fucking atrocious. The SummerSlam match with Shinsuke Nakamura is top 3 worst WWE Championship matches in the history of SummerSlam, and I've watched them all, so I can say that.
I don't remember it.
The fucking the shit with Jinder at Hell in a Cell ass, and then the build there when he's trying to. You got a foreign heel pulling racism against a foreign face.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing?
Then he got the nerve to say, "You always look the same." Like bro, what are you talking about?
He called that nigga Pokemon. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's your WWE champion.
That was Vince McMahon in 2017, bro.
And people want to tell me that reign had any lick of good in it. Fuck you and fuck that.
What people though? That's what I want to know. They can't be real human.
Hold on. There was some good though. The entrance though.
Okay, the theme song did go. The theme song was nice. I will say.
That's the only thing.
That's where it stopped. That's where it
Theme
started
song
and
ain't
where
the
it
criteria
ended.
though.
Yeah.
When my man had
then the bell rang.
Samir and
Right, Cam. Then the bell rang. Right.
Yeah.
So you're saying he's Indian Jey Uso?
Is he a better champion than Jey?
He never learned how to fucking have a bro.
He had WWE main event matches.
Jinder Mahal never expanded his fucking move set because he never fucking had to. Because he was a fucking jobber, bro. This is the same Jinder Mahal that in the lead up lost to Finn Balor.
I gotta defend him here a little bit. On the interview with Chris Van Vliet, Jinder said
he didn't know. I'm not blaming Jinder. I'm blaming all the booking. I'm blaming all the booking.
To expand, but Vince wanted him to work holds. That's all he wanted.
Yeah, I'm not blaming Jinder. I'm blaming Vince.
So Vince set him up for failure.
Yeah, because Jinder himself said, "Oh, like if I'm gonna get the title, I at least gotta like get better if I'm the champion."
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, "No, if he gets out of your hold, pull his pants down or something, and fucking put him back in." That's all he wanted to do.
Got him over. Sounded like Adam Pompier over here.
You got the same Jinder Mahal.
School guy. He legit wanted him to be old.
There was nothing that elevated him at all with.
You got the same Jinder Mahal who, in the lead up to him becoming the WWE champion, lost to Finn Balor, couldn't even win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
And that sounds so bad.
And one thing people don't even remember.
I
remember the only reason why I remember this is because Shawn Michaels came out to talk to Roman Reigns after the match. Roman Reigns in that match against Jinder Mahal, they just had a regular random ass match on Raw. Lost to Roman Reigns. That's fine, right? Not to a spear, to a fucking Superman punch. What the fuck have you ever seen Roman Reigns win with the Superman punch?
Never.
That's how useless that nigga was.
And then he lost that battle
That's
royal.
your WWE champion in a month and a half?
That's
Fuck
like
you.
Sammy winning with a Blue Thunder bomb.
Fuck out of here.
But look what happened at
Fuck outta
WrestleMania. He not only loses the battle royal, but gets thrown out by Mojo Rawley.
Rob Gronkowski.
Gronk helped him win.
What are we talking about? And then they have the nerve to give him the WWE Championship. What? Look at the match. Look at the match that they had with the 10 minutes.
I stopped watching SmackDown for a
Sami
while.
Zayn in 2017.
I had to stop. I only watched Raw at that point. I was done.
He was also U.S. champion the next WrestleMania, which I still don't understand why. But
WrestleMania 34 for you.
Also, he didn't need to win the U.S. title. It was Rusev Day that day. God damn it! I always be mad about that too.
And he pinned Rusev, and then what did they do with him after he lost the title? Look at the matches they had at the Greatest World Rumble. This man botched the whole move, didn't get hit with the swan time or whisper in the wind at all, and he sold it like as if he got hit.
That was awful.
He still bumped.
Then
I would too. Shit, what do I do?
Nah. It gets worse. But then they have the nerve to put him in a feud with Roman Reigns on Money in the Bank, and they decide to give us a 15-minute to 20-minute match.
You expect Jinder to know how to work a 15-minute match?
With Roman Reigns.
I mean, at this point, after a title reign, yes, I at least try.
He should be able to.
Yeah, you were champion, brother.
You were WWE champion for 6 months.
Like at least try, brother.
His best moment as WWE champion is the day he lost it.
Again.
Forgetting that.
Damn,
wake up.
And I'm the old motherfucker. I'm up.
I can't say there's 5 worse reigns than that.
And Jemima, wake your husband up.
Jack Swagger was worse. Jack Swagger, worse.
I can't even say that. I can't even say that.
Jack
I can't even say that. Jinder to me is the worst long-term reign.
Yeah,
he has the worst long-term WWE Championship reign. Nobody
and no excuse because business-wise they were doing
Bob
so bad.
Backlund
95 where he didn't have credible heels to work with.
He wasn't that bad though.
Oh, brother.
He
What's
wasn't.
wrong with Bob Backlund?
Bob Backlund's reign.
Bro,
I'm not a Bob Backlund fan.
It wasn't that bad, bro.
Hey,
He wasn't that bad. Have y'all? I have a
I'm gonna have to go back and watch this. I didn't know it was so boring to watch.
When y'all really talk about the older fucking wrestling, have y'all actually gone back to watch it, or do you?
No, they have not.
Like Bob Backlund wasn't
What's
bad.
wrong with Bob Backlund?
He was the top heel.
Bob
Backlund was the perfect guy for a Vern Gagne more than a Vince McMahon, but he was excellent.
Bob Backlund was the biggest fucking heel on the planet for like 2 years.
Which Bob Backlund?
I'm talking about 1980 to 84 Backlund.
I'm talking about the 93 or
that Backlund. Yeah, get him out of there.
Mr. Bob Backlund.
We don't count that. We don't count
Get him
that.
out of
Yes, we have to.
That's Ross Backlund. That's why. Hey, if that count, we gonna count Cena. We gonna count Cena then. We gonna count Cena.
Hey, you tell me all you want.
Do that.
Wait, what you talking about?
What you mean? What I'm talking about?
Repeat what you said.
I said we gonna talk about Cena then.
About what about Cena though?
His last
I don't
run.
know. Listen, I don't understand
His
what
last
you
one
do with
really
G Baby
bad,
defending fucking mid, but
Yo,
I don't
I'm
get
asking.
it.
Oh, yo, Lewis. I'm asking you a question, brother.
Maybe I gotta wear the glasses y'all be wearing because
Yo, you being a bot? Yo, I'm asking you a question genuinely.
Cena's
No.
reign. I'm not gonna drag it like Mo or Cam. Cena's reign, however,
Oh,
what
ain't
it
been
is
that good.
supposed to
Yeah,
be,
I'm not
it's
talking
underwhelming,
about.
extremely underwhelming.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what
gonna
we
say
talk
the
about.
matches are bad though. I will not lie there.
It's all
I
right
will
though.
not
You know
lie
why?
there.
'Cause
Cam,
he's still
fuck you.
You know,
I'm not gonna lie there. The match has been
hey, but you know what though? It don't matter. It can be underwhelming. He's still the GOAT. Shit don't matter to me.
Yeah, Undertaker's alive, pal.
Yeah, we good.
He existed, bro.
How
We good.
I'm just saying before you
Do
say
we want to talk
anything,
about Undertaker's bads?
The Cody match.
Ooh, oh, we could be a while talking about his early bads.
I'm not.
And late bads. And late bads.
I'm not Mitri. Do you want to go down this rabbit hole?
Nah, Mo.
We can go down this rabbit hole.
Do I want to do this today?
I don't
Do
care.
I want to
We
do
can
this?
say that for next week. We can say that for next week.
Mo,
The
Mo,
bad of the
no,
bads.
no,
The
Mo.
bad of the bads for next week. We can say that.
Nah, the battle of the bads.
We
Battle of
ain't
the
Yo, I
done-
like
we ain't
that.
done rated them in a
Battle of
minute.
the
We ain't done the
bads.
court in a minute.
Wait, so how do wait?
Because I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Say Undertaker. Hold on. Let's make some shit straight. Let's make some.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
not gonna
For
sit
sure.
here and say Undertaker's bads are like better than Cena's bad. I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to defend my GOAT no matter what. All right, I will defend.
Come on, Lewis.
Talk to him.
I am not
At least you're not
Mitri. I will not
delusional.
sit here and lie to you
Yeah, at
about
least you're not
somebody's
delusional.
bad. I am not Mitri. I am not.
Yeah, at
Mitri.
least you're not delusional. Respect.
Now you're not.
I was about to say.
But how we gonna do the
No,
battle?
if you start defending DX versus
Battle of
Dolly
the Bads. I
Destruction,
mean,
we're gonna
shit.
fight.
Battle of the Bads. I mean, shit. We could compare Diesel and motherfucking. I don't know.
Yeah, you can.
Diesel
Oh
and
my
Mabel.
God.
Diesel versus Mabel.
Now, really?
He's versus
Oh,
Mabel.
don't remind me.
Have I,
So
have
let's
I
do
gone
Psycho.
back and
So
watched
let's do
Diesel's
Psycho
reign?
shit versus
Yes, I
Undertaker.
have. Yes, I have. That shit is true.
Undertaker versus John Gonzalez.
Thing is, nobody in
Let's do it.
almost nobody in 1995 was going to
Let's
draw
do
fleas to a
Psycho
stain.
Sid versus Undertaker.
There he go, his ass out again.
Cena versus Undertaker, like the
I
GOAT
said
debate?
Psycho Sid. Battle of the Bad.
Get the fuck out of here. It's not. Get the fuck out of here. You tripping.
That is a WrestleMania main event.
That is a
To be fair.
WrestleMania made of. All right. Cena and Miz, move, bitch.
Yeah,
Nah,
trash.
Sid
Move,
Taker's
bitch.
worse. Sid Taker's worse.
Nah,
Sid
it
Taker's
don't
That's
matter,
crazy.
bro.
Didn't Sid shit himself in that when he took that
Cena
tombstone?
Goldberg.
He did.
I said Cena Goldberg. Taker Goldberg.
Bro.
All right, that's not fair.
That's
We
not-
all
that-
agree
How it's not
Saudi's
fair.
not
Saudi
canon.
man-
How it's not
That's
fair,
a-
right?
Saudi's not
That's in-
canon.
That's in the
I
chat. That's in the shadow room. That don't count.
Ancient Mans get squashed by
Whoa.
Solo, though. The fuck?
You
Relax.
said what?
Ancient
Relax.
Mans get squashed by Solo, though.
Okay. Yokozuna.
Hey man, that's crazy. Hey, why don't you talk about
No.
this?
We don't
No, that's
slander
crazy.
Yoko.
That's crazy.
We don't slander Yoko. We don't slander
Yo.
Now we don't slander Yoko.
We don't slander
Bro,
Yoko.
Cam looking like how Jay Uso was on Monday.
I say we remember them that Great American Bash match.
We don't slander
We remember
Yoko. Yoko clear
Like every
Solo.
Finn Balor match.
Yoko
It don't
clear
matter.
On the
Solo.
floor, taking
Both of
a
the
piss.
matches stink.
Cam over there selling Big Show's knockout punch.
Yo,
I first of all, hold on. Shitty
I knew you was gonna say
argument.
something. I knew you was
I
gonna say
hate
something.
that
I knew you was
argument.
gonna
That
say it.
doesn't.
I don't like the face of the company shit.
I don't text
He didn't
you.
need to be.
I don't.
You can't really use that argument for someone like Taker though, which is
Let's
weird.
be consistent. How many of y'all got Bruno top 5? Shut the fuck up. Thank you very much.
I hate when people
If
use that
you
argument.
ask Jay that, he probably say yes.
I hate that.
Now, if
argument
face
in
of the
situation.
company goes along with your character or whatever, I'm fine with that. But face of the company doesn't make you better than somebody. Because if that's the
It
case,
does not.
Bruno got to be in everybody's top 5, whether you watched him or not. Be consistent with y'all criteria.
Because he had the
Thank you
longest
Hey,
title
if you
reign.
ask certain people of a certain demographic, they'll probably tell you yeah.
I've gone back and watched Bruno.
That's true.
I've
That
gone
is
back
true.
and watched Bruno.
That is
Bruno
true.
was cool for his time. For his time, it was really
First time, yeah.
But it was,
Man, forget all that. Why don't you tell us about Undertaker and John Gonzalez?
Bro, listen,
Talk about that.
That is the worst WrestleMania match of all
let's
time.
do this.
Listen,
Let's do this, right?
to Undertaker's defense.
Yeah, he couldn't do shit with that. He couldn't do shit.
No,
with
not
that.
only that. Because what happened after the match should have happened in the match. Gonzalez looked great after the match, where he was beating up.
He ragged on.
That shit was funny though.
Why are we
Bro,
not adding that in the match?
I watched that match back. That shit was kind of funny. I think.
That suit he used to wear was weird.
Lewis, let's just do this, right? Let's just watch the. Let's just do the playlist of Undertaker versus Kane.
No, I concede on that one. I concede on that. I
will not defend Undertaker and Kane. That shit is ass.
He said you got it, bro.
I will not
Yo,
defend
that
that.
really
After Unforgiven 98, that was it. What is that?
Hell no. But I will say,
Nah, yo, Camus, yo, he
This nigga, no, I think he's I think this nigga fake him. He's smiling. Man, get your ass up. Shut your
They came out to lose the 24/7 title.
24/7, 7-Eleven, I-95 South.
More European champion.
Cam giving us bad rep.
Yo, Mo, you
Cam
need-
out here
next
slum,
stream,
bro.
Go watch WrestleMania 15 between him and Big Boy.
Crash Holly about to.
Why do you want me to watch that again?
When to sleep.
That
Go watch
not
the
watching
movie,
it.
bro.
Taker versus the Dudleys, the concrete crypt. Oh
my
no. Bro,
no, it's about to be at least a decade. before I
Taker's
watch that
2004 was ass.
Bro, everybody got bads though,
Roman
man.
I know.
Heidenreich,
Heidenreich, Luther Reigns.
We not gonna like no.
Cena doesn't have 2010.
No, because I'm with you. Taker's my go-to. But come on, bullshit.
Hold on.
Shut up.
Yeah, right.
Listen, I can understand Taker's ass, but I am not going to act like Cena himself doesn't also have all-time
Nah, you
ass.
know what y'all hit me?
Does he have as much bad as Taker now?
Nah, you know what y'all told me last year?
Here's the difference with Taker for a long time.
If it might be a 29 ass,
Hey,
Lewis,
Lewis,
at
just like
27, that shit was ass,
just
bro.
Here,
Him versus
Yeah,
next
Cena's WrestleMania
Lewis,
catalog.
just like how y'all be talking about, y'all can't do that because when we was talking about the big dog Roman Reigns,
No, I'm not saying we can't do that. I'm not saying we can't do that. What I'm saying is,
M-I-C-K-E-Y.
no, here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying. No, I said this. I said I'm not
Got
meat
the
treat.
same tier.
No. This is what I said. I said I'm not meat treat. I can
What got the
understand.
same tier?
I can understand
Big
Taker's
Dog
ass.
Lowe's
is ass.
compared to.
Wait, what?
Compared to Undertaker?
You saying the
Talk
Big
about
Dog
that
Lowe's
Shane
is
McMahon Hell in a
worse
Cell
than
match.
Undertaker's Lowe's?
What? Mo.
I'm asking you a question.
Say it one more time.
What?
Are you saying Undertaker's lows are comparable to the Big Dog lows?
No.
here's the difference. Here's the difference with Undertaker.
To me,
though,
to me, it's different when you have the expectations to deliver and you don't deliver. Undertaker with most of his bads didn't have the expectations like that.
No, like no one went in thinking that he was going to have a good
If
match
you
with
have
Giant
the
Gonzalez.
expectations to go out there and deliver
That don't even
on
sound
an
right.
elite scale and you're not doing that, it's worse. I'm sorry. It's
Like
worse.
Vince gave him some bullshit to work with early.
Yeah, if you compare quality versus quality, then probably yeah. But
Lewis
like,
is right about the expectation. I'm just talking about the quality.
We're not doing revisionist history though. So let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
Dog food.
You signed somebody off the I don't want to get too nasty. This is just an example. I'm not calling Undertaker G League or whatever.
Yeah.
You signed somebody off a practice squad, right? To the 53-man roster, right? You just signed them fresh, new contract. Cheap as hell. You signed CD Lamb to a 5-year, $250 million deal.
Facts.
Who are you going to expect for most? And if they don't deliver from their expectations, who are you going to be disappointed with the most?
I'm
going to be disappointed in the guy most who I put the most resources into.
So look, in that scenario, yes, I'm gonna be more disappointed.
So even quality is still
in
bad,
the mid.
like,
No, hold on. I'm gonna be more disappointed. Obviously, the person I paid the money. But if I'm looking at the two work, the dog shit is dog shit. Now I paid you more bread, but if you putting up literally, I'll put it for a quarterback example. Yeah, I signed this quarterback, and then I have my backup quarterback, and y'all both throw 25 picks and 5 touchdowns. I'm gonna look at that same.
Hey, this ain't related, but y'all, I just got sent this. This shit's crazy and it's not wrestling related. But according to reports, this is from World Star. Miami-Dade authorities are seeking to arrest Antonio Brown for attempted murder. What the fuck?
Oh boy.
In a mace shooting at a celebrity boxing event, per a warrant reviewed by the Washington Post. Warrant includes a $10,000 bond and house arrest.
Wait, what the? That's nuts.
At this point, I don't even look at that as surprising from someone like Antonio Brown. He's been acting like a goofball for
what is the
I'm
clarification
just
you're trying to
surprised
get?
how much lower he can go.
Wait,
next
let me
stop,
know what the clarification
next stop,
is,
hell.
Oh, I just blocked the dunk on 13. That's crazy. I just blocked the dunk.
Yo, I didn't even know you could fucking do that on 13. Everybody can dunk.
That's my first block in 16 years.
That's the most OP game for dunking of all time.
That's the first dunk block I had in 16 years.
Like, don't ever play against the Clippers on that shit, man.
I'm whooping their ass right now. They ain't shit.
Listen, all I'm saying, yes, quality wise, it's ass, but the bigger edge is the guy you're putting the most resources to. It's so bad.
When you're looking at a WrestleMania main event versus like a random match on the card, it's like.
Lewis, didn't you say with Jey Uso to hold him to the same standard as other people, and you don't want to? No, this is different. The time, most of the lows that you guys are talking about,
he said, "Don't yell at me."
Undertaker wasn't the main event level. He wasn't.
No, he wasn't. He
wasn't. Jey Uso, main event level. So the expectations are different. Undertaker being the fake dead man, not main event level. So I don't have the same expectations.
When do you think he hit main event level?
Huh?
When do you think he hit main event level?
I want to say consistently. Like if we're talking about like Jey Uso consistently.
No. I'm talking about Taker.
Taker. No, yeah, that's what I mean. If we're comparing it like Jey Uso.
Oh, yeah.
You said what, Mo?
I was saying 97. Consistently 97.
Yep. Because his first good Mania match was Diesel, and then the work got back.
Because to me, if you win a world title, that still doesn't mean you're main event level. Like Jinder, you're still not main event level. You consistently being there is different. Jey Uso was consistently in the main event for almost 3 years now, and that's just different. Undertaker in the beginning, even though he was the world champion, he still he wasn't there yet. Jey Uso is here now, which makes the expectations different. Jey Uso has been here.
Look at the guys who he's facing compared to who Jey Uso's facing.
And even then, so Undertaker as a main eventer didn't fully get his full package together until like early 2000s. That was probably the
2002 was probably, in terms of work rate, like you could argue like 2002 was probably his best year.
But even then, so Undertaker in the Attitude Era didn't have super main event level expectations like Cena. Excuse me.
No, and he didn't.
Ivia, Triple H, Jericho, all these.
And
guys.
he didn't need to be.
True main event push till late 2000s or early 2000s.
When all those guys are out of the way.
But
essentially,
with Jey Uso though, he's been here. He's been in the spotlight. He has been pushed at. So when they're showing me that they're clearly holding you to that standard of a main
put it in
eventer,
his name.
I have no choice but to put those expectations on you.
Hey, so
I love when people try to get me a gotcha moments, and you know what I do? Uno reverse, bitch.
Yep.
Hey,
Can we sleep again?
Mo,
old ass man.
Oh, it's not Roman Reigns, big dog bad. Where's the comparison? What? It's not big dog. Who is?
Wait, are we still on my
Huh? Wait, say what?
Are we still on the my V and Roman topic?
Wait, I need to hear the question
about the champion because this the whole
yeah. You're right.
Yeah, so Mo, I'm asking if Undertaker's lows is not big dog lows, where's his lows? And can't wait to wax up, boy.
As a main eventer or just in general?
Just in general.
I don't think it's an all-time low. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's like
I don't think it's enough to really downgrade him like big dog. Because like I said.
Because despite the fact that he's being put in front of people that you couldn't get shit out of, he was becoming the one of, if not the most over character around that time. So it's like Roman Reigns is consistently getting more and more hatred compared to that side. When you compare everything, it's kind of like Roman's is like significantly worse.
It's also because of creative.
Undertaker's lows in that time frame. Undertaker's lows in that time frame. All the expectations he had was, we need you to just look like a zombie. We need you to look dominant. That's
Literally.
it. That's
a different time.
Attitude Era comes. We need you to evolve. We need you to show some more personality. We need you to do this. Once we got to the early 2000s, all right, come on.
And then he got to show off his striking game more and more.
It's not a
little
top
bit of MMA
five.
stuff.
I'm not putting Taker up there with Diesel. I'm not putting Taker up there with Jinder. I'm not putting Taker up there with Big Dog Roman. I'm not. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
Is there anybody else waiting? Like I said, I've been in here for a grip. I got no problem stepping out. I know Mike Davis told me he wasn't on that.
Nobody's behind.
Oh, best. So then we just end here. By the way, your boy's
Is your guy good over here? I think Cam's dead.
Kick him!
And Lewis, since you gaming, your boy got Midnight Club 3 going. Let's go.
W game, good game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To me, all-time lows are worse when there's expectations and I'm putting resources.
Exactly. Okay, all-time low. How about this? AJ and Shinsuke at 34. Expectations through the roof. Reality.
And that shit was dog shit.
Let's put this to NBA. Let's put this to NBA
let's put this to NBA standards, right? Why is Kwame Brown considered one of the worst?
Because Stephen A.
Why
Smith
is
and
that
that
the
rant
phrase
made
you
it
bring
worse.
up?
No. He's one of the worst because, dude, when you were in high school, we saw you and said, you know what? We're gonna put the resources into you early and get you out of high school. Because if you're taking somebody out of high school, you gotta have some insane talent. So we're gonna take you out. We're gonna draft you out of high school, and we're gonna put all these resources in you within you, and we're gonna try to develop you. And he didn't meet the expectations.
But he also got drafted, brought to an organization and a guy that didn't want him, nor had the patience for children.
Well, here's the thing. That don't change the fact Kwame sucked.
And that draft was all-time bad, too.
That nigga ass.
Stephen A. was right. That brother got no footwork. He got no post-work.
This motherfucker. This nigga. We gonna get back to Graps in a second.
You gonna tell me he worse than Anthony Bennett?
But
wait, what?
You gonna tell me Kwame worse than Anthony Bennett?
They the same tier. They the same tier.
No. Yeah, same tier, yes. But the expectations of Anthony Bennett was different because he himself didn't know that he was gonna go number one until that night. Kwame comfortably knew was deemed as
bro. When I sat here, I want to say what was that? I think that was like 3 weeks after Aaliyah was born. So sometime in September, I sat around. I was watching that one game. You know when Kobe hit the two buzzer beaters against the Suns?
Yeah.
This man, Kwame Brown, in the first half, smoked 3 open dunks. 3 open, not layups, dunks, and turned the ball over 4 times.
The Suns didn't even put a 7-footer on the floor. How does he do that?
So let me
Bro, as a Lakers fan, I hate that you brought it up.
So let me put into perspective right now, right? Let me put it in perspective right now.
This nigga trash.
So the expectation, like we've seen players get drafted out of high school all the time. The reason I say Kwame is worse than Anthony Bennett is because you were drafted number 1 overall out of high school. So they're trying to make it seem like you're LeBron-esque. You're supposed to come in and make this huge fucking impact. You're supposed to come in and you're better than the players that were seasoned in college and worked on their game more. So if you're drafted out of high school, number 1 overall, they're deeming you as a generational talent. Anthony Bennett was not that when he was drafted.
No.
He worked in Jamarcus Russell.
He was still a top 5 pick.
No.
It was. They're both ass. They're both same tier of ass. But if we're comparing, like we said, if we're splitting hairs, Kwame's expectations was way more than Anthony Bennett's.
They were.
Because Anthony Bennett, up to that draft night, wasn't even the consensus, like, for scouts, wasn't even the number 1.
You know who I had number 1 in his draft? Otto Porter, looking back. Or at that time. Going into that draft, I had Otto Porter number 1.
Was in that for Otto Porter to be the number one guy?
Or Oladipo. It was those because it was those 3.
Oladipo was in that same class.
He went number 2 to Orlando.
That was 2013.
No, that was the 2014. That was the 2014 draft.
Was it?
We're talking about Anthony Bennett. I got confused. All right, we're on Anthony Bennett. Yeah, my fault.
No, 2013. Yeah, 2014 was yeah. Oh God, Nerlens Noel.
Like we say, that it's both.
Was Andrew Wiggins 2014?
But like I said, it's both ass. But if we're splitting hairs, I think if you're drafted number 1 out of high school, you're a generation. They're deeming you as a generational talent, and you have to succeed.
Yo,
generally, yeah.
Low key. This 2013 draft kind of. So Anthony Bennett,
Giannis is in that draft.
Giannis. Fucking Alex, why is Alex Len here?
It's different. Kobe was drafted 13 out of high school, but he didn't have the expectations. Like,
Right. And also the difference is that back in 2001, there was still a lot of. There's got to be hype on a kid if they come out of high school at that time. So like, oh shit, because like there was a premium on taking high school kids. You know, your Eddie Currys, Tyson Chandlers, dudes like that. Eddie Curry, yeah, part of the baby Bulls when they were trying to rebuild back in the early 2000s, but. Because of Kobe and Kevin Garnett and Jermaine O'Neal, people were thinking, well, shoot, if you get the high school kid, they got the bigger upside, so they expect more out of you. But not everybody's those dudes. Not everybody's a LeBron. There's a reason why you're not allowed to come out of high school anymore, mainly because of guys like Kwame Brown and Martell Webster, who was the first lottery pick to go get them sent to the G League.
I think this is telling me that. I think this is telling me that, like what Esco said, it probably Lewis is probably not top 5, but shit, I think it's up there.
It's a low. I think
it's I'll give you top 20 because there's more lows I could.
There are top 20 now playing.
There's so much, bro. No, it's not the fact that. I'm just saying it's not the fact that it's a bad low. I just think WWE.
It's not even.
it's just they have too much dog shit lows. King Corbin, I'm putting that shit up there.
King Corbin with the dog food over Roman Reigns.
Up there.
When we're
King
comparing on a
Corbin,
scale,
Happy Corbin, Constable Corbin.
When we put
Taking
these things on a
five.
scale, right?
Annoying.
When we're putting them on a scale, one's a main event thing where they're literally it's the expectations versus the Undertaker. You're facing Giant Gonzalez. Yes, this is dog shit, but it's like I expected it to be.
Right. It's like Cole and Lawler. Did anybody actually expect that to be good? Comparing that to Goldberg Lesnar at 20. There were people who had expectations. Exactly, because there were people who had expectations for that match. Nobody expected Cole and Lawler to be anything.
But the thing is, though, you just
what about at 33?
Wow, Brock Lesnar, what's name? Just
that's different because that match was exactly what it needed to be, an 8-minute demolition derby of two big badasses killing each other and a fight that feels real. That's because you believe those two. They're believable. Their offense is believable. They didn't try once everyone in the audience, because New York is a smart crowd, that Brock's leaving after everyone knew Goldberg was leaving, so they half-assed it. And they got and the audience told them about themselves.
You know the shit's ass when they put Stone Cold in the match. They still can't get nobody cheered. Bro.
No, and no,
he was the one getting cheered.
Yeah,
all he had to do was breathe, Pop.
I always said Stone Cold had the most devastating stunner of all time. He stunned Brock so hard it left him out for 8 years. Goldberg didn't come back for 12. Sent those dudes to the shadow realm.
Yeah, it's low-key hilarious. Come up here, so we will rotate.
Yeah.
So we get those folks in here.
Thanks for having me up.
If there's any takes y'all want to get off, please make sure y'all get them off before you get up out of here.
Nah, I'm straight. Mind if I just do a quick little plug for my shit though?
No. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So you already know. Other than Cam's ass, as y'all know, it's your resident Super Unc K Rob. I got a reaction channel, got sports channel. Also with my man Be Nice on Button Bashers. All the info, you click on the link. You see my link there. Click on it. See all the stuff in the description. Also, your boy's trying to move. If you want to help with the funds, you know what to do. I appreciate all y'all brothers. Love you. You know it.
Thanks for you again, K Rob.
Yes, sir.
Hey Rob, I was playing around, man. I'm not.
Fuck you, Cam.
No, you've been bullshitting. You've been bullshitting on my time. Sign. All right, y'all. I'm gonna jump back in the chat.
Time and everything.
Honestly, Cam, as of recently, Will Ospreay is just big match Finn Balor. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. He big match. Great matches to lose. Great matches to lose, baby. Let's go.
Y'all talking about a Power Ranger?
Oh, you talking about Logan Paul?
Oh, what? Hey, whoa.
Wow.
Go ahead. I don't care.
Whoa. Hold on.
I've been wanting to ask y'all that because I've seen a lot of people saying that.
I'm just confused. What context you using that on? Like, what you mean, Logan Paul?
You said big matches, so you said big matches.
Oh yeah. He a big match loser. Oh yeah. He a big match loser.
How do y'all? Because I've been seeing some discourse on Twitter. How do y'all feel about the whole like if you hate Will Ospreay, you gotta hate Logan Paul? Because I've been seeing some people compare.
Cam Rent.
Here we go with this Logan Paul and Ospreay.
That's see personally, that's a take I ignore because that's fucking stupid.
That shit is dumb. That's a dumb ass take.
Like I've started to stop wasting my time with stupid takes.
Wait, can we not get that attention though? Just say that was stupid and move on because that come on, like that's just.
Bro, that's a take. I hit the mute button immediately.
Bro, we literally just said. Before Cam crashed out, Mo, we literally seen a tweet that G Baby posted on his TikTok talking about the world. Jey Uso with the world heavyweight title has been as meaningful as Roman Reigns when he was the tribal chief.
Yeah, you know what I did? I looked up that person's at and I muted him.
There's so many people on mute on X because how many dumb takes they have on there.
I just got over 1,500 muted on Twitter.
Bro, my block list long. I ain't gonna lie.
I just muted like 100 people over the Becky Hogan stuff about Money in the Bank.
Is that Ghost
real?
Is that Ghost Ninja?
Actually, it's done, bro.
Mr. Ghost.
Somehow back here again. How are we doing?
Ghost?
Back again.
How are we doing?
What's
going on? Oh man, what's up?
Cam, how do you feel about that Logan Paul and Ospreay discourse? How do you feel?
I think people who say that are fucking idiots.
There's really no more to say
Just
about
idiots, that's it.
Logan Paul and Ospreay. Wow.
Why are we comparing the two? Well, one is just obviously better than the other.
Wow, that's something.
You right?
You know
Logan
why?
is better.
Because they're both tall. They're both tall, athletic, blonde men. That's what it is.
Yeah, you're right. Logan is better. So what are we talking about?
Why am I being told to crash out on
Mo?
What did Mo do?
Come on.
It's his life.
mean, everybody.
Y'all
crushes
can't
out
take
on
me
Mo.
serious like 85% of the time. I ain't gonna lie.
What did Mo do this time?
But Mo, you just be trolling to the point where it's like, man.
So can I ask people how they truly feel about Logan Paul?
He sucks. He sucks. He fucking sucks.
I don't want him in the main event scene. I don't want him in the main event scene.
I don't want.
He's best as a mid carder. He's best as a mid carder.
I don't want him in the main event scene, but I think when niggas say, "Oh, he sucks,"
I don't want him employed by World. I don't want him employed by World Wrestling.
Are you going to
See
use
now we
want to
now
go
we
to
dragging.
Is
Now we
this-
dragging.
Do you just hate Logan Paul, the person,
Still
or
have
the
in the main
wrestler?
event scene.
That's just feelings, though. That's just.
See, I give him credit that he can wrestle, but I think everything else he just sucks at. Even though I don't like him as a person, I put that away from everything he does.
He shouldn't. He
WWE.
shouldn't be in the main event, but he doesn't suck.
I do not want Logan Paul. I do not want Logan Paul working for World Wrestling Entertainment. I think he's outlived.
You got to use their government though.
I think.
Is this because the wrestler or the person?
I think he's. I think he's outlived his usefulness to WWE. To be quite honest with you, I don't think the man is good at all. I don't think he's good at all. His matches. I don't think he's good at all. So yeah, I would like him not employed by World Wrestling Entertainment. I know why he is.
I don't know.
Can I?
Wait, hold on, real quick. Wait, why
Go
is
ahead.
he? Wait, hold on. Why is he employed, Cam? Why is he in WWE?
Because he's a celebrity. That's why.
Jesus.
You think that's the only thing?
That's the only reason. The only reason why is because he's a celebrity. If you
I mean, that's the only reason why they put attention to him at first.
Yeah, you want to say that? That's the only reason why he's in the wrestling?
Because he's a
The
celebrity.
thing he said in his message is going viral.
That is why. If you
Can I ask this question real quick about Logan Paul?
and tell me that it's because Logan Paul is a draw, what the fuck is Logan Paul?
That's exactly what I was about to get into. That's exactly what I was about to get
He
into.
brought to the fucking product. So don't bring that fucking. He's a draw.
I just think it's nasty that the niggas finally having like consistent like a couple of duds in a row, which all wrestlers have.
Nigga,
He's not.
He's
Like,
not
I'm just-
a wrestler. His
Cam,
Hold
bro,
on.
come on, nigga, stop, come on, stop.
Let's let Mo answer his question. Yeah, he's been waiting for his question.
My fault.
We're all adults here,
No, you good.
except
You good.
Mo.
Let's be civil.
Fuck you.
Except that's our people.
Adults.
So people use this argument. I'm not saying anybody up here said it yet, but people use this argument with Logan Paul that he's this draw and he brings in money, he brings in eyes to the product, he does the fuck off. I would like an actual proof and an actual metric outside of YouTube subscribers showing that Logan Paul actually brings eyes to the WWE product, because I know a lot of people that have come back to wrestling in the last 5 or so years, whether they came back to it or they just started watching. And I know a lot of people in real life and and online, and not one of them do I know watches WWE for Logan Paul. Not one. Not
And I
one.
don't even
You
think
can't
it's
say
like
that
an
too
actual
loud.
metric. I don't even think
of him being this, because the way people gas it, they act like he has Stone Cold Steve Austin drawing powers. No, the
you
fuck
can't
he
even
doesn't.
you can't even say that he draws with even himself or like Prime anymore because they have like 50 million different sponsors all over the place. So
Those same people that say that are the same ones that cape for Travis Scott having being the one that gives to the 17.
Jesus.
Shout out Travis.
Don't get me started with that. Don't get me
I
started.
will say, I think Logan Paul, if he were to really commit to the full time and work on his promos a little bit better, I think it would be work. I think it would work out.
My thing is,
I don't
when
have a
he
problem with him
signed
in
and did his
WWE
vignette on Netflix, he said he is full time.
I mean,
Well,
he's
like-
lying.
He's lying. He has been
He
on every
capping, bro. He
pay-per-view.
capping.
Hey,
Well,
fuck
this
you,
is
be
the
that
pay-per-view,
cat,
at least
bro.
for this year.
Yeah, well, you guys know me. I go off of your traits before anything. What can your traits affect the product in a positive way? And for me, with Logan Paul, as it stands right now, none of his traits affect the product other than good matches. But he's one of those people where he got to be in there somebody better than him to have a really fucking
Yeah, I was
good
gonna
match.
say, when's the
Because
last
I'm
good
sorry,
match?
I'm not holding on to a Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns match that happened almost 3
2
years ago.
Yeah,
That's
no.
different. I
Because
can't
I think-
hold on to that. Consistently, he's been fairly average.
He
Fairly,
was- that's
and
average.
I'm giving him average because he's an amazing athlete.
He's nicer than me.
And he's actually a very good mat wrestler because he was All-American in high school. So he's actually a well-rounded mat wrestler. But other than that, there's not much right now I'm seeing that makes me believe in Logan Paul as a super main event level talent.
like you look at his Ray match, the
Lewis,
Miz match, the J match.
Well,
You don't really
Increase.
get anything believable out of
Lewis,
those matches we've had recently.
And Lewis, and what you said was perfectly fine. Is again, nigga, I look like I'm a Logan Paul defender because you got Cam talking about nigga sucks. I don't think that
He doesn't full on suck. No.
I don't think he's terrible.
Like,
No.
I will say there are some Logan promos where I feel like
that are terrible.
No, I wasn't even gonna say terrible. But I do feel like there has been some Logan Paul promos where I'm like, okay, but better delivery next time. You know what I'm saying? Like on the mic, I feel Chris, you haven't fucking talked all string, bro.
Come on, Chris. You
I get the most.
I get
the most airtime every fucking day, bro. Let the homies get it out, bro.
So all I'm saying,
let me kick back and relax.
I feel like Logan is such a double-edged sword. I feel like there's people that think he's just flat out terrible, and people that just think he's flat out good. I think Logan Paul.
People think he's good.
I think Logan Paul is like Josh Allen. I think coming in, he's a major project, and you can see the potential. But if he puts the pieces together, he could be really good. I've seen some Logan Paul promos where I'm like, okay, like I understood what you were saying. I feel the direction you were going in. Your delivery just not there. Let's work on the delivery. I see your matches.
Where's the metric for this though? That's what I'm. Where is the evidence for this besides? Oh, he has YouTube subscribers.
What?
Who's sticking around watching WWE for this motherfucker? What? That's what I'm asking.
I hear more people coming to watch WWE over Rhea Ripley than I hear Logan Paul.
You see, y'all gotta let me finish when I'm making my points. You know what I'm saying? Logan Paul to me is like Josh Allen coming out of Wyoming.
Nah. He said, he had to keep watching.
Okay.
Remember, you gotta think, Lewis. He kind of delayed to where like.
Got you.
Yeah. So yeah.
He's like Josh Allen. We knew it. If Josh Allen puts them pieces together, that's a monster. That's how I feel.
Yeah, look. Like I said,
that's how I feel. I don't think his storytelling is all that bad when he's actually there.
No, he's had some moments where, you can say that because there's been some moments where, like I don't know if you remember Lewis, but that whole Yaya Yeet shit.
That shit was trash. That shit was trash.
But he's had some better. All I'm saying is, I don't think he's a main event talent.
But when he told Ricochet to his face, yeah, brother, that was cool for TikTok. I'm like, that's good. That's a good line.
That was funny. I'm not gonna lie. That was funny.
I was like, that's a good line. Need better delivery though. I need more fluidity because he sounded like a robot. Go back when he said that was cool for TikTok. It's like, no, I need better delivery, Logan. But if it sounded way better, that would have been a fucking.
But like I said, when we got Cam on here, like he sucked. He shouldn't even be.
I don't think he's flat out trash.
I don't
think he should be portrayed at the level he's trying to be portrayed at. I think that's what masked it. But I don't think he's trash.
That's my problem. Carter would probably do better if they put him in the mid card.
He not Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Just relax.
Yeah, like trash is Kwame Brown.
Hey, Mike. Hey, MKG.
Why y'all keep saying his name, bro?
He was the dog, bro. I'm not drafting somebody that shoot like this, bro.
Hey, man. So many people had messed up jump shots. Lonzo Ball had a messed up ugly jump shot.
You know what?
Markel Fultz.
That's not his fault. That his shoulder got fucked up. It's not his fault. Michael Kidd mid-Chris jump shot.
I'm saying like
mid-Chris is crazy. His use was great.
He was not good.
Logan
on defense he was.
Cam, let me ask you this.
You drafting a guy that shoot like that?
Hold on.
Ew.
Hold on.
Hey, I'll put it like this: if it went into the basket every time he shoot, I wouldn't care.
Let me ask you this: Shinsuke Nakamura, or Logan.
But he didn't. So.
Oh, brother. Trent.
Look, garbage of garbage. Which one do you want?
In Big 25.
Yeah, I'm saying he's saying he's trash. Like Shinsuke is trash. So Cam, Shinsuke or Logan Paul?
You heard Cam? I don't want either.
Nah, you have to answer, brother.
Yo, Cam funny. I don't want either. This shit's trash.
Either one of them come on my television. That shit is getting turned off. I don't want either.
Okay, Cam, what about Solo or Logan Paul?
Oh, brother. Oh, shit.
Solo's actually been showing something.
But nigga, Solo funny as hell.
I'd rather take Solo. What's next?
Shout out Solo.
Yeah.
Solo been funny. I will get that. He's funny as fuck.
I
think Solo. I like Solo as a manager. I ain't gonna front with you. I do.
Wait, so G's point on Logan Paul. So he said, Mo, you're asking where's the metric? I'll give you an example. Do you really need a metric to know that more people watch Backlash than maybe aren't just because? Is that not a metric?
All right. So to me, well, to be fair, They was also in Puerto Rico. So there's a lot more logistics that go along with it. Because, like, if we go to WrestleMania, I don't think there was a huge chunk of people that watched Bad Bunny just for WrestleMania, like, in that mixed tag match. You know what I'm saying?
It's like if Rhea Ripley went to
I
Australia,
gotta say,
so many
yeah,
people are gonna watch her.
I'm saying people that Logan Paul is genuinely keeping around. Who the fuck is sitting here being like, I can't wait to tune into Raw to see Logan Paul? Nobody.
Oh, wow.
And you're lying if you say otherwise. You're fucking lying if you say otherwise.
That's why niggas be like, man, I can't wait to see Travis Scott help John Cena out. Like, who's saying that?
I'm here to tell you, Travis Scott got fans that are like that, bro. They're ready to see this man.
Bro, those are bots.
I'm being serious. I know so many
Generational
Travis
bots,
Scott
actually.
fans that are excited, bro.
Hall of Fame bots.
God of the bear. This is crazy.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie. I might trade for Drew Holiday right now. Hold on. He's only 22. Steph Curry older than Drew Holiday.
All right, look, everybody that's been up here for a minute, we got to transition out. I know there's some people in the chat that were like they're trying to come up. So
all right.
They want to watch him get his ass whooped. That's a good heel.
What?
I'm done. Change the subject. Change the subject.
Oh boy,
Change the
oh
subject.
boy.
Change the subject. Change the subject.
They want to watch
Change the
him.
subject. Go away. People want to see Baron Corbin. No. That's called go away heat. That's called go away heat. Get off my TV. Go away. Go do something else. Go do something
All
else.
that say by that logic, you would have to feel the same way about John Moxley.
He sucks. He fucking sucks.
He sucked though.
He's
And people are watching the whole.
John Moxley trash.
They don't make him good.
People want to see the title check off John Moxley. So what is his?
What a fan of John
doesn't make him
Moxley after
good.
we saw that
That
him in
doesn't
that
make him
cult
good.
match. Why are we
That
defending
brother
this?
is not good. That brother's not good.
That brother is stinking up.
We got to rotate so other folks can get up here.
People in 2011.
All right. Well, thanks for having me up. Thanks for having me.
Yes,
up.
sir.
Yes, sir, John.
Yeah, no, yes.
People
No,
in
I'll listen.
2011 want to see Michael
Hot
Cole.
take Damian Priest overrated.
Mox has been better since
you hope?
after Dynasty.
Out.
Damian Priest overrated, man.
We're done.
Moxon's dynasty has been a better champion than John Cena.
So he went from a 3 to a 1.
He went
A
so you
3
mean
to
to
a fucking 7.
you mean to tell me John Moxley went from a 3 to a 3.1 as a champion?
He's a better champion than Jonathan Cena right now.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
time out.
brother.
Oh,
brother.
See,
Look what
okay,
you just
I'm
caused.
so confused. So let me, Cam, let me ask you this, right? And for especially my AEW people out there, right? There was like a consistent, like 4, 5, 6 weeks straight. Now I'm seeing John Moxley having a match, and y'all are literally saying it's the worst thing y'all ever seen in y'all lives.
Moxley
Like,
sucks.
how is
Horrible, bro.
that?
I'm sorry.
How do y'all see that, Ken? Because I saw you crash out. Because I think it was the match where I think he fought Edge. Christian tried to cash in. He got choked out with that little ass submission. Like you said, it's the worst thing you ever seen in your life. How is Cena worse than that?
He's been better than Cena.
But
He's been what?
he said he's been a better champion than John Cena. How?
John Cena's a dynasty. John Cena, I think, has an argument to be the worst thing on American wrestling television.
Oh,
what?
Oh,
What?
Oh,
The worst?
Yeah.
The worst thing that we've ever seen on American
Let's
television.
get negative.
No, he didn't say ever. He didn't say ever. He didn't say ever.
Like right now?
He can say ever. Sure, I don't care. He's fine.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's get negative.
All right, explain your point. Let him get his point off. Let him explain it.
Now you want to let bullshit get explained. Man. You got it.
John Cena's off with his heel running a complete fucking disaster. Let me pull up my notes on this shit because I knew this shit was going to come.
He took note. Yeah. Oh,
He took
my
notes.
lord.
That's interesting.
Wait, you took notes on John Cena?
That's interesting.
What?
Did you take notes on John Cena? Yes or no?
There's no way.
Yes, he did.
You
That's
did.
funny.
Why are you going? Why are you doing this?
Wait.
Why are you doing this?
Oh, that's rough, brother.
Before he
That's
lost
wrong.
before he lost the belt, Cam, you were saying Jey Uso was a better champion than John Cena?
I think Jey Uso was a better champion than John Cena. I think it was.
All right.
I think Jey Uso.
I actually agree.
I don't disagree. Yeah,
I agree, actually.
Jey Uso had the better title reign than John Cena did.
I don't think, for the record, I don't think Jey Uso was a dog shit world champion. He was solid. He was solid. He was okay.
It was 51 days. He was all right.
Jey Uso is the world champion.
I didn't want to turn off the TV.
because
I turn off the TV when John Cena
I
comes on.
definitely think the Cena shit is definitely underwhelming, Lewis. But
Jay,
the worst.
I changed the channel when Cena's here.
The worst thing in American television.
Now you dragging him. Watch him out.
I changed the channel. I can't watch them. I can't.
Shit, you ain't watch on Raw? Yeah, I know.
When John Cena comes out, I'm like, let me go on Peacock and turn on Cena versus Shawn or something because I don't want to watch this. I genuinely don't watch Cena in 2025. I don't. I changed the channel.
So how is Moxley a better champion than Cena right now?
That I don't.
Because I literally been seeing you and mad AEW people crash out about the level of dog shit John Moxley's been doing as a champion.
Moxley hasn't been good. Moxley's been bad too. But I can make the argument that since Dynasty, John Moxley, I would argue you can make a consistent argument that John Moxley, I think it's been better than what the fuck John Cena's been doing.
So since Dynasty,
you got the. I'm all in.
I need to hear the argument though. Yeah, I need to hear the argument.
Well, to me, if your opponents are looking because like to me after Dynasty, I thought Samoa Joe carried the build. I'm thinking Hangman's story is way overshadowing the Death Rider story because at this point it's not Hangman saving AEW, it's Hangman getting redemption for himself. That's what we give a fuck about.
I think these are better stories than what John Cena's told because he's been champion.
What?
I think the stories
I think Cena's had good matches so far. I think Cena's good. Aside from Cody, I think that's the only dud.
Yeah,
Like
Royal Rumble was good. Elimination Chamber was good. Him and Randy was elite. Him and Truth was fun as fuck. The tag match was good. I'll give it that.
I just can't watch Cena's promos. I can't get behind.
He sounds like an angry elf. Like,
how many days left?
Like a bitch. Like shut up. They bullied me. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of
the
here.
match catalog. I think
Cena
wipes.
Bitch, it's 2025. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit.
You see, Trent, it's motherfuckers like you. Why Cena turn heel?
If we're talking,
I don't want to hear that shit.
You said what?
Is it motherfuckers like you that made Cena turn heel?
Hey, shit, he need to let go of that anger, bro.
If he was using that argument in 2015, cool.
Now
2016,
look.
cool.
2025. I don't think that makes his heel run a
all right,
failure.
look, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
No, that's not what I said. I cannot buy what he's saying. I cannot buy what he's saying at all.
So how can you not buy it when he's about to be done, but you could have bought it when he was in 2016 and 2017?
Because that's when niggas was actually fucking with him and bullying him. That's when niggas actually hated that nigga. The same niggas that used to hate him like him. I've just seen a lot of old heads turn back and see like John Cena. He wasn't even that bad.
He basically saying why are you turning heel when everybody likes you, but you didn't.
That's right, yo. But hey, Louis.
Let me finish though.
In his last run,
he's saying why are you turning heel when everybody has already accepted you, rather than when everybody was actually hating you.
Whoa.
That's stupid to me. And using that justification.
But I'm not.
If you want to turn heel and be like, I'm desperate.
I feel like it's a double.
So here's what I think. I think they should have.
Fans are fickle.
I see both sides of my.
I've known that though.
I think they should have just went the Cena was desperate and old route. That's
yes.
That's all. That's literally all you had to do.
To be fair, they did show
both
that.
sides,
To be fair, they did show that during the chamber, though. I don't know why.
They they showed that in the chamber. I guess you showed it.
Why they didn't capitalize on it though. That's what I'm saying.
Up on that.
Yeah, because they showed the chamber. He saw Rollins stop Punk. He said, "Fuck it, I'm choking him out." And then
I do the same shit.
And then he shows it at Mania by spamming the same moves that are working. So it's just
that's what I'm saying.
I can't sit here.
But look, maybe because like with G Baby's like they literally not accepting until he about to be on his way out.
Can I explain why? Can I explain why I think John Cena is? Or can I explain why I think he's better than Cena Dynasty? I don't think either of them are good, but if I had to choose, I'm taking.
Why has John Moxley been better since Dynasty? But I thought, wait. When was Dynasty again?
Dynasty was in
like the date month type shit.
Yeah, I got it right here. 6/04/2025. So that's what?
It was in April.
Yeah, pretty much.
Personally, I think the story Moxley has been involved in since Dynasty have been better than John Cena build up. I thought the Moxley Swerve build up was very, very good, even though the match itself was shitty. The fucking finish. I thought the story to fucking what's it called? I thought the story to Double or Nothing Anarchy in the Arena, where it was I thought the story to Anarchy in the Arena, where it was Moxley and the Death Riders and the Young Bucks against Swerve and basically Team AEW. I thought that build up was very strong. I think his promos over the past month have been a lot better than John Cena's. I think they've been a lot better than John Cena. Cena comes out and it's Cena fucking talking about how you people were mean to me. You people get nothing. He's coming out and cartoonishly calling the fucking fans.
What's wrong with coming out to cartoon shit?
But I'm not gonna lie, he's not speaking facts.
He's coming out and he's cartoonishly.
He's not speaking. He can get mad. He's not speaking the truth.
I'm letting Cam finish.
Yeah, let him finish. Let him finish.
He's coming out and he's insulting the fans in a very cartoonish way.
You too.
I cannot believe a word of what he fucking said. At least I can believe, even though I don't know what the fuck John Moxley is saying in his promos. I can at least believe John Moxley believes in what the fuck he believes in. I believe that shit means something to Moxley. I don't think that shit means anything to John Cena. I think his matches, John Cena hasn't wrestled. He hasn't wrestled on TV that often if he's turned heel. But I think the matches Moxley has had have been better. I think the Briscoe match was better than anything. I think the Mark Briscoe match was good. I think the Samoa Joe Cage match was fun. Anarchy in the Arena, obviously, but I don't count multi-man matches. So I'll give that a pass. I don't count multi-man matches, obviously, so I'm going to give that a pass. I think the build-up to what they're doing with him and Hangman have been better than what John Cena has been doing in this build-up. It's better than what John Cena's been doing in this road. And it's better than what John Cena's been doing as the heel. He's turned heel outside of the heel turn itself. And also the biggest issue that I had with Moxley and the Death Riders were they were so bad they were all over the show. John Moxley is not all over the show anymore. Outside of the past 2 weeks, outside of this week and last week when Dynamite was a 4-hour show, John Moxley usually appears at the beginning of the show and we don't see from him again. And then he usually cuts a backstage promo and Collision that's about 5 minutes. That is why I think John Moxley has been better than John Cena. Also, I'm keeping him being with Cena. I'm not saying Randy Orton match was bad because that match was better than it had any right to be. I did not expect
Facts.
That match was better
I
than
hate Cena and Randy.
But we are keeping it a being. But we are keeping it a being. That match, that style, if he has that same exact style of match he got with Orton, if he has that shit is going to get old very fucking fast. But let me be quiet because if I say something about match quality, I'm gonna get told how I like Will Ospreay. So let me be quiet on that.
You gotta let that shit go, bro. You say that shit every day.
Let me explain my issue with the John Cena run. So G Baby in the chat says they didn't appreciate him. Keywords there in his prime. You are now on the way out.
Thank you.
The apex of your hatred ended a decade ago.
Thank you.
A decade. So you're telling me your justification for turning heel now is something that stopped happening 10 years ago? If John Cena came out and said, "Oh, I'm doing what I need to do to get to the world title. I don't give a fuck if you like it." That is an actual okay. That makes sense. But you're using something from a decade ago to turn on niggas. Imagine people Rock turning heel in, let's say, 2007 because niggas was like, "Oh, you said die Rocky die." That's stupid.
Yo, Mo.
But not only that, it was the whole like.
Hold on, bro. Okay.
No, I want to hear the argument against that. Go ahead.
Oh, you don't think it plays a part that literally in his prime niggas getting booed crazy? You don't think that can do something to somebody's mental health, bro?
Bro, it's been a fucking decade. 10
Why
years.
now?
10 years. 10 years.
That doesn't matter.
If you wanted to turn him heel, you should have done it in 2012. Like,
I'm not repeating myself.
He was supposed to, but you know that shit. But I feel like you dragging it though. Like I feel like you dragging it.
How am I dragging it by saying I don't enjoy it? I don't enjoy it.
Okay.
How's that dragging it?
I
don't enjoy it.
Backtrack. Okay, you're right that you don't enjoy it. I just think that you're dragging the part that come out. He's turning here because of 10 years ago. Like I feel like okay, but let me just explain why. Look, if my majority of my problem and what I'm doing in a football field, basketball field, or even wrestling, I'll like, for example, say I'm still hooping this now, I'm in my prime. I'm getting hate, and I don't get love until I'm about to be on the way out. I'm gonna feel some type of way. That's how it is. That's
Kobe?
I'm gonna feel some type of
That's literally Kobe. That motherfucker was hated all the way up until he left.
No way you're comparing Kobe Bryant.
If you were not a Lakers fan, you hated Kobe Bryant for how good he was.
No way you are comparing Kobe to John Cena. There is no way. There is no way.
You just said hooping. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, yes.
I'm
okay,
done.
I'm done. This is what I'm saying. When Kobe was in his prime,
I'm dragging.
He went back to back. He was loved. What are you talking about?
Okay.
He was loved. John Cena in his prime, nigga will come out. Boom! He get his ass booed on time.
Right.
What are you
So
saying?
that's
Like,
why that justification would have worked a decade ago much better than it works right now. John Cena, when he first came out at the Raw on Netflix, was talking about the fact that he couldn't win a fucking singles match. That using that as your justification makes way more sense than digging something up that happened a minute ago. That is weak to me. That's weak as fuck to me. And that's why personally, when he talks, I'm not buying none of it. You all them years you said rise above hate. You successfully did that. Now you're using that argument. You're using that justification for why you turning heel now. No, that makes no sense. To me, that's weak. That's weak as fuck. And that's why personally I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy John Cena's promos. I don't enjoy none of that. That's just me. I'm not saying this is the worst title reign I've ever seen, or he's even the worst thing on TV. But personally, I'm not sitting here watching John Cena. And why am I so wrong for not enjoying something?
That's what I'm saying. If you
because he's a bum.
If you what's the name? If you feel like the way, I'm not gonna say you're wrong in this. Oh, let me address this Kobe shit. Yes, Kobe. Everybody has haters, just like how LeBron haters are OD. Like Kobe had haters, but Kobe had haters for some shit that outside the court. And when Kobe won back to back, he got mad love, and because he was in his prime. That's what I'm saying. I just know when Cena was in his prime, majority of the time niggas was hating. OD.
When Kobe Bryant was playing for the LA Lakers, the media was quite literally calling him a ball hog. When the Lakers gave Kobe Bryant,
because he was. That's the truth.
I ain't gonna lie, Kobe didn't start getting his real love until he started going.
That's the truth.
When the Lakers gave Kobe Bryant that large ass contract at the end of his career, as a thank you. You had the media members talk about how Kobe's selfish and how Kobe is holding back players and how Kobe is holding back these fucking players. When we can clearly see that these players, they are no longer Kobe Bryant, and we just might have to admit it might.
Wait, Cam, repeat what you wait. Time out. You're talking about they gave you. Time out. Cam, you're talking about they gave him a big contract at the end of his career, right? When he was washed and he was done. And correct me if I'm wrong, that's when the Lakers were sucking, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between hating and being something that's truthful?
Huh?
What?
What?
What do you mean? What?
Repeat it.
Okay, so y'all think it was hate that he got because he signed a big contract knowing they suck? I don't think that's hate. I just think that's being the truth. That's holding the team back. If you're signing a big contract and you're washed, you're about to be done playing the game, and your team sucks, and you need the money, and you're about to take all that money.
I agree with that. I agree.
That's not hating. That's just the truth. You're holding the team back.
I agree. When
you want to say when they lost it, when they got swept by Dirk and them after they went back to back, and it say he didn't play well, whatever, and he got hate for that because he played bad. I don't think that's hate. You played bad. You're going to get criticism. I don't think we're confusing getting hate and you playing like shit and it being the truth. I think there needs to be a balance on that. We need to have a confusion. Like when Kobe Bryant quit in that game 7 and he was getting dumb hate, you quit in the middle of a game 7. Who's not going to get hate for that? versus you averaging 30, winning MVP, going back to back. If somebody's still hating on you, yeah, bro, that's hate. That's obviously hate. But when Kobe Bryant was winning,
it makes no sense.
But here's why I play devil's advocate. You can still give criticism and still hate somebody.
I agree.
The criticism just fuels your hatred even more.
Lewis, I agree. But I don't think the Kobe Bryant example is the. Maybe I need somebody else. You want to say somebody like LeBron? Because even when LeBron was still winning, because he gets the comparisons to Michael Jordan.
LeBron gets hate. LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron. If I'm saying you want to maybe
Right, LeBron, wrong name, LeBron.
like you want to use LeBron. Yeah, I feel like LeBron shit has way more logistics because he gets compared to people's GOAT, and realistically, LeBron is the GOAT.
But was turning into me this show. What?
He's talking because you play
devil's advocate.
Oh, yeah, but I'm actually good at it.
Oh wow.
Like, are you hating on G-Baby devil's advocate? You sad?
Well, no, I hate when he does it to me.
I feel you, but yeah, like that's what I feel like. That's the difference about that. Like I don't think that's any different. Like when you start bringing up other players, like it has way more logistics than literally when John Cena was literally balling in his prime. He used to do dumb hate. OG. Like I don't think that's the same at all.
My point is, I can't buy into it because your justification is weak. That's it. To me, I find it weak.
I don't think. All right. I
don't. I didn't sit here and say it was the
I-
worst thing on television or the worst thing
So,
ever.
my opinion
just
on
cannot
it,
buy
I
into it.
don't think it's weak. However, I do think the delivery on this heel turn is trash. Because everybody has a breaking point. Like for Cena's POV, I understand his POV. Like, why is it taken for me to be at the near end of my career for y'all to actually appreciate me when I was at the apex of where I was literally at the pinnacle, giving y'all this, and that on an elite level, and you still hated me for it. But yet I'm gonna retire, and all of a sudden we supposed to be cool now? Like, I understand that, but it's the delivery that I have a problem with. He hasn't been hitting on what he's been saying. That's just me.
I can agree with because I feel like if Cena would have just in his promos, if Cena would talk like how I used to do when he used to get like angry and like in the 2010s, in the mid 2000s, I think it would look way better. He just sound OD weird. He sounds mad weird. Like it just sounds.
Yeah. I agree with. I pretty much Luis said it perfectly. I don't think the justification is horrible, but he's got to deliver it better.
Not only that, but also deliver on the stories. The shit with Randy was fire, like saying I'm gonna ruin wrestling, and ruining wrestling is taking you out of the equation, and you ruining your family legacy. And we all know the Orton family is a royal fucking family of wrestling. Bit like, yeah, that's the shit I like when you talk about ruining wrestling. Like, oh, you're part of a royal family? I'm gonna ruin the Orton name. Whoa, you gonna ruin the Orton name? That goes all the way back to the 50s. Orton name. I like that, but it's so inconsistent. Ugh. It's weird. Hopefully CM Punk brings some shit up.
I think the CM Punk one's gonna be another great one because he's making him wrestle in a place that he hates.
Yes.
Ooh, brother.
Saudi money.
They are getting paid though. They getting paid.
Ron Killings.
Hey,
what was the question, G?
Mo said, what can you buy into? What can you buy into more? Cena's justification or Jey Uso tapping that booth?
So before I'm gonna answer.
Get away from this tap out, bro.
I'm gonna answer that question with a question. The fact that we need to compare the two, the fact that you think that's even near a comparison says everything I need to know. I'm not gonna answer the question.
Just answer the man question, man.
Just answer the man question, brother.
Neither. Next.
Yeah, you sad.
Neither.
I'm sorry. Cena turned to him more believable to be the Jey Uso tapping my glorious king.
Oh yeah, like you're not about to tell. Yeah, that's an obvious answer,
bro. My glorious king tapped out of Jey Uso, man.
Next.
I can't get away from that decision. That shit get brought up every time I'm up here. So
ain't shit changing my mind. I'm not watching a John Cena promo in 2025.
I went straight into the group chat. I ain't gonna lie, the place was rocking when he tapped him out. I'm not gonna lie, they was cool.
Do you understand how much my phone blew up because of that shit? I never had my phone blow up more than that time. I got accused of cheating on somebody, and I didn't even cheat. Like,
welcome to my life.
All right, you know what? I didn't mean to put that out there. He said,
because I already said I was done with the conversation. I already made my point. No. Fuck that. Because I already made my point clear on how I feel about the John Cena. Y'all trying to make me enjoy something I'm not enjoying.
How are you trying to make you? He asked you.
Because my fucking point in the beginning was that I don't enjoy the.
Why are you
No. Let me finish. Because my fucking point in the beginning of this was nowhere near what Cam's point was. My point was I don't enjoy John Cena in 2025. Why do we keep going back on this? Why?
Why are you?
I don't give a fuck. Y'all not gonna change my mind on it.
Who's y'all?
Why are you crashing out?
Because why are we still having this fucking conversation? I said I was done with the conversation already.
I asked you a question, bro. Why you?
And I don't give a fuck about the question. So what up?
What are you being a bot for, bro?
All right, y'all got it. Matter of fact, if y'all want to end the show, go ahead. If y'all want to end the show, go ahead.
Nah. We got 3 guests. They haven't even gotten a fucking word.
Let me say what I gotta say. I'm done. Y'all can talk. I'm done.
Yes, if you want to introduce yourself, go ahead, man.
Niggas can't say I just don't enjoy it, but without it being a fucking debate. Y'all got it.
Was the debate for Cam first?
Literally, it was Cam saying this is the worst thing on television. I said nothing near that. Nothing near that. All I said was I don't enjoy it, and it became a whole fucking conversation. Except Cam literally saying it's the worst thing ever. Like, not ever, but you get what I'm saying. That was less of a conversation.
Yeah, I can see why, but I can't put it as the worst thing. I'm sorry.
I can't either, but that's not what I said.
Yeah, I get it.
And that me saying I don't enjoy it became more of a conversation than that.
Trent, what? Am I tripping? Does it say like Trent's commenting twice?
Yeah,
What's going on?
Yeah, it was doing that.
Trent, what's up with you?
I don't know why I say my shit twice, bro. This shit's about it.
That's something else, man. What is? How many discs has Luis been shown so far? 10?
See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all literally like Cam get away with saying it's the worst thing on television, but because I said I don't enjoy it, it became
I don't agree with that. Fuck that.
I don't either.
I'm sorry.
I don't enjoy it. For sure.
I've been consistently enjoying Cena's reign way more than Moxley's. That's just me.
How many days does he have left?
John Moxley or Cena?
He got 19 dates.
Well, he got like 19 dates. I don't know the exact days.
I think he'd be done. What, December?
Yeah, December something. I don't remember.
Okay. Who do y'all see dethroning Cena?
It's
Cody,
probably
at this point.
It should be Ron Killings.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm good.
How?
I'm straight.
Even if it's short, I would much rather Ron Killings potentially win the title.
No, brother.
Yes.
I don't know about that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about that. Just give it back to Cody, I guess.
Drew's got to show me. Ron Killer's got to show me for him to get a world title. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's get back to Cody. Now the question is Cody gonna walk out as a champion?
Yes, it's gonna be Cody.
Is that who Seth cashes in on?
That's what I think. Shit.
I think Seth cashes in, but it probably is going to be on Sammy because I think Sammy's probably going to win King of the Ring to face Gunther at SummerSlam.
Think it's going to be Sammy and Gunther or SummerSlam?
And then you have the visual where it looks like Sammy's about to win the world title, only for Seth to come down there, screw him over, make it a triple threat, and pin Sammy to become world heavyweight champion. And then you can have Sammy win the Royal Rumble to face Rollins for the title next year at Mania. That's how I see it playing out.
I just got Sammy winning the Rumble next year, to be honest.
Bro, people gotta understand that shit's in Saudi. If you think Sammy not walking away with something from that
he's
show,
winning. He's winning something.
If you think they're gonna have a show in Saudi and think Sami Zayn out of all fucking people is not walking out with something from that show, you're crazy. He walking away with something positive.
It's gonna be something positive.
Walking away.
Who would you guys put over Undertaker? Let me not do it.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
He's number one. Next.
It's not that many people at all.
He's number one to me.
He might be. He like 2. Yeah, he 2.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
What was the question?
I ain't gonna lie, 2 is crazy.
It's RSX.
2 not crazy. Who said that? Who said 2 is crazy?
He said. I said 2. I stand on that.
Somebody said 2 is crazy. 2.
Why is 2 crazy?
2 is crazy.
30 million wrestlers that's wrestled in WWE too is crazy.
Okay, so if two, wait, hold on. If two's crazy, where we got them all time then?
I have one. I have Undertaker one.
I know you do.
I think
Wait,
he's
hold on,
the
wait, hold on. We need to hit. Hold on, Jay. So, where you think he should be?
I'm not putting Taker over Austin or Cena at all.
Okay, okay. You cook with John Cena. I don't know about Austin.
Yeah.
My thing is why y'all use the term crazy too loosely too.
Yeah,
as if he doesn't have the case to have the GOAT argument. As if he don't got that.
I have Undertaker at 4.
As if this dude ain't the pinnacle of fucking
Same
WrestleMania.
here.
As
Same
if he
here.
doesn't have the
Number
greatest
4.
character of all time. As if he doesn't
Yeah,
next
he's
to
top
Shawn
5
Michaels
lock,
have like the
at
best
least.
match catalog of all time. Like we're not doing that.
That's why he's.
Like, I hate when motherfuckers say fill in blank here is crazy.
I have him at
I can say, yo, Reggie Miller, top 5 3-point shooter.
That's
over
all
Cal
crazy.
Korver, that's
Yo, Lewis.
crazy.
Yo,
All right, you're right. Yeah, you right. I
Wait.
used the
It's
wrong
crazy.
version.
He got him at 3.
I used the wrong version.
That's what I'm saying, G. 2 is crazy, but got him at 3 is crazy. That's crazy.
I have Cena 1, Austin 2.
We know you. I don't know if you can have Cena 1 and he will have to slander him like that. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. So who's your third, Cam?
I have Cena 1, I have Austin 2, I have Hogan 3, I have Taker 4.
Oh, they go Trent. Look at him. Look at Trent, bro.
Now, I said, objectively speaking, that's better top 5. So I can't.
I literally have him at 4.
I don't know if he better than Taker. Me too. I don't know if he better than Taker. But
honestly, through further examination, though, him and Michaels are so close to me. The more I go, but I just know Shawn Michaels ain't no.
I just know Shawn Michaels ain't no GOAT.
Oh shit! Well, T, better come get your man's, bro.
I got Shawn at 5.
You got Shawn at 5? Yeah, I got Shawn at 5.
Oh, I thought he said I got Shawn at 10. I was about to start wheezing.
But honestly, the more I look at Triple H, yo, y'all be underrating that boy from a talent perspective. That motherfucker's great.
He said
fucking
Hogan.
awesome.
He said Hogan not better than Taker, but he eat them vitamins. Yeah, you were kind of.
I'm gonna be real. If we're going strictly off WWE, then I say Taker's better than Hogan. But as a whole, Hogan's better than Undertaker.
I don't hate that.
Shout out WCW. He killed him.
He said, other than character work, what is Taker?
We gonna act like those ain't the 2 main parts of a wrestler, though. I hate when y'all diminish shit like this.
Why are we taking away Why are we taking?
But I hate when y'all do that. Aside from character work and in-ring work, aren't those the 2 main components you have to be good at?
With promos too.
Come on, dog.
I think he got character work.
In-ring work he has. Mike works Cena ethers. You're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? Ethers.
I think Matt's catalog is.
It's closer than people like to admit. I have
RSY is Orton.
I personally think.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no! Oh hell no!
Get him out of there.
He's trolling.
Okay. Are you rage baiting? Are you? Yeah, he's rage baiting.
He's rage baiting. You ain't catching me not today. Trent
Edge
me
at
once
5.
today.
Yeah, he's rage baiting.
You said what, Lewis?
I said Trent caught me rage. He rage baited me once today. It ain't happening again.
Yo, that's crazy.
Nope.
Orton is crazy because
they go G about to blow a gas. G about to swerve on that corner.
He said Orton number 2.
Now, I just realized. Hey, Lewis.
He said that's a ban.
There's a person in this chat who don't got Undertaker top 10.
Who don't got Undertaker top 10? Oh, I know who it is.
Snitch so I can ban him.
It's Esco.
He said give me Ryback over all those beats.
I ain't gonna lie, Esco. You know my ban button heavy. You bet. I don't know how you don't have him.
He said Sting better than Undertaker.
Well, I think he should understand when we're talking about all-time rankings, people primarily talk about WWE. So I think he needs to get his head out of his ass because this is mainly a WWE podcast, whether people like it or not.
That was for let's go. All right.
That was for the show. You yeah. Now I think Undertaker.
I think Orton top 10, but he at 10.
The more I hear Lewis talk about Undertaker, it made me put him at 2.
You know what? I appreciate. You know what? I appreciate that. You know what?
Because usually
I'm glad I could persuade people. You know,
I always have him in my top 3.
No, I always had him in my top 5. I had him like 3 or 4. But once Lewis kept talking about, I was like, you know what? I think it might be right. I'm putting that 2.
I will say the more I reevaluate the top 5, the more that they're like the GOAT in like a lot of other categories than we realize. Like I think Austin probably got the best feud catalog out of anybody. Like his case to be the GOAT just grows on me by the day. I ain't gonna lie.
To be honest, most niggas in the top 5 they got go cases. That's probably the point.
Like, bro, if you look at Austin's feud catalog, bro, Mo, are you fucking hyperventilating? What are you doing?
Mo's relaxing.
He good, bro. Mo good, bro. He fake mad. He straight.
Oh wow.
He about to get ready to play SVR and then really get mad.
You going live today, Mo?
No, he probably not. I'm just trolling him.
I'm about to say I got clips.
He really think Randy Orton is top 2. Oh wow.
RS, stop.
I don't even have Randy top.
You're not catching me.
RS, stop.
Bro, is Randy even top 10?
He like right at 10. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He right
Barely.
at 10. Listen, the more Seth Rollins breathes, and the more that shit getting ripped and ripped.
I mean, for me.
Let him know, Ghost. Let him know. Seth.
For me, I mean, he's already past them, but I digress. It's okay. It's okay,
Let him
man.
know, man. Let him know.
It's okay, you know.
Let him know. Let him know.
It's
Let him
okay.
know. The more Seth breathes, I hate to tell y'all, man. I hate to tell y'all, but Randy.
I wish JJ was here. He could hear this because he thinks Randy better than Roman. So I wish.
LOL.
No.
LOL. I'm talking about
No.
Now, here's the thing. Like, I don't personally think Randy's overrated. However, I do think there's just people that are just getting better.
That's all it is. That comes with time.
Natural evolution. You know.
Oh, no, is overrated.
Which is true to Lewis, but then when you got people in denial about it, that's what makes him overrated.
Randy got like spurts of good year. Like, he ain't got no like huge, consistent long line of being great. He just got like some years where he cooked and some years where it's like, the fuck you doing?
He was just there.
Yeah, you just breathing.
What year did he peak?
Punk better than Seth and Randy?
What year did he peak? I think Orton, like as an overall package, I think 2016 is his overall best.
Oh.
Character work, match work, storytelling. I think
For Randy?
2016.
In 2016 for Randy?
Wyatt family Randy gang. Wyatt family Randy.
Yeah, Randy in 2016.
If you ask me somebody's peak, I mainly pinpoint like where you are as an overall superstar and where I see you as your best. 2016, I think you can plug in any year and he dominates. 2013 and 14, same thing. Like I could plug him in any year, he dominates. 09 Orton, he not lasted today's era. The character work only going to get you so far. Especially today's era. Jay Uso's yeeting shit only took him so far.
Brandon
2016, you say would
2005 Randy.
Better match don't ever disrespect my GOAT.
Why are we still doing this? Why are we still doing this?
I think peak is to me what a peak is where you are as an overall package that you at your best. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you know, your feuds or whatever, that plays a factor. But to me, when I look at somebody's peak, at one point in time, where do I look at you as an overall package, like at your best? 2016, I think Randy Orton is at his best as an overall package. 2020 is a good one. 2013 or 14 is a good one. Even 07, Age of Orton is a really fucking good one. But
personally, I would say his peak years was 2018 through 2020 with the Legend Killer 2.0.
That's not bad. Not a bad year. That's not a bad stretch.
Wait, so you don't think Oh No Orton is lasting today?
No. Character work only gets you. Bro, real shit. Everybody can tell you.
Randy.
I sat in the Discord where anybody can pull up and watch. I went through 6 hours of 09 Randy Orton. Match quality is trash. In today's era, not only do you need a hit on your storytelling ability, but in today's era, you need a hit on your matches too. People will be begging for 09 Orton to get that belt ripped away from him. Yep. I promise you. He's not lasting.
Yeah, if we're talking today, I agree.
He not lasting.
His character work was great, but as of right now, that's not gonna get you. It's not gonna get you far, man.
Okay.
Now 07 Age of Orton, I could pluck him in any era. He'd be great. I think he'd be great.
I need to rewatch that. But anyway, can I say this real quick? I forgot to say this on the No Name Open Mic night, but when people bring up 09 Orton, they only bring up his character work, and they don't bring up anything after WrestleMania 25.
Because I say it all the time. WWE, because I say it all the time. You don't think I'm stupid. WWE fans do not give a fuck about in ring. It's about hype moments and Orr. It's the 2009 Orr version of Randy Orton. That's why that shit gets so fucking hyped up. I say it all the time. Hype and Orr.
That man Esco's nasty.
Only give a fuck.
He's not lying. I'm not gonna lie.
Is he lying? Is he lying?
Shit. I'm crying, boy.
Lewis, from a casual.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Like for like a casual WWE person, this is literally like 100% true.
Boy, bro.
You talk about. You ask somebody why they think Randy Orton better than somebody like Roman Reigns. And oh no, Randy Orton, he was kicking people, RKO and Vince McMahon. Like, nigga, that's segments, man.
Mo, Cam, I'm not gonna lie. As of right now, I just thought about it. I'm changing my top 10, bro. As of right now, bro, I think Savage better than Orton, bro. You convinced me, Cam. I'm sorry.
I told you.
You convinced me, Cam. I'm sorry. Well, I think about it. Yeah, Savage clears Orton as a talent. We ain't gotta talk about that.
Hot take: Rock is the best overrated on a mic. Look at what?
The best overrated person on the mic?
What? I don't know about that one.
What?
I guess he.
The best out of the overrated.
Chris, who's overrated on the mic to you, Chris? Who overrated on the mic to you?
Overrated?
Yeah. You can't say Edward. He's not rated.
I don't be thinking about him at all.
What?
Yeah, what does that even mean?
I don't know, bro. I feel like
are we putting it with
the
the
word
bunch
overrated
of...
gets tossed around so easily?
Are we trying
I ain't gonna lie. Mo might agree with that. The best overrated superstar of all time being Brock Lesnar. Yeah, Mo got it. Mo knows that.
He might have. Yeah. Where you guys got Brock Lesnar? Not top 10.
15. I have a top 15.
Yeah, I got him top 17. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
You think you got jokes?
Top 15, top 20.
You think shit's funny, eh? Y'all think shit's funny. Y'all got any last hot takes to get off? End that shit with hot takes. Come on. What y'all got?
Goldberg. He can go to retirement home. Fuck him.
Well, yeah, that's obvious. Fuck that nigga. He knows what he did. Roman should have snapped his neck. Fuck that nigga.
That's the real.
They did have a match. Oh, they did.
Unfortunately,
and that was at Elimination Chamber 2022.
That's gross.
They did have a match. Ooh, brother.
Elimination Chamber 2022.
Do you know how scared I was that night?
SVR07 got no case of the GOAT.
Wow. Yep.
That's not
11 and 14 are better.
I would say when it comes to WWE games, 2K16 is probably one of the most underrated out of the series, but that's either here or there.
If we talk about WWE games, I think Here Comes the Pain is the GOAT. That's a cold take, though, but I do think Dare Reckoning 2 is a top 3 WWE game of all time. Yeah.
People don't give 2K16.
So we can have this talk in the Discord. Don't matter, brother. Let me know when you're ready.
Are you?
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
Fuck, what was I going to say?
I mean, honestly, if y'all want to send Esco the link so him and Trent can talk about it now.
Go ahead.
It's like the Appalachian.
I think Shut Your Mouth is better than Here Comes the Pain. I'm sorry, you're bot.
Yeah. Time him out.
I'm sorry, you already bot. I'm not gonna lie.
Esco, get up. Get up here and debate Trent.
I just played Shut Your Mouth probably like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I'm sure, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Here Comes the Pain is way more smoother. Has way more
13 is
way better mechanics in the game. Like
I love 13.
WWE 13 is a good game.
I love that game. I love that game.
Cena's worst year in his prime is 2008. Yeah, probably.
2010.
2010.
I'll say this either that the baloney fudge mustard year. That's 2010.
2010.
Burning by Light, not a top 10 theme song.
Hey, whoa.
Apparently,
it's better than Voices, so whatever you got, Voices.
Yeah, like that's better than Voices.
Better than Voices.
I'm wrong for saying Johnny Gargano's. Let me tell
you. Finish that sentence. What you gonna say?
Johnny Gargano's what? Current thing?
His theme, the NXT. Who's that? It's I.
Yeah, now that's just objectivity wrong. Objectivity wrong. I know I said that.
You sad, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You sad.
It's just like I don't think it's the best NXT theme though. I think Shinsuke is like.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
Shinsuke Undisputed Era. I rather.
I mean, Bobby Roode was cool too. I ain't gonna lie, but
Bobby Roode was breathing.
Wait, can we find a great rock horn without silly jokes and bullying his opponents?
But that was his character, though. To be
we like
that was
yeah, like
literally
what?
his character. What,
his
what are
character
we
is
doing
silly. Like
here?
I'm not gonna tax him for being a character. That's his character.
Him bullying niggas be funny.
You do know he said himself that his character is based off of Johnny Bravo, right? Like, take that. Like, come on, bro. Who's Johnny Bravo?
So it said road crash outs or camp crash outs.
WWE 12 got the worst road to WrestleMania.
Entertaining.
Cam, don't you like Jacob Cass?
Yeah.
Jacob Cass is the greatest rookie of all time.
I'll take. I wouldn't mind. What? What'd you say, brother?
I wouldn't mind if Tony Storm beat John Moxley for the world title.
He said Jacob Cass is the greatest rookie of all time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He objectively is. I don't know how he's not.
I mean, I guess in the video game, how to get rotor, I guess maybe. I guess.
Esco, I sent the link so you can debate Trent, man. You don't get your ass in here.
I ain't saying Austin wasn't nice on the mic, but he ain't top tier like people say he is. Yeah, get up here, Esco. Let's talk. What are you talking about?
Austin's not top tier on the mic.
I think the
All right, are we giving our hot takes out or what?
I mean, clearly we are. Go ahead, Cam. I guess.
Karrion Kross ain't terrible.
I think Ambrose's heel turn
But
is
he ain't
better
top
than
tier like people say. Austin is top tier on the mic. I don't know where the fuck you got your revisions history from.
Hey, God, he cooked. Yeah, that.
He is top tier on the mic.
He said he tried studio full. Let's go try again.
Try again.
As great as 2018 Seth Rollins is, I don't think he was top 3. I think he was top 5. I don't think he was top 3.
You said who again?
Who do you have? Kenny, Okada, and
I have
Johnny?
Kenny, Okada, Gargano, Tana, and then I have Seth.
I have Johnny Gargano as the best in 2018.
Yo, King Jones, you
Yeah,
cook.
Johnny Gargano is the best for me in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all tripping, bro. This dumbass reveal Austin was a top. He wasn't all that. Like, come on, bro. What the fuck going on? Man?
Cena 2007 over Roman 2021 over 2022.
I'm giving that a Roman. I'm giving that a Roman.
Yeah, logistics.
Roman.
I don't know about that one.
Roman.
Logistics.
Come on.
That's my two favorites though. A lot of logistics.
Come on, man. Chris Jericho's versatile on the mic, unlike my Via. I disagree. My Via's versatile on the mic, bro.
Never thought I'd hear my.
Look who's here. Look who's here.
Listen. I'm not saying Austin ass, right?
Esco, you working, Esco?
Yes, he's working.
Nigga, that's all I do is work.
Go ahead, bro.
Listen, I'm not saying this nigga Austin ass. Right? I'm not saying that. I fuck with Austin on the promo side, but okay, maybe top tier is the wrong thing. I don't think he's top 5 promo wise. He maybe top tier. Maybe top tier.
You just lost me again, brother. You lost me again.
Wait, no.
Is it top tier like top 5s around that area? No.
Like, if we talk about like all time niggas that do promo work,
We talk about WWE. I don't want to hear no motherfucker from Pro Wrestling Noah.
Like, even if we do WWE, nigga, he's
okay, let's go.
There is not 10 guys on the mic better than Stone Cold.
Let's go. Name it.
I didn't say 10. I said 5.
Okay, name your 5. Name your 5. Let's go.
One I got Jericho. Well, it's not an order.
Excuse me?
With that being said,
no.
Jericho's good. Number one.
That was the Rated M podcast.
Whoa.
Subscribe.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Wait. First of all, that wasn't the order, but I was just saying Jericho's the first person to pop in my mind. I got Jericho. Okay. I got Piper. I got Flair. What nigga? You say
Piper not as versatile as Austin.
Oh, let's not do that.
You think Piper better than Austin?
What do you mean not do that? Piper not as versatile as Austin?
All right, bro.
He's not.
Austin not better than Jake the Snake.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming out to Rated M Wrestling. I appreciate it. That was episode 82. Come back for episode 83 next week. We'll see y'all next time. Like, share, subscribe, follow the Twitch, and see y'all later. Peace.
Enjoy us.